Talk radio is a massive critical success in the United States. It was inspired by the current bad boy of American radio, Howard Stern, whose show features intense interviews, strange guests, abusive phone calls, and everything else that deregulated radio will bring to this country once we open the sluice. To find out exactly what Howard Stern looks and sounds like, let's go live by satellite to New York. And if our Sinclair 6-inch radio area on top of the Empire State Building is in operation...
To the Kaiser of radio, Howard Stern. 97.1, The Eagle.
6:17 at the Eagle. This is Brad Baxter. Eagle, what? It's 6:20 at 97.1 The Eagle.
Howard, Harley's, and pure rock. 97.1 The Eagle. Howard Show. Here's Howard.
I apologize for the delay. I was doing a live commercial for Gliptone products, and we had Ronnie the limo driver on the phone. You know, by the way, our stations around the country, you guys can just join us if I'm doing something like that. You don't have to wait for me to be done.
You just come back to us no matter what we're doing.
Yeah, just pop it on. Okay, dudes? Don't stand on ceremony. It won't sound so professional, but at least the audience will know what we're doing. A lot of the stations just sit and wait and play some bad music until we get back.
Yeah.
That won't happen again. All right. Let me just get organized for a second.
Okay. Take your time.
Yeah, this envelope is something I have to discuss with Tom the Trader Chiasano, who can't get anything right.
That sounds interesting.
That'll be for after the show. That'll be my after-show aggravation.
You don't want to take that up now.
No, I do a show. By the way, if anybody likes this show and doesn't get enough of it from 5 hours every day, after, at 11 o'clock in Tom Chiasano's office every day, there's a show. There's a sequel, a daily sequel. So if you want to be there for that, just, contact the station, see if you can get tickets. Or I'll try and tape it. Because he is stupid.
What did he do?
He's just dumb, that's all. I have to correct him on everything. I have to sit and every week go over everything with him and make sure that he gets it right. You've heard of a soap opera? Mm-hmm. It's a dope opera. That's all. Let's see. I read that yesterday. Okay. Later on this morning, Ratso will be calling in about how bad Pizza Hut is. He was there. He has a story to share with us.
Ratso went to Pizza Hut?
Yeah, a couple of years ago. And you know how Ratso loves food?
Yeah.
Any kind of bad food? He didn't like Pizza Hut.
I've never heard him complain about anybody's food.
I just mentioned one day on the air that I thought Pizza Hut was a ripoff. It wasn't real pizza. It's opened the floodgates. I never realized how big a...
You're absolutely right.
Some guy wrote me, he wrote this whole big thing, the story on Pizza Hut. Dear Howard, let me tell you the scoop on Pizza Hut. It used to be part of the fast food concession stands that I used to manage. Basically, Pizza Hut is a company that any moron could run. I think what he means is that anyone who buys a Pizza Hut franchise could run it because it's so simple. All the product comes either frozen like the pizza dough or pre-made like the sauce for the pizza, when all you have to do is add water to reconstitute it. So like they send you stuff and you have to add water to it. I mean...
But isn't it ridiculous because this is the easiest thing to make and stock and the cheapest thing to stock. And to keep turning out over and over again fresh,
it's not,
but it's all frozen.
That's why I'm telling you, Pizza Hut is the oddest success story that I've ever seen, because the one time I ate there, I said, this doesn't even come close to tasting like anything normal. Yeah. It has a wacky aftertaste. The cheese...
The crust is gooey and doughy.
It tastes microwaved or reconstituted. The guy says the 3 cheese blends are mozzarella, Parmesan, and Fontina.
That's not from under?
I don't know. But mozzarella is the less, this guy has some way of writing, is the less of the 3. I think he's writing from prison. You haven't seen anything until you see the frozen sausage and pork used on the pizza. I can't even tell you how bad it looked. But basically it's a company created for morons. You don't need to know how to read or write to make a pizza. All you have to do is defreeze the product. Let the dough rise. Add water to pizza sauce. And get the right ladle and put the pizza on a conveyor-style oven, which means you can never overcook it. It automatically cooks it for you. It goes in on one side and comes out the other side.
I see what you're saying. So
a
belt.
Yeah, on a conveyor belt. I mean, the only easier food to manufacture is Cracker Jacks that I can figure out. Because it's peanuts and the popcorn glaze.
Yeah.
Pizza Hut. Oh, some guy came.
It's hard to take all the flavor out of pizza.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like it. It's like, how could you screw up pizza? And, like, who owns the company that they don't know that doesn't taste like pizza?
Well, I was reading another financial story on PepsiCo, and, you know, they're showing profits, and that's in spite of the fact that they have these Pizza Hut restaurants dragging them down.
Are they dragging them down?
Yeah, they say Pizza Hut is not showing, you know, the kind of growth.
It can't.
That, you know, a restaurant like that should.
Yeah, it can't possibly be showing growth. Pizza's the easiest thing to buy anywhere, and that doesn't taste like pizza. I want to know how.
Catching on.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, I didn't.
The jig is up.
I didn't plan on doing 5 straight days of Pizza Hut bashing, but holy mackerel, it's. I think it's just everybody goes there once because they see so many commercials.
Yeah, and it's over. Everybody's been there. Nobody's coming back.
Yeah. And the only thing that got me talking about it was that Rush Limbaugh commercial I saw with cheese oozing out of the back of that.
And even that, their new mozzarella coming out of the back pizza is not helping this.
No. Oh, of course not. First of all, I've never seen a more hideous-looking human being than Rush Limbaugh eating pizza and all that. And him saying, what does he say? I eat the right pizza?
If I eat it this way, it must be the right way or something like that.
Yeah. Big fatso. He's really carried away with himself. I just wish that in September I might start my own radio company. I got a perfect guy who could go up against him and kick his ass. I'll put him on every station, in every market that Rush Limbaugh's on, and just kick his ass. He just has no competition. He sucks. That's got to end. That's got to end. That whole thing. Because I'm sick of seeing my name next to his. About how me and him are the, the 2 big guys in radio. Yeah. I don't want to be big with him. He's big all on his own.
Well, he is big.
Yeah. All of a sudden he came on the scene a couple of years ago. After being a failure. I was never a failure. He was always a failure until he heard me. Cheese coming out of the back? I don't think so.
Well, that's something Rush would hook on to.
Yeah. I think there's cheese coming out of his back.
It's like a family trait or something.
Yeah. All us Limbaughs have cheese coming out of our backs when we squeeze our blackheads. Hey. He might be the only one who eats that crap. Donald and Ivana don't.
Well, judging, how you often say that there are fat people who don't even know how to eat well.
Yeah.
They're big and fat from eating junk.
Yeah.
I think that's Rush Limbaugh's M.O.
Yeah. I don't mind a fat guy who eats good. That I can understand, because you're going to be fat, you should know something about good food. Mm-hmm. If you're walking around, that's an advertisement saying, hey, I know about food, I'm fat.
You want to ask that guy for the best, what restaurant to go to.
Yeah, you're looking for good hors d'oeuvres, you check with him. But a fat guy who eats, junk, I got no respect for. He's fat because he has no taste. That's wrong. Let me take a few phone calls. Anyway, so we got that letter about Pizza Hut. Go to Phoenix. Phoenix, you're on the air. I love Phoenix. I took a vacation right outside of Phoenix.
Good morning.
And this is my closest contact with it.
You now can talk to Phoenix.
Yeah. Hey, Phoenix.
Good morning. This is the guy from Phoenix.
Okay. What's our one call? Is this the same guy?
Do you just dial and dial and dial? How is it that every time we pick up the phone, you're there?
Can't give the secrets away now.
Oh.
Yeah, well, he calls early. And nobody calls. What
is there no hang-up? It just rings and rings?
Yeah, there's no hang. Like here in New York, if you ring 5 times, it disconnects you. But this guy just calls first thing in the morning, gets on, and stays on all morning.
Well, no, it hangs up after like 15 rings or something like that.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
So you just keep calling back?
Yeah. Get that redial.
Talk about no life.
What do you do?
3 o'clock in the morning, what else are you going to do here?
Why is it that you are available at 3 o'clock in the morning and start dialing your phone?
Getting ready for work.
What do you do?
Work for a
Pizza Hut.
Major van lines.
I see.
Moving company.
Oh, you're a mover.
Yeah.
Oh.
And we'll move you out here as soon as you're ready to move here in November.
So you basically pick up furniture and stick it in the truck.
Correct.
So you're not even the guy who sends out the trucks. You're the guy who actually does the moving.
No. I am the operations manager.
Oh.
Okay.
Mm. Oh,
very
excuse us.
important role, Howard.
Wow, we can't imagine that an operations manager has been dialing and dialing his phone over and over again to get in touch with us.
Our one guy from Phoenix is a manager.
Yeah, there you go. So you tell people where to drive.
What? Right.
All right.
I tell people to listen to you.
All right, you guys are going to be going someplace today, and you're going to be picking up a lot of heavy stuff. Okay.
We go all over.
Make sure the truck is full.
Right.
Hey, I wanted to ask you, when and if you give up the show in November, are you going to do it like the Tonight Show format and keep the format of the Howard Stern show going and just get a replacement like Leno? Or
No, I don't think that decision will be up to me. That'll be up to the people who own this company.
Do you think you'll be able to take your name? Or will the name have to stay with the show?
All my bits.
Intellectual property.
Yeah.
do they own?
No, I own the material on the show, and they own the tapes of the show.
But I mean, like the spot and all that, or is your contract?
No, in other words, I own all the intellectual property, and I own the intellectual material, but I can't actually take all the tapes and play them on another station or something.
Right.
You'd have to create it all over again.
Yeah.
Oh.
What else I got to do? What am I going to do?
You still want your tape.
Right.
You don't know.
No, I mean, they don't own the actual tape. They own the rebroadcast rights of the tapes.
Oh.
I own the actual content of the tape. Do you understand the difference?
Yes, I understand that.
Like, in other words, if I wanted to write another book or something about my experiences on the radio and the material that was been done on this radio show, I would own it.
Mm-hmm.
The problem with... but I couldn't actually take a tape of our show and replay it on another station.
You own the material, but you don't own the performance.
Right. Thank you. That's a much clearer way of putting it.
Who was that, Jackie?
Yeah. Believe it or not.
Our lawyer.
I don't know how I knew that.
That's my
Jackie the
attorney.
joke man.
Jackie Martling Esquire.
That's right?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Jackie Cochran.
Jackie Cochran.
Hey, you haven't bashed him all week.
Well, there's nothing to bash. When there's something to bash.
We've been too busy with Linda Ronstadt.
Yeah. Linda Ronstadt keeps opening her mouth. Linda Ronstadt, Pizza Hut, and...
They had never asked me to play Sunset.
Let's see, it was Linda Ronstadt this week, Rosie O'Donnell, and Pizza Hut. Tell me Linda Ronstadt and Rosie O'Donnell haven't become the same person.
Wouldn't that be a great commercial with Linda Ronstadt eating Pizza Hut?
I don't think so.
Hey, I got a guy that could compete pretty well with Billy on doing all the voices.
I think that guy's run out of topics.
Yeah.
Los Angeles, you're on the air.
Yeah, Howard, I had two things. I was wondering if you saw that Five-ish Finkel, or you heard about his appearance on Conan O'Brien.
No.
Well, he was kind of ragging on you. Conan asked him if he had gotten any word on your script. He was supposed to play your dad and everything. And
who? Five-ish Finkel?
Yeah. And he's like, no, I don't know anything. He's like, I don't know about that, Howard. He wouldn't be any son of mine.
Wow. That's, what do you want from me? What do I know? I didn't see it.
Okay. Well, and one other thing about Pizza Hut, since you were ragging on it lately.
Yeah.
I ordered one of those stuffed crust pizzas like 3 days ago.
Yeah.
Gave me the runs for 3 days.
Yeah, no kidding.
It was nasty.
Of course. It's not real food to me. It doesn't taste real. I don't know what they do.
It's like on the stuffed crust, they put this like chunks of tomato, but it's not like real tomato.
Ratso told me it wasn't even like, he said it was meat sauce or something.
Yeah.
I don't know, Ratso had a whole thing on Pizza Hut.
He'll call you later.
Okay.
Some woman just called me from, she said she lived in Ohio for, the last 20 or 25 years. She just moved over this way.
Yeah.
And the reason why Pizza Hut's so popular is for years it was the only thing that you could get delivered. And she said, as a mother, you knew it stunk, but it was the only way to feed your kids,
Yeah, if you didn't have anything ready in the house.
Right. You could quick get Pizza Hut. So that's how they did it.
Because all the pizzerias around here deliver.
Yeah, if you're in the middle of the Midwest and, it's the only thing around.
Yeah, the middle of the Midwest. All right.
Because all around the edges of the Midwest, they have
forget about it.
Right. They have Domino's. In the middle, they have nothing.
I know he meant if you're in the Midwest.
Yes,
right.
in the middle of the
in the middle of the Midwest. All right.
Yeah. Always a pleasure to stop by.
You know what to get at. Hello?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Well, one more thing. Domino's sucks too.
Okay. Thanks. I'm not here to, do a series of negative commercials.
You hook on to Pizza Hut.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just being honest about it, that's all. Since you're not a sponsor of ours, I can be honest. Hello? Hello, you're on the air. New York?
Oh, hi.
Yeah, hi, you're on the air.
What's up? I work for Pizza Hut.
All right, it's going to be a routine. Philadelphia, you're on the air.
Yes, good morning.
Hi.
How are you?
I like talking to women because guys always have goofy stuff.
Uh-huh.
Women seem to always be a little more sincere.
They're real.
Yeah.
Guys are always performing.
Yeah, guys are goofy.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, guys are like, oh. Yeah.
Hey, listen. I have two things to say. One, I wanted to know, you have to get in Atlanta now.
Atlanta.
Yes.
Atlanta.
Atlanta
has been a bit of a problem for me. This company can put me on in Atlanta anytime they want to, but they're playing a game with me in Atlanta.
Is that right, the company?
Yeah. I guess I'm a bad guy. I guess I've been a horrible human being.
I know.
That's all right, so I won't be on in Atlanta. What do I care at this point?
Well,
I'm not a game player. I got to tell you something. I am an upfront guy. I really am. I don't play games with people.
Right.
But people play games with me.
I know.
Oh, we can't give you Atlanta. We can't give you Atlanta.
What's so plum about Atlanta?
I don't know, but they can give it to the grease man. They sure can. He's an okay guy. I guess he's performed real well for the company. People love to dick me off.
I know.
I've given my life to this company. I have certainly performed well and been a good soldier. And they still play games with me. Oh, we can't give you Atlanta. We can't give you... But we'll give it to the grease man who's done nothing. We'll give it to Imus. We'll put him on. We'll put him on in the morning in Boston. That's okay. I'm keeping track.
I know.
No, that's all game playing with me. Only in my career is there game playing. Game playing. Is that what I said?
No, you said planing. I don't know.
I know. I'm very distracted by the topic of Atlanta. Please do not bring that up again.
I'm sorry. Well, see, my daughter moved from Philly to...
It's a big game, Atlanta. For some reason, Atlanta's a big game. Everyone wants to play with me. First, they told me I couldn't be in there because of political reasons. Then it turned out it had nothing to do with political reasons. It had to do with no one wants to put me on a... They want to... Atlanta, you ever see a picture of a horse with a carrot in front of it running after the carrot? That's my carrot. Atlanta. And I have resigned myself that I don't want to be on in Atlanta. That way I negated the problem. I neutralized the problem.
Oh, no.
You want to be on in Atlanta? You got to do this. Okay, forget it. I don't want to be on in Atlanta. Who are you punishing? All I want to do is make money for you.
Well, see, I have to tape you, and then I have to tape you in the morning.
Yes.
I have to
You're in Philadelphia. What are you worried about Atlanta?
Well, see, my daughter got me hooked on you.
Oh, I see. Your daughter is in Atlanta.
She moved to Florida, and then you went on in Orlando, and she got all excited because she finally got on there, and now she just moved to Georgia.
Oh, for goodness sake. Tell her to sit still.
I know. She's like bouncing all over. And now,
what is she, a nomad?
Silly.
Well,
a gypsy?
Well, she's young, and girls just want to have fun.
Yeah?
You know, what could I say? And now I have to tape you and send tapes out again.
All right. Okay, please. Enough of that problem. What else you got to talk about?
Okay, and I wanted to tell
I'm the one who
about...
said women weren't goofy. Go ahead.
Now, don't start. Now, all the stuff that this radio station does to you, you know, I have to say that the only time most people listen is now. Because
they know that, ma'am. They know that.
I mean, all they do is try to talk like you, and it doesn't.
I know everything that goes on in Philadelphia. Everyone tries to talk like me. Thank you. You know what it is? You're like Baba Booey. You get me riled up.
Why did you call him to upset him?
Everything you
started off with Atlanta.
People love to call me and go, you know what's going on here in Philly? They hired a bunch of guys that sound like you.
I know. It's awful.
Listen.
I have to turn the radio off.
You know, people say, why did I allow DeBella on in Philadelphia? You want to know why? Because they came to me and said, well, if you're going to leave, we got to start grooming a guy to take your place. I said, who's it going to be? DeBella? They go, yeah. I said, okay. I have no problem with it. Groom him. You can groom him from here till tomorrow. That's why I have no problem with it.
I know.
I said, no problem. No problem. No problem with it whatsoever. You can hire whoever you want. I am not the boss of this place. You see, this place is weird.
You are the boss of you.
Yeah, I'm the boss of me. I'm not even the boss of me. Now, every once in a while, I'm threatened. They go, okay, we're going to hire someone to take your place. Okay, go ahead. My role is to act. We're not going to give you Atlanta. Okay, don't give me Atlanta. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Play games? I can't play games. They go ahead and they hire this guy to be Dave Herman's producer in the afternoon, this guy who used to mutilate me in the press.
Right, I heard that.
And then they say, well, you want us to fire him? I'm not. No. I don't want you to fire him. Why should I be the one to say you're to fire? You should want to fire him, not me.
They shouldn't even want to hire him.
Of course.
Now you're on to something.
Yeah, you should run this place.
Oh, good. I can come out. I'm free, obviously, if I'm calling you at this hour.
Right, okay.
Getting goofy again.
All right, I got to go.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. That's all. Am I being too cryptic?
No.
Oh, wish I was. I'm supposed to be.
No, you're not being subtle at all. I was wondering what happened to the diplomat.
There's so much going on behind my back, I should wear a rearview mirror. The diplomat is dead, Robin. Long live the new guy. Ding dong, the diplomat is dead. We got to take a break. We'll be back right after these words.
You're listening to the Howard Stern Show. 97.1 The Eagle.
6:40 at the Eagle. This is Brad Baxter. Eagle weather. It's 6:45 at 97.1 The Eagle.
Call Howard on the Eagle's toll-free line, 1-800-54-STERN. It's the Howard Stern Show. Here's Howard.
Here's another fact about Pizza Hut. It says if you were to show up in Italy with cheese hanging out of the crust of your pizza, they would kill your whole family and put a horse's head in your bed. Concerning Linda Ronstadt and the fact that May 13th we're looking to... I'm trying to organize a big protest with the blacks. I'm organizing with the blacks.
Yeah?
Yeah, the blacks.
You're joining a coalition of blacks?
I was in touch with Reverend Al Sharpton's office. It's hard to believe he has an office, but I was in touch with his office yesterday. The Reverend is in Africa.
Oh.
He has, he lost 75 pounds because he runs after his own food now.
He went to Africa to diet?
Yeah. No, but anyway, he's in Africa doing God knows what. How he affords a trip to Africa, I don't know. But we called his office. Gary called and said we would like the Reverend Al Sharpton's assistance. And the woman said, in what? He said, with the Linda Ronstadt matter. She goes, well, why would Reverend Sharpton care about Linda Ronstadt? I said, because she played Sun City and has not apologized for it. And the woman went, oh.
Ooh, piqued her interest.
Well, hold it on there, baby. Now, let me hear the... Hold the microphone in there. Sharpton was not in his office. Actually, that's why he had to lose weight. He couldn't fit into his office. So they...
He can't come into it.
Now he can fit in. So he should be back any day now.
I can't wait to see the new thinner Al.
I've seen him in the newspaper. I think he looked better fat.
Really?
Yeah. Some guys are made to be fat. Let's see. Howard Linda Ronstadt is playing the Tower Theater in Philly soon. Any creative ideas on what we can say to her about what she said to Robin on The Tonight Show? Well, I don't know. Use your imagination. You can say whatever you want, I guess. Let's see. Here's a guy who put up a wanted poster. Wanted, Linda Ronstadt, for treason against the king and queen of all media. The suspect should be considered armed and dangerous. She was last seen with a knife and is believed to also be carrying a fork. So approach with extreme caution. That's good. So there are many different faxes going on right now. The community of our audience. Our audience doesn't like it when people open their yaps about us, and they're hypocrites. They don't mind if people open their yaps about us.
Yeah, we can take that, too.
We're big. We can take it at this point.
But we don't like hypocrites either.
No. Linda Ronstadt, getting on The Tonight Show, worrying about Mexicans. In the meantime, she's not too worried about blacks.
I wonder how worried she is about Mexicans.
Yeah, I think she's only worried about Mexicans because it suits her purpose right now because she can't sell English-speaking records.
There you go.
That's what I think, because hypocrites think like that. That's her modus operandi.
Yeah. She doesn't think... She's probably right. Her music isn't good enough to just make you buy it on its own.
Right. Here's a little thing I put together with the assistance of Scott the engineer. I think what I've done here is created a beautiful OJ piece. I've got the OJ wedding tapes where OJ is toasting Nicole, mixed in with the 911 call. And I think you're going to like it. You want to hear it?
Now, this is irony at its best.
Yeah, tell me how you like it. It's a little work that we put together. Let's see what you think.
As most of my dear friends know, I'm a man of very few words.
911 emergency. Can you get someone over here now to 325 Gretna Green? He's back.
In all seriousness, I'd like to have a toast to my lady here.
Please. Well, okay, what does he look like? He's O.J. Simpson. I think you know his record.
So Nicole came in my life at what for any athlete is very difficult time.
He just drove up again. He just drove me over.
And it was at a time that I guess anybody who have ever participated in sports like male metaphor.
First of all, he broke the back door down to get in.
Really traumatic time for a lot of people.
What is he doing? Is he threatening you? Going nuts.
And when I look back on those years, it was some of the better years of my life.
You're going to hear him in a minute. He's about to come in again.
All my life, I wanted to be a father. I never really thought about being a husband. And I thought I had given up the opportunity to watch my kids grow.
My kids are upstairs sleeping, and I don't want anything to happen.
I made this house a home, brought my kids in, and brought love into my house.
So just stay on the line. I don't want to stay on the line. He's going to beat the
O.J. toasting Nicole and him beating her at the same time.
Toasting and beating.
Toasting and beating and beating and toasting. I want to thank Nicole for bringing love into my house.
He's breaking the door down. You know I'm a man of few words.
Yeah.
You'll hear him in a minute.
Yeah, man of few words. Shut up, bitch.
So do you think, were you touched by O.J.'s tears the other day?
No, I told you that was when they saw the legal bills. Robert Shapiro, at the appropriate time, whips out the legal bill, and O.J. starts to tear up.
It wasn't Nicole's picture?
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. The guy in the New York Post did that, too. Maybe you heard it on this show.
Yeah, it's a day later.
Yeah. That's all right. Could be coincidence.
You're free with these ideas.
Everybody else steals my material.
Well, at least he drew it out.
Right.
He didn't just say it.
I mean, I interpret that as a guilty man sitting there going, oh, my God, look what I did to her. Actually, I interpret that as a guy fighting to stay out of jail and try and prove to the jury that he had nothing to do with it.
He's an actor.
He's so guilty.
They've shown her pictures many times in that courtroom, and it never brought him to jail. Why now? How many months later? He seemed pretty calm the day after she died from those tapes we've been listening to on hard copy.
You think Linda Ronstadt, if she was going to be outraged by something, she would have come out and said, oh, my God, O.J.'s so guilty. It just amazes me what people choose to speak out about.
Well, as a woman, Mexican-American, she could care.
Yeah. And she has her issues as a woman and a Mexican-American. Like, as a woman, aren't you concerned that O.J. killed 2 people?
No.
Maybe use valuable airtime to talk about that. I don't know. Los Angeles, you're on the air. Hey, Stuttering John was with Ivana Trump last night.
Did he get to it?
Yeah, got about 7 questions off, and
yeah?
A couple of his questions have already appeared in the newspaper. He was in here yelling and screaming that he didn't get attributed for yelling and screaming out his questions. They didn't put the name Stuttering John in the paper. You're on the air in Los Angeles.
He's going to have to get you.
Hello?
Yeah, hi. It's real funny. You got to stay tuned for that. Yeah, you're on the air.
Hi, my name's...
I don't want to know your name.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm really not interested.
I just wanted to call because I had a little story real quick to tell you about the Telemundo TV station out here in Los Angeles. They're very racist themselves, not against just Americans and such, but towards the Mexican Americans also. Because they wanted to ask me a question out here at a restaurant that I was visiting, and I look, Latin American because I am, but I was born and raised here, and they wanted to ask me a question, and I was more than happy to answer them, and because I didn't speak Spanish, they just walked away from me.
Mm-hmm.
And I was really upset about that because I stopped them and I said, excuse me, can't you just ask me the question and translate it later on?
Well, in all fairness, the broadcast is in Spanish.
Well, I understand that, but
they're looking for people who speak in Spanish.
No, and that's my problem with their station. Excuse me, I'm really nervous. That's my problem with their station, though, because when we have our TV stations out here in English, we do ask, Spanish people questions, and we translate it, what they have to say.
Don't get bent out of shape over that.
No, I just think it's really rude of them to even have...
What's rude of them is the fact that they, like all press, they're no different. They manipulate a story.
Right.
They, if I have, let's say I walked outside and there were 10 protesters outside, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you went outside and you interviewed the 10 protesters and you found out that none of them even knew why they were here. That would be the story. that somebody put somebody up to come protest me, and they couldn't even speak English and didn't know what they were protesting, had no idea, no clue what it was. But the reporters would say, 10 angry protesters came down who were mad about Howard Stern. See, it's just a spin that everyone puts on things that is just so bizarre.
Well, I think what really bugs me is I'm a Hispanic myself. You know, that's where my...
Listen, what bugs me is Robin did a book signing, had 30 to 40% Mexican-American online waiting for their books to be signed.
Right, because the people that do listen to your show, I understand that, you know, they understand everything that goes on, and that's why I don't get offended at all by anything that's said, and I think anybody that's a little bit intelligent can, you know, understand that concept.
Well, everybody's afraid of free speech. Now I see President Clinton screaming that talk radio is causing all the problems in Oklahoma. How absurd.
No, and then...
I mean, anybody with an opinion on the radio is causing problems. I mean, what are you saying about...
An opinion that's contrary to yours.
Yeah.
Right.
You know,
and that's what really bugs me, because I walk around here, I'm dark-skinned, and I have no problem with anything being said, because I'm an American. I'm proud to be an American. I was born and raised here, and I do understand my Hispanic culture and all of that, but it embarrasses me when people like Linda Ronstadt or the Mexicans get all out of hand and bent out of shape about it. They got to make the rest of us look bad.
Of course.
That's what bugs me.
It's a joke.
It's embarrassing is what it is, because they're all upset about Selena and the whole bit. I'm like, please, you know, get a life. This is America.
Right.
That's what it's all about. And,
well, they don't... Listen, listen, you got to understand something.
Mm-hmm.
People attach their names to me. It becomes big news. This organization, the so-called organization, LULAC, the Spanish organization that came out against me, no one's ever heard of them. No one's ever paid attention to them. You know, they held a protest last week against 7 ABC television stations. There wasn't one word written about it. You got to understand, if you attach your name to a dope like me, you become big news. I'm big news. Anybody who attaches their name to me will be big news.
Get into the paper.
No, I think you and Robin and everybody there is just wonderful, and I love
And it's a shakedown, that's all. It's nonsense. I wouldn't even pay attention to it.
No,
and supposedly I apologize for my comments. I never apologized. I never said I'm sorry. I could care less. I don't give a rat's ass.
Exactly.
I don't care. You got to understand something. I've never cared about anything I've said.
I just think it's really sad when the Mexican Americans who do enjoy being an American and want that respect for that have the rest of these south of the borders. I have to call them that. They're out here and they make us look bad because we enjoy being what we are. And
what can I tell you? What can I tell you? It's unfortunate that you have a bunch of nitwits running around who don't even know what they're protesting.
Exactly.
Adios, senorita.
Good night. Thank you. Bye.
You know who that was? That was Consuelo from the old Marcus Welby series.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. You didn't recognize her voice. Elena Verdugo. No, I don't know who that was. What's that? Okay. 1 second. I'll take a break in a second. Cleveland, you're on the air. Yes. I'll get to Stuttering John in a minute, and also I want to tell Robin why her book party is screwing me up.
I didn't do it.
This is terrible.
You're on the air.
Terrible.
Hello? Let's go to Buffalo. Buffalo, you're on the air.
Howard.
Yeah.
As long as people are going to make comments about who's fat, I think Robin ought to shut her mouth.
Oh, I can still call somebody fat if they're fat.
Well, you know, you talk about being hypocrites and everything. I think the fattest
I
person
didn't say I wasn't.
She never said she was thin. You know, sir, you're
the difference. You don't know what a hypocrite is.
You're such a filthy jackass that you don't know the difference. When somebody admits to being heavy, why is that hypocritical? But to call somebody else heavy is hypocritical?
Well, then I guess she knows what she's talking about.
That's right.
I guess she eats the best food.
Absolutely.
I never saw her eat Pizza Hut.
Absolutely. You can find a good restaurant if you follow me.
Well, I think you should just start picking on her. Maybe you're the hypocrite then, Howard.
Yeah, maybe I am, sir. You want to know something, sir? Maybe I am. Too bad, but I'm here and you're in Buffalo. I'm a hypocrite.
He doesn't know. He's all over the board. Everybody's a hypocrite.
Why don't you look up the word hypocrite in the dictionary and then figure out what it means? What a dick. What a filthy piece of garbage. Orlando, you're on the air.
Hello?
Yes. All right, thank you. Thanks for the call. Thanks for slowing my show down. Miami, you're on the air. Miami Beach. Hello? Thank you. San Diego, you're on the air.
Hey, dude, let me turn my radio down, all right?
All right.
Thank you very much. There we go. Oh, nice one there.
I know this is going to be a bad phone call. I can tell already.
No, man, I came up with some names for Rosie O'Donnell.
All right.
Rosio Donuts.
Mm-hmm.
Rosio Thyroid.
I told you. I knew you thought you were funny. Washington, D.C.
Hello.
Yes, hi. Lower your radio.
Okay, hang on. Let me just lower
Right.
it. Okay, all done. Hello.
Okay, what can I do for you?
I'd like to speak to Howard.
Yes, you're on the air. Oh, my God.
Hi, Howard.
How anyone listens to this show, I don't know. I can't take it.
How are you doing? I can't believe I'm actually talking to you.
Yeah, it's something else, isn't it?
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I'm
I
real
love
thrilled.
you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my boyfriend love you so much.
Right. It's always the story. It's always someone with their boyfriend loves me.
She doesn't love you alone. She loves
Yes.
you so much.
I love you, Howard.
Fred, can you knock it off, please? Fred's tuned to WINS. Look at him. Now, listen to this show.
Howard, guess what?
What?
I just discovered that I am bisexual and I love women.
Ah, well, there's a discovery. Columbus, let me talk to you a little.
How did you make this discovery?
Yeah, how did you discover it?
Well, I started watching Baywatch.
Right.
And I'm really, really attracted to Pamela Anderson.
Yeah, who isn't?
Oh, my God. So I really have this fascination with blondes now.
Right. So now you realize that maybe it's not just Pamela Anderson you're fascinated with. You might be fascinated with other women.
Yes.
All right. And have you acted on it yet?
No, I haven't. And me and my boyfriend are looking.
Right. Now, what is the story? Do you want to do this with your boyfriend, or do you want to enter lesbianism on your own first?
Because me and my boyfriend, okay, we've only been with one person, and that's each other.
Mm-hmm.
And
there you go.
I kind of want him to, you know.
Why do you want him there?
Well, because
did he convince you that he should be there?
He deserves it.
Why does he deserve it?
Because he's a great guy.
All right, so you want to have lesbianism in front of your boyfriend?
Yes.
And then he's going to join in?
Yes, but I don't want him to actually have intercourse with her, but he can do whatever else he wants.
All right, he can do stuff to her, but no actual intercourse.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Would you like to come on the show and come down here and we'll find you a girl?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
When is a good time? How about sometime in
And are
the
you
summer?
good looking?
Yes.
You are.
I'm pursuing a modeling career.
Oh.
And, you know, I just got gypped out of $350 for a modeling career.
Can you be here in an hour?
No, I'm in D.C.
That's what I'm saying. Isn't the shuttle an hour?
No.
You got on one right this second. Now you say you're pursuing a modeling career.
Yes.
This wouldn't be a hand modeling career, would it?
No.
No, you're saying a facial and body modeling career.
Yes.
And you've already gotten work.
No, I haven't gotten work yet. They wanted me to pay $350 for a training.
Wow, you probably are real cute because you sound stupid, you know?
I did not sound stupid.
She's pursuing a modeling career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How have you pursued it?
Well, she said, I'm a model.
I had two talent scouts approach me.
2 talent agents.
Yeah, 2 talent agents.
But they want her to pay. You know, anybody can have those people after.
Let me get this straight. You mean you're going to get an agent, but you have to pay the agent?
Yeah, I have to pay for the training, to pay for act.
Right.
They wanted me to act.
All right, let me tell you something.
Okay.
You're stupider than I thought.
I'm not stupid.
No, you're very stupid. Let me tell you something.
I'm not.
Can I just tell you something?
Yes.
All right. I'm sort of in show business.
Okay.
I'm a little bit ahead of you, but not much. If somebody came to me and I said, hey, I want to be in radio, and the guy says to me, I want to sign you up. Now, give me $500, and you'll be in radio.
Well, I just thought that was it.
Don't you think you sound like a dupe?
No, yeah.
All right, do you think Christy Brinkley, let me ask you something. You think Christy Brinkley had to pay her agent?
No, but I thought that was it. I just thought it was for training, but then they sent me a bill, and then I quit after that.
All right, don't you think in order to, listen,
Okay.
don't you think, how old are you?
I'm 18.
Okay. Don't you think that in order to be a model, you have to receive money, not pay money to be a model?
That's what I was saying to them. But
You
I
did say
thought,
that to them.
Yes.
I see.
Did they argue with you?
No, they said, well, all we...
I mean, to go around saying your credential is that 2 talent scouts, as you call them, approached you to pay them money.
Well, look,
I mean, if you want, I'll get you into modeling. Give me $10,000, and I'll guarantee you a modeling career.
I found out about another one. You don't have to pay for training or anything, so I'm going to go up there and see.
All right, now let me ask you something. When you say you found another one, found another what? An agent? Or
another agency.
An agency?
I've been talking to people, and
All right, now how did you find this agency?
Well, I was talking to people, and this one guy told me that he was involved in another agency, and he told me to call.
All right, so where were you walking? You were walking down the street, and a guy said to you, hey.
No, at work.
At work. What kind of work do you do?
I work at the mall, in Pentagon City Mall.
All right, you do work at the mall?
Yeah.
All right, I didn't realize that. Now I realize what kind of caliber person I'm talking to. You work at the mall, a guy comes up to you in the mall and says...
No, a guy I work with, and I was telling him how I...
You want to pursue modeling?
Yeah.
Okay, and he said, I know a talent scout?
He said, I know about an agency that's good.
Okay, and then you went up there?
No, I called them
Yes.
to find out, and they said, we don't charge you for training, and we guarantee you work after you're accepted.
All right, but you haven't been accepted.
No, I haven't gone up there yet.
Now, how can they guarantee you work? Why would somebody make a claim that they can guarantee you work?
I don't even, it sounds shady.
It does.
Yes.
Yes, it does. Now you're thinking for yourself.
And
Isn't that silly when you call up someplace and they go over the phone, we'll guarantee you work?
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you get accepted.
If you get accepted.
Yeah.
I've never heard the word accepted used with an accepted.
Or so, yeah.
And you see, if you're a model, you hire an agent. You are accepting them.
Right.
You understand?
Yes.
All right. That's the psychology of modeling.
Right. So
Now, you're a confused woman.
No,
Listen.
I got some good advice.
All right. I just want to see you. I want to get you I want to get as much clothes off of you as possible.
Oh, I will. I'll
You will.
strip all the way down for you.
You will strip all the way down?
Yes.
And you'll come in here and we'll try and line you up with a lesbian?
Yes.
All right.
How about...
How about right now?
No, I can't.
Can you get on a shuttle now?
I can't.
You can't get on the shuttle?
No.
How long does the shuttle take?
I don't know. But
You do not know that either?
No,
Okay.
I cannot come now. But how about next week? Next Friday.
Hold on, I'm checking my calendar. Friday is open.
Okay.
How about,
on Friday?
how about next Monday?
Next Monday? That's okay, yeah.
How about next Tuesday?
No, I can't come Tuesday.
Wednesday?
Wednesday, yes.
Wednesday it is.
Wednesday it is?
Baba Booey, check my...
Wednesday?
Really, I don't want to wait all the way to Friday to get a naked girl in here.
Yeah, Wednesday. Can I bring my boyfriend too?
Booey.
Because he's going to be driving.
You can bring him, but... What do you mean? Yeah, she can bring him, but let him wait outside.
He can drive her.
He can drive
You
her.
got to meet him. He's a great guy.
Howard will come out.
You know what?
He's gonna be
Guys
all-
don't want to meet other great guys.
I know how to handle this.
There's enough great guys. Yeah, he can come.
No, what? He can come in during a commercial break after everything's done. He could say a quick.
We
hello.
might even want him in here.
Well,
we don't
he's
know.
going to be involved with the thing. With the
With the thing.
girl.
All right.
Right.
So what days is she interested in? Are you available Monday?
No, I told her no Monday because Monday I like to
riff. Okay. See, Tuesday we're having in a girl who got breast implants, wants to show them to you, and says she looks like Terry Hatcher.
Now, what time am I doing that?
That's at 7:30.
7:30?
Yeah,
I could probably free up 8 o'clock.
And I told her, I said, Terry Hatcher's a pretty big, a pretty tall order. You better
Yeah.
look like her.
Yeah.
The last girl that said she looked like Terry Hatcher
Looks like Ricky Lake.
Right.
Looks like Terry Hatchett.
Terry Hatchet face. And speaking about breasts, did you watch Beverly Hills 90210 last night?
No.
Anybody watch it beside me?
No.
I'm the only retard who watches that.
I missed it.
Tori Spelling comes out in a bikini. And she's doing weird stuff with her hair. It looks awful. Her face looks really bizarre what she's doing with her hair. She used to have a cute hairdo. But she got giant-sized breasts now. I mean, she must have had a second dose of silicone.
You think they're bigger than last?
Oh, my God. I mean, they look... They were huge.
Did they look painful?
They didn't even
A
look...
little.
They were 5 times the size of her head. I swear to God, they were competing with her head.
She's got breasts bigger than her head.
I swear, bigger than Rush Limbaugh's head.
I thought you were going to outgrow that show at some point.
No, I love it more than ever. I love it.
What are they like in college now?
It's so funny. They're getting long in the tooth.
You know what?
You know she got a
Quite
nose
frankly,
job, right?
they'll outgrow Howard.
Who got a nose job?
Tori Spelling.
Yeah, she one time got a nose job.
It's nice. It looks
Well,
better.
yeah, I mean, I'd like to have sex with her.
I would too.
But what's the deal on them now? What are they? Are they out of college? What do they do now?
They all have jobs.
No, they're in college, and they're freshmen.
Freshmen? They were freshmen 2 years ago.
No, maybe they're sophomores.
They're married and have children.
I don't know. And the girls are looking kind of raggy. Like this girl Kelly is supposedly now a cover model, and she looks horrible. And then they got 2 of the young guys are going bald.
These bald college students.
Because what's our friend Luke Perry's losing his hair.
Oh boy.
And
well,
then
he says this is his last season. He can't even take it.
Yeah, right. And that guy Ian Ziering, he's losing his hair. He's looking like about 40. And the Puerto Rican guy who knocked up the girl, of course. You know, they always put... I hate the way they portray Puerto Ricans on TV.
It's ridiculous.
It's terrible.
All Puerto Ricans don't knock up girls.
Yeah, of course, the Puerto Rican guy starts dating a white Jewish girl and knocks her up within 3 minutes of meeting her.
And then they cheat on each other.
Yeah, and then they cheat. Hey, I didn't write that show. Don't blame me for it. Why don't they go out and protest that?
What about Models Inc.? They canceled that.
I don't know. I never watched that. I had no interest in it.
Yeah.
It sounds like we'd all be interested in Models Inc., but we're not.
Yeah.
It's just weird. It's got to hit the right thing.
It was really stupid. The plot and everything was just...
But Tori Spelling had these 2 huge, painful basketballs on her chest.
So you're saying it doesn't look good?
I'm not going to say that. But I guess I could kind of dig it, but man, they're huge.
I was flipping by one time, last year, and all of a sudden she was like wearing halter tops and bikini tops with shorts all the time.
I got to admit, it looks good though. What is it, Rolf? Did you watch it?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's another pervert. No wonder I'm friends with you. Everyone says
90210, buddy.
Yeah, why are you friends with Ralph? Because he watches the same shows I do.
He's 90 and watching teenagers.
Ralph helped me pack for my trip to Arizona. He helped me go through all my comic books and see which ones I wanted to read on vacation.
Oh, no, you do comic books?
Yeah. Well, I wanted to do some reading. My wife said maybe you should read on vacation. I said, okay. I took a series of Batman and Superman and what else did I have in there? I had a
lot of Batman.
I had mostly
Did
Batman.
you actually pull these out and look at them?
Yeah, I have a whole collection.
The funny thing is you wouldn't put them on your carry-on.
Yeah, because they didn't want people to see me reading them on a plane.
These old ones or new ones?
It's some new ones, some old ones.
I saw a Superman comic for the first time in a million years. He has long hair now and everything. I didn't know.
No, I don't have anything that new. I have these books.
Weird.
I got these books from DC Comics.
Oh, like they look like books.
They look like books on the outside, but they say they're Batman drawings, and then you open them up and they're comic books inside.
All the old issues?
Some old issues and some newer stuff that I hadn't seen. And so then I said to Ralph, I can't put these on my carry-on bag because people recognize me on the plane, and I can't whip out a Batman comic. I won't feel comfortable reading it.
Well,
yeah, I mean, can you imagine Lucy Arnaz is sitting there watching me read a Batman comic? Yeah, I mean, I'm 41 years old.
Please don't disturb me.
Yeah, my kids don't even read comics.
Lose my plate.
Did you hear about Ham's new movie?
I don't know what happened to me in life. I was supposed
Your
to come.
growth has been stunted.
I know, I was supposed to become an adult.
When did you start smoking cigarettes? They say that'll do it.
I did it I started when I was 15.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Oh, no.
There's an E special that Tori Spelling hosts, and her breasts are so big she can't even stand up straight.
Yeah, I know, she's all bent over. She's bent over. She has scoliosis.
I thought you were going to say her breasts are so big that she couldn't talk.
Yeah.
That's next week.
She has E-cups.
Because we've met her in person. She's a tiny little girl.
She's a little slight girl with these two huge basketballs.
The kind of breasts you're describing, she can only have one of.
They're gorgeous, though.
It's like a cyclops.
She's got some body. Whoa, didn't you think she looked hot, though, Ralph? I mean, except for that hair.
Yeah. I mean, all their hair.
But the body.
Yeah, the body. I mean, you lose the hair in 2 seconds when you see that body.
You think any of the girls on that show are good looking?
Not real.
I like that one that replaced Shannon Doherty.
Yeah,
but she could look fat sometimes.
Yeah, like 1 week she'll be really hot, the next week she'll be like porky.
Yeah, like moon-faced.
Yeah.
You know, you and this girl have a lot in common, huh?
I know she likes the same girls I do.
Same shows too.
Pamela Anderson, though, is the hottest girl on TV.
She's the best. She's the most beautiful woman.
I think I could have gotten her.
Did you see that thing the other day? They were showing that the new Tool Time girl is going to be on Baywatch, and Pam is on Baywatch, and she used to be the Tool Time girl. So they had these two gorgeous girls.
Are they fighting?
Just sort of like lying on each other and hugging.
Oh, really?
I don't know if I like the other one, though. The other one on Baywatch. The one, what's
Yasmine Bleeth?
Yeah, she's
Look how I know all these names.
She's kind of weird. She's okay, though.
These are all my shows, though. 90210, Baywatch. I have the Baywatch movie at home. I'm watching that this weekend.
Oh, really?
You want to come over?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the...
He'll be right there.
Starring David Hasselhoff, Yasmine Bleeth, and Pamela Anderson.
What about the new movie with Pam?
I don't know. They gave me a video of it.
There's a new movie that they did straight to video, and it's all the people from Baywatch, and it's a little bit steamier.
I'll let you have it after I'm done.
No, it's all right.
Yeah.
How much you want to bet that the theme was written by David Hasselhoff?
Yeah. Well,
mud wrestling.
He's very talented.
Oh, no.
I think this is a mud wrestling expose.
No, but she's going to have a major motion picture coming out.
What?
Barbed Wire.
What's she talking about?
I don't know. She's just rattling off.
No, listen.
She hasn't even made love to a girl yet. You know, you haven't even seen or sort of smelled a woman, and you're already.
I'm ready.
Why don't you try it first?
No.
Are you ready to do everything to a girl?
Yes, everything.
You know, you bring up a good point, Howard. Most women never get to smell that area.
I don't know that you... Are you talking about your mouth?
No.
All I'm saying is you haven't really done that on a woman yet. You don't know what it's I thought it was going to be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you, it's like work.
It's like work, really?
It's an acquired taste. It's not immediately exciting.
Right.
It takes a little time to get used to it.
I'm 41 years old. I'm still waiting for it to get exciting.
Maybe you guys are gay.
Yeah, okay.
No.
I don't want to do it to a guy either.
But really, have you guys heard about that movie, though? She's supposed to be playing like a comic character.
So you in your mind think that you can do all that stuff to a girl?
Yeah.
And you've been fantasizing?
Yeah.
And the girl is probably not going to look like Pamela Anderson.
Well, it doesn't matter. As long as she looks
decent. Yeah.
Not like fat or anything.
Yeah, right. Not like Linda Ron fat.
No, I'm really skinny, and I don't want anyone. I want to look, you know.
Who do you look like?
I don't want to say I look like anybody because
Oh,
I heard the other show.
No,
about,
who do you look like? Come on, you're going to be a model. We should know.
I don't look like anybody.
Oh, come on. Who do you look
I'll
like?
describe myself to you, but I don't look
Describe
like
yourself.
Okay, I'm 5'4".
Mm-hmm.
I'm about 100 pounds.
Perfect model height, 5'4".
Well, they said I could do petite modeling.
All right, go ahead.
Well, I'm 5'4".
Yeah, midget
And
modeling.
You want to know my measurements? They're not really all that great. It's 34, 22, 32.
That's all right.
34 what?
34 chest.
34 what?
Oh, 34C.
On a 100-pound frame? That's not bad.
Yeah.
No, not bad at all.
And let's see, I have dark brown hair.
Rush Limbaugh has a 34C. That's a pretty nice size.
I thought a 300-pound frame.
Right.
I have dark brown hair and green eyes.
And people do tell you look like someone. Don't tell me they don't.
Well,
Who do they say?
they say people, but they are wrong. I mean,
well, you
people have
tell
told
me
me
what they say.
They say you look like Val Kilmer, don't they?
outlandish things, and I'm like, I do not look like this person.
Who?
Let's see. Maybe.
Just tell me.
No, because I'm gonna.
Just tell me who they say you look like.
I'm gonna come in. And you're gonna be like,
you know what? Let's call this whole thing off.
No, okay. Some people have told me that I look like Stephanie Seymour, but they're wrong. I do not look like her at all.
All right. You come down here.
Okay.
And even if you're half right,
okay,
that'll be good.
Okay.
You mean that Victoria's Secret model?
Yeah.
But they're wrong. I don't look anything like her. Maybe the skin complexion, but that's it.
Okay, all right. Here's
the eyelashes.
Yeah, well, seeing as how I don't know any girls that even look like her skin-wise, I'm willing to meet you.
So what day are you available?
Any day but Tuesday and Thursday.
Hey, do me a favor before you come down here.
Uh-huh.
Can you cut out your vocal cords?
Why?
I'm just kidding. What are you going to wear?
I'm going to wear whatever you want me to wear.
We don't know what's in your closet.
Can you wear? How about a thong?
Sure.
And then
I'll have a thong.
and you'll get naked.
Yeah.
And then if I bring in a plastic blow-up doll, will you practice making love on it to a woman?
Sure.
All right.
Yeah. I'll do everything.
Can I poke you with a stick?
Yeah.
Where's my list of stuff I like to do to girls?
In my office.
Can you get it?
You know the one that nobody's ever agreed to.
Which is?
Rolling them up in a rug.
Hey, can we roll you up in a rug and put you in the elevator and run you up and down?
Uh-huh.
Oh, great. No, then you're in. I'll get you, girl.
All right.
You mean to tell me, as good looking as you are, you've never had a girl come on to you?
I have, but they've been, like, gross.
Yeah.
They've been fat, and I don't want to make love to somebody fat.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. So.
Can I spread food on you?
Yeah.
And eat it off?
Yeah.
She says I can tie her up and put her in the elevator with a carpet.
Nobody said yes to that yet.
Yeah.
Just said no to anything.
Right.
Right.
Will you drink water out of Stuttering John's mouth?
Oh, no.
That's all right. I wouldn't do that either.
No. No, I have an open mind. I'm fun.
Oh, wait a second. Can we blindfold her and she has to feel our bare asses and guess who's who?
Yeah, she'll do that. She's willing to be rolled up in a carpet and go up and down the elevator.
Oh, no.
All right, listen, I say let's get her down here as soon as possible. I want to see Victoria's Secret model.
No, I don't look like her. I don't. I'm telling you.
So here's the problem, Howard. You can either have her in on Monday, or if you have her in on Wednesday, she'll have to share some time with Tiny Tim. I don't know if you want to do that.
Tiny Tim could wind up marrying her.
Oh, no. I heard
Tiny
about
Tim
that.
loves naked girls.
Oh, no. He is really weird. Isn't he gay?
No. Well, we don't know.
We don't know anything.
I've never slept with him.
Oh, no.
Hey, you're gay. What are you worried about?
No, I'm bi. I am bi.
She's like, oh, isn't he gay? She's talking about making love to another woman.
No, but I mean, it's
That's so
different for a
sexy.
woman. It's different for a woman. A woman is
I know.
more like feminine. You know?
Yeah, I dig that.
But a guy, it's like.
Yeah, that's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
A guy doing that is wrong.
Yeah.
No, I agree with you. I'm not kidding.
Homophobic lesbian.
Right.
Homophobic.
Homophobic.
Homophonic. Okay, listen.
Okay.
What do you guys say to...
Going down there.
Let's see. You want to do it Monday?
I think Monday. Why wait?
All right, Monday.
Monday?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, hold the line.
All right, hold the line.
Okay.
Friday.
What Friday?
Tomorrow.
I don't think she can make it tomorrow. She's gone, I think. Oh, no, there she is. Yeah, there she is. Wait a second. Hey, Gary.
Yeah.
What about Friday? What about tomorrow?
Yeah.
Are you available tomorrow?
Tomorrow? No, I can't do it tomorrow.
She goes, yeah, and then she goes, I'm not available.
She just likes the day Friday.
Yeah. All right, then stick with Monday, because we want to see what you look like.
All right.
All right. That'll help me get through the weekend, don't have something to look forward to. All right, we got to take a break. We'll be back right after this.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. 97.1, The Eagle.
7:19 at the Eagle. This is Brad Baxter. Eagle Weather Park. It's 7:24 at 97.1 The Eagle.
Howard Stern. Cool. Morning. Pure rock and roll all day.
You sound better than ever.
Van Halen. This is where Dallas Fort Worth rocks. 97.1 The Eagle. You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. Once again, Howard Stern.
Hey, tonight on the E! Show, if you get E! you really should watch. Remember when this really tall, this was a couple of weeks ago, maybe months ago, a really hot redhead came into town. She was promoting her band. She had some band. She was a singer, and she said she was willing to strip for us if we were willing to plug her band. So we ended up playing Strip Jeopardy, and thankfully she didn't know too much. So you can watch tonight in delight as the beautiful redheaded Julie, dressed in tight rubber, goes head-to-head with me for Strip Jeopardy. Will she be spanked? Tune in tonight.
You know, somebody faxed me an interesting question. They say, why can't you show nipples or something on the E! Show? You know, they, I guess, always block them out.
Yeah, why would they even bother asking that question? It's
because they say on Fashion Files, another E! Show, they show at least 3 a night.
No, let me tell you something. On Fashion Show, I'm not on that show. Anything with me has to be super squeaky scrutinized. You see, that's under the guise of, like, fashion. When it's me, it's perversion.
I see.
Yeah. Different rules for me than the whole rest of the industry. You know, we want a classy show, so we block out the nipples.
We have scruples.
Yeah, we're trying to upgrade our image.
Yeah, it says, why is it you can't show nipples on your show, but on E, at least 3 sets of them are shown a night on Fashion Files?
Actually, those big black dots you see are the girls' nipples. We just get girls with exceptionally bizarre nipples. All right, so check it out. Yeah, these girls were exposed to nuclear radiation. So Gary's been complaining to me about gorilla spelling. Gorilla's our intern.
Yes.
I've never seen a guy who can't spell like this. Name the words that guy can't spell.
Oh, gosh.
I mean, but simple words.
Really simple stuff.
So I said to Gary yesterday in the office, I said, if I got my 12-year-old daughter in a spelling bee with gorilla would lose.
You're kidding.
Oh, that's my eye.
He can't outspell a 12-year-old?
I mean, I don't know that he can't. I mean, I know my kid's a pretty good student.
Yeah, but still, she's only 12.
She's only 12. She's in the 6th grade.
Gorilla's been through that grade before.
She'll beat me.
She will?
You know, Howard, he leaves notes with things spelled wrong. You think he's kidding.
Yeah, like
making a joke to make you laugh.
I can't even come up with...
Dude, I really have a problem spelling.
Do you have, like, a dyslexia or something?
Are you dyslexic?
My sister's been tested for it, and she has it, and I know I have the same exact problem she does.
You're not dyslexic. You're stupid.
Dude, I swear to God, sometimes...
Have you ever been tested for dyslexia?
I've never been tested, no.
You've never been tested? No.
No, I've never been tested.
No, I've never been tested.
Exactly.
Never been tested.
Spell dyslexia.
No problem.
Try.
D-I...
I'm good.
D-I-S.
Don't even bother to continue.
I asked Gary last night on the phone because we were talking about you.
Yeah.
I said, I won't mention anything to my daughter. Don't mention anything to Gorilla.
So she hasn't prepared.
I said to Gary, just go to the dictionary, pick out at random 12 words.
Easy words.
Yeah,
not
easy
hard
words. You know, words.
I got this out of a book that's geared for junior high students.
All right, good.
These are words that any ninth grade student should know.
Are you ready for the spelling bee, Robin?
Sure.
I want to see how you do.
She'll beat me. I have a
Can
problem.
Gorilla use pencil and paper?
Sure. And so can my daughter.
Okay, Dad?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is Emily, by the way.
Hi, Emily.
Hi.
Hi,
Emily.
honey. What's the matter?
Nothing. I'm going to do good, I know.
All right,
You're going to beat Gorilla.
If your daughter starts to kill Gorilla, you ought to bring Ganji in here, because I've just been looking at some of his spelling.
Yeah, I mean, we've got guys
Or
who are
maybe
college...
you should bring in your 9-year-old.
Well, let's see how Gorilla does against a 12-year-old, and then maybe... Actually, technically, Emily's 11, and Deborah's 8.
Right.
So I would...
Ashley.
Ashley, you might beat. Ashley's 2.
She's my competition.
You know, I think Ashley could beat you.
But, like, I want to say...
Emily, I don't even know. Are you a good speller?
Sorta.
Yeah.
No.
You don't have dyslexia, do you?
Have you been tested?
What was that, honey?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? All right.
I've written words before and spelled them right, and then 5 minutes later I can't spell them.
My daughter... What?
It's a guessing game.
I literally, sometimes if I have to write something, like a paper or something...
What college do you go to again?
I go to Hunter College. But they have nothing to do with my bad spelling. That's just me.
Oh, they have nothing to do with it.
So when they give you that degree and you can't...
No, I get
and
back...
you don't even have the excuse of being a basketball player.
I get back papers that are graded lower because...
Well, why don't you have somebody
spelling.
proofread them?
Well, if you write something, if you have a test and it's an essay question...
Oh, I see.
I get back, everything's red and circled and stuff like
and
that.
I mean, it must lower your grade.
Yeah, it does.
Now, you know what it is? You're just lazy. You don't have dyslexia. I'll have you tested.
Okay.
All right?
Honestly, I would love to be tested.
Right.
Yesterday, I was doing some work, and
Ganji's dyslexic, too? There's a guy who's graduated.
All of our interns are dyslexic.
I'm going through the computer, right? So I'm looking at a thing where we're talking about Robin being a 3-input woman, and it's spelled I-M-P-U-T.
I-M.
She's a 3-input.
Input.
Right.
All right, good. That's good. And who wrote that? Ganji? Yeah, he's another genius. All right, let Gorilla start the... is this the list, Gary? Okay.
Emily starting?
This is it? Okay.
Okay.
I'll start with Gorilla.
All right.
Let's give Gorilla the benefit of the doubt.
Oh, boy.
All right, Gorilla, your first word is ridiculous. Ridiculous. All right, he's using his pen, I see.
Why don't you use this so we can show me?
Or hold it up after you do it.
All right. Ridiculous. We'll give it a shot. We'll try.
I'm already on the spot.
Right, this is a junior high level test. Go ahead.
Right big.
These are my interns. I just want to show you. Emily, you can be thinking because you might get the same word. Go ahead.
I don't even know.
Give it a try. Read it out loud.
Ridicculous.
That is correct.
There you go.
All right, Emily, here's your word.
Okay.
All right, are you ready? Separate. Separate.
Oh, that's sort of easy.
All right.
Okay. S-E-P. Wait. S-E-P-A-R-A-T-E.
Right.
Very good.
Very good. And she didn't have to... Did you write that down at all?
No.
Okay.
Bad luck.
All right, very
Right
good.
off the top of her head.
All right, very good. All right, Gorilla. Compliment. Compliment. Mm-hmm.
Gorilla's writing again.
Gorilla writing.
Oh, boy.
I can't...
Well, let me hear... I don't need a disclaimer.
Me.
Compliment. Spell it.
C-O-M-P-L-E-M-E-N-T.
That would be wrong. Let me go to Emily now, who has a chance to go up a point in the spelling match. Emily, compliment.
Okay, wait. Okay, let me sound it out. Compliment. Okay. C-O-M-P-L-I-M-E-N-T.
Right.
Very good.
Very good.
You're one up.
You're one up. Kid's 11.
I bet someone lower can beat me in spelling.
Well, we're going to try.
We're going to try that in a minute.
We're going to try Deborah in a minute.
All right, I'll give you an easy one, Gorilla.
Thank you.
And since Emily isn't writing hers down, maybe you'll just do it off the top of your head this time.
Yeah, you're cheating.
Definite. No, just spell it. Off the top of your head. What is it? He's writing. I told him not to. Take that pen away from him. Definite.
D-E-F-I-N-A-T-E.
That would be wrong.
Oh, I know
Holy
that.
mackerel.
There's a chance to go up, too.
Emily, definite.
I know that one.
All right.
Okay. It's D-E-F-I-N-I-T.
I-T-E, right. It's not A-T-E, it's I-T-E. You know what? You want to play my 8-year-old?
Sure. Put her on.
Get your sister.
You're too good for him.
She absolutely is.
I don't know where she is.
I walk around with a spell check in school, and I constantly pull it out, and I use it. I really have a problem. It scares the hell out of me sometimes.
Well, I think my 8-year-old's sleeping, but...
Oh, then don't wake her up.
Kicking your butt.
Don't wake her up, then.
Yeah.
She is, no.
Just as long as she can't beat you.
Very good, Emily. I'm even shocked. I don't know that I could have...
Can you believe this gorilla's in college, Emily?
Yeah, he's yeah, he's in college.
My 5th year.
All I know is my phone doesn't stop ringing now because Emily's friends call all day and night.
Yeah.
And there's all
she
kinds of...
doesn't have her own line?
And you know what? Like, I hear the phone calls, and it's like, when you're 12 years old, you think everything's important that your friends have to call about, but now as you're an adult, you realize none of it's important.
Right, they're saying absolutely nothing.
You could miss every phone call, and it wouldn't make a difference in your life. And, I don't... What was your friend...
Oh, Deborah's here.
Oh, okay. What was your friend calling about last night that was such an emergency that was going to be great news for you? Because I come in... there was a message on the machine. Emily, you got to call me right away. This is the best news for you.
Oh, what's the good news?
I don't know.
What was it?
I don't know.
Your friend Taylor was calling.
I don't know.
And I was going, gee, I wonder what it is. And I was going to pick up the phone and
you
ask
got
her.
all intrigued.
And then when I walk in the room to hear what's going on, Emily just goes, oh, hello, to me, and, like, waits for me to leave.
Right.
Like I'm some kind of, like I'm a nerd.
Get out.
Yeah, well, you mean your dad can't hear?
No.
Yeah, but I'm cool.
I know.
People tell me everything. Was it boy stuff?
No.
She's at the age that, like, she'll tell her mother stuff that she won't tell me.
Oh, really? She keeps secrets from you?
Yeah, oh, yeah, I know that's going on. I don't know what they're saying to each other, but
I'm
they're secret.
curious, too. We weren't home.
Yeah, I know. Oh, Deborah, how are you? You sound so mature.
How's our genius doing?
So far, she's beating him by 2 points.
She's kicking my butt.
Emily is ready for college.
Where's Deborah?
Deborah's right here. I just got her up.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, she's half asleep, Gorilla.
Yeah, she's half asleep.
I bet she'll
and she's 8 years old. She's 8 years old. Hi, Deborah. Tell everyone what grade you're in.
Third.
3rd grade.
Yeah.
All right, she's in 3rd grade, Gorilla. If you can't beat her. All right, you're going to play a spelling bee. You'll do your best. No pressure, okay? But do your best against this guy, Gorilla. Gorilla is a college student at Hunter. You ready?
Yeah.
Gorilla, you want to go first?
No.
All right. I got the word accelerator here. Is that too tough for you? That's a tough one.
That's a long one.
That's a tough one.
Really tough.
That's hard, right? All right, go on to the next. Okay. All right, we're going to skip it.
On that
She's
word.
passing on accelerator. All right, let's go. All right, I'll try this one. This one seems hard, but we'll try it. Gauge.
Okay, I'm going to try, Daddy, but it's I don't know if I'll get it right.
Okay, go ahead.
G-A... U...
Good.
No. Let me start over, okay?
Okay.
G-A-U... G-E.
Very good.
I wouldn't have got that.
Really? All right, Gorilla, your turn. Pamphlet.
P-A-M-P-H-L-E-T.
Very good. All right, Deborah, straighten.
Okay. S-T-R-A...
She's a real good student.
I-G-H-T-E-N.
Wow.
Very good.
Deborah.
All right, Gorilla. Receive.
Take
just off the top.
R-E-C.
You want to pass?
No, I got it. R-E-C-E-I-V-E.
Right.
You're not so bad. You're keeping up with the 3rd grader.
Yeah, you're tied. Let me see something. Let me see if you can spell this one, Gorilla. Relevant. Spell relevant, Gorilla. Then I'll ask Deborah. Relevant.
R-E-L...
Want to stop?
Yeah.
No, don't write it down.
All right.
She's not writing. She's 8.
She's 8. Luckily, she might not be able to get it either. Relevant.
Forget about it, man.
Can't do it.
Okay.
All right, Deborah, here's your chance to beat the guy. Don't choke on this one, but no pressure.
Okay, I'm going to try.
Relevant.
Okay. R-E-L. E-Z-A-N-T.
Very good. You just went up
She's 8.
ahead of Gorilla.
Hooray.
She's 8 years old.
Yeah.
You're a college student.
And I can't spell. And do I deny that?
Very good, Deborah.
Okay.
Very, very good.
Go back to sleep.
You know what? Hunter College just called. They want to know if you'll take Gorilla's place. How do you feel? You are smarter than a college student.
Good.
You feel good, right? Shouldn't he be ashamed of himself?
It's a great way to start the day.
It's a great way to start the day that an 8-year-old beat you in a spelling bee. An 8-year-old.
You know, in fact, it's worse.
I bet there's a
She's been on the earth. She's been on the earth 8 years.
It's worse because we started with an 11-year-old and had to go down to an 8-year-old because he's getting drunk.
Well, he was getting killed by the 11-year-old.
You know who else she beat?
Who?
Ralph.
Ralph
called me from the back. He goes, "Is this a setup? Like you guys are telling Gorilla he spelled them wrong when they're right?" And I'm like, "No, these are wrong."
You beat Ralph too.
Well, Ralph has no education.
Ralph walked in with a piece of paper, and they were all like, he was writing them down, playing along, and they were all wrong.
Right.
Every word.
I don't feel that bad then.
Good going, Deborah.
Okay.
Proud of you. How's your hamster?
He's good.
We had a
He's still sleeping, though. I don't know if his eyes closed again.
We had a whole scene last night.
With the hamster?
He has, like, pink eye.
Well, this is what happened. We walk into the room, and Deborah got a hamster, which is, it's a rat. But it's cute and everything. We've grown attached to this stupid
big,
hamster.
Fat rat?
Right. So we go in the room, and the hamster's missing his eye. It's just gone.
What?
It's gone. There's no eye. And Deborah thought that she had dropped the hamster, and his eye popped out of his head.
Oh.
So Deborah was real upset because she had caused the rat to go blind.
You dropped the rat?
Yeah. Can you blame her? But it was, it's a hamster, and you feel stupid, but we felt really bad for the thing. And Deborah named him and everything.
Does he have a wheel and all that stuff?
Yeah, he's got a wheel. And Deborah knows everything about hamsters. She's read 2 books on hamsters.
Wow.
And she can tell you anything about hamsters.
Except about their eyes.
Yeah. So all of a sudden now there's a panic in the house. Deborah, you were screaming, right?
Yeah.
And Mommy was yelling at you. And I'm in a panic because I can't do anything. So I said, so it's 7 o'clock at night. I got to go to bed. I got to go to bed for my job.
And all this confusion.
And Allison had to go to a PTA meeting or something. So now the kids are crying hysterically, screaming that the rat has no eye.
Now, is the hamster totally Deborah's responsibility?
Well, it sleeps in Deborah's room and everything, but, Deborah pretty much takes care of it.
I see.
Because you love Rascal, right?
Yeah.
She even named Rascal.
Oh.
Tell everyone how you came up with the name Rascal.
Okay, we were in the car, and Mommy was like, oh, no. We were in the car, and I said, I can't wait to hold that little rascal. And Mommy said, oh, that's a great name.
Yeah, it's because her kids explain stuff, but, she just said, oh, I can't wait to hold that little rascal.
Uh-huh.
So everyone said, hey, that's a good name, Little Rascal.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so, the thing has a name. It's a rat. If you see a rat walking across the street.
If you name the rat, it becomes a pet.
It becomes a pet.
It's a hamster now.
Right. So anyway, so now we're looking at this thing, and it looks like Palooka Joe. It's like,
with one eye.
It's like, it's got like one eye, and it looked really odd. It was scary looking.
Was the eye just closed?
No, it had one. Well, it had one eye. I'm telling you.
But it wouldn't open.
Yeah, but we thought
you thought it was empty.
A hamster has a little tiny eye, so we thought it just popped out of its socket, like Popeye.
It's not like a stuffed animal, so you lose that button. It doesn't have an
You
eye.
had to see. It was almost like it had scratched its own eye out. So it was just gone. It was gone. So now we're in a panic because the thing scratched the eye. I said to my wife, call the vet. Now, it turns out our vet has never even gotten a call about a hamster. He doesn't treat hamsters. Nobody, if they have,
Yeah, if the hamster gets sick, it dies.
Yeah, right. But we cared for it. So we say we want, we don't know how to handle it. My wife doesn't want to pick this thing up. Nobody wants to pick it up because then they say, get some cotton swabs, swab its eye out, and if you have any kind of liquid tears or anything like that, give liquid tears to the mouse. So I'm like, well, whatever it is. So I go like, what? How are we going to do that? My wife goes, I don't know. You take it. And Deborah's screaming, Emily's screaming, everyone's screaming.
I don't think anybody should get near the hamster at this point. They're all too hysterical.
Yeah, and Deborah, do one of your screams when you get really freaked out.
Mm-hmm.
Just go, ah! Right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, Deborah can really, get panicked.
You can really let loose.
And Emily can really let loose. And everyone was letting loose. And I'm screaming. Hello?
I never said that. I picked it right up.
No, you didn't. So anyway, listen to that. No, you didn't. Deborah, did she pick it right up?
No.
No, okay. So anyway.
Well, because we were, it wasn't
All right, let me
happy.
so here's what happened.
It wasn't happy.
It wasn't.
It was not a happy.
And I was not happy. So now we got the thing in the kitchen. We're on the phone to the assistant to the vet, who can't get in touch with any of the vets, and they say you have to swab it and get some saline solution in its eye. So I have some saline solution upstairs because my eyes are always dry.
Now you're sharing with them.
Now I'm sharing my eye stuff.
The two men in the family have the same problem.
Right. So now we're running around, and it turns out that someone's got to pick up the hamster and swab it. And I know I'm not doing it. Because I'm thinking, because my wife goes, the hamster's going to start biting if you start swabbing it.
And you're thinking rabies.
And my wife is so brave. Like she gets rubber.
The pet store said no rabies.
Really?
Yeah, no rabies. So I pick up the my wife gets on rubber gloves. She picks it up, starts swabbing the thing. The eye opens up.
Ooh.
Like we're all cheering and stuff. And then I get my saline.
I was all red.
Yes, I was all red. I get my saline solution. I get 3 drops into the hamster's eye. And, like, everyone's cheering and happy because now the eye is fully open and it can see. Then my wife goes to put it back in the cage, and now she can't get it in the cage. She almost drops it on its head. And the kids are screaming and yelling, and my wife's yelling at the kids. And I'm
She dropped them in upside down.
Yeah, hey, Daddy's a great guy, though. Wasn't I going to take him to the vet? Mommy wasn't.
Mommy had a meeting.
Yeah, Mommy had a meeting, but Daddy was willing to even lose sleep, right?
I don't know that you people are ready for this animal.
I don't know. I was panicked. I didn't want to miss 90210.
Did you tape it, Hal?
Yeah, did you?
No.
Yeah, I taped it for you.
Okay, good, thanks.
I didn't want to miss 90210. So I'm going, if I have to take the hamster to the vet, I'm going to miss 90210. And I'd rather the hamster die than miss 90210. I'm just kidding.
What's one eye?
Just kidding. What's an eye? He's got another one. He's a hamster. What would he do if he was at a field?
Are you sure you guys are up to this kind of responsibility?
I don't know.
No, we did very, very good. It was a whole family effort.
Yeah.
Oh,
We did great.
the hamster's about 2 inches long.
Good.
Yeah.
And they're all in there working on it.
Debbie, you got to make your parents are pretty special that they care. See? I'm always selling myself to the kids. But if it wasn't for my wife, I wouldn't know what to do. I would have taken it to a vet.
Yeah.
And the vet thinks we're nuts, I'm sure.
Oh. I remember when you first got your cat. The cat lived at the vet.
Then because he used to say, put some medicine on the cat's feet. We go, we're not doing that. Then all of a sudden, because the hamster was wet, it starts rubbing its face real hard with its feet to clean itself. And it looked like it was scratching its own eye out. Right, Deborah?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we call back to the vet. We go, listen, this is now an emergency. They go, it's $65 if you come in here. I go, okay, it's not that much of an emergency, but it's an emergency. The rat is now picking at its own eye and it's scraping its eyeball off. And of course, I'm a dope. I say in front of the kids, the rat is ripping its own eyeball out. And the kids go, ah, no. My wife is screaming, why'd you say that? Because I got to get to a meeting. Everyone's yelling and screaming at me.
Meanwhile, it dried itself off.
Yeah, it was just drying itself off. It seemed pretty mellow after that.
I don't know. What are you going to do? One day you're going to be alone with the rat and the babies.
Yeah.
It's going to be a mess.
It's never going to happen.
We have a hamster. It doesn't have that long tail like a rat.
Oh,
yeah.
does it?
It's a hamster. It's a hamster.
They cut the tail off.
That's right.
Yeah, right. They get rats. They clip the tail off until
I read about rats. They're disgusting.
Right. Rats are disgusting. But hamsters are cute.
You're right.
So now the kids don't even need to go to school. They did so well.
Yeah, did you hear that spelling bee?
Yeah.
Gorilla's really stupid, isn't he?
No, but I'm sure he has a problem.
No, I don't think he has a problem. His problem is he doesn't...
His problem is he can't spell.
Yeah.
No.
What wouldn't... No.
His problem is he's a hunter. Ironically, he goes to hunter and he's a hunter. What?
I just have to point out, because listeners are calling like crazy, yelling at us, there are 2 different spellings of compliment, but one means something else, and I don't think Gorilla knew that, so... if he did spell it correctly...
Oh, I see.
If
all right, so Emily only beat him by 1 or 2 words instead of 3.
I don't think Gorilla knew he was talking about a different subject.
Maybe I did.
All right, you guys, I got to go.
Okay. Bye.
Love you.
Goodbye.
Bye. Dad?
Yeah?
Bye.
Bye, honey.
Bye.
Be ashamed of yourself. An 8-year-old beat you. I'd be embarrassed.
And she was not prepared at all.
And I was.
Woke her out of bed.
She was sleeping.
And I was prepared.
Well, you should be.
All right, get out of here now.
Okay.
I'm ashamed. I'm going to go ask my 8-year-old if she can help me in here, intern.
I said to myself, no wonder people think they don't even send resumes anymore. They just write a little note that says, can I be an intern?
Right.
Because we have no
We take
qualifications,
anyone.
obviously.
You're living proof that we don't care who interns for us. Spell resume.
Oh.
Couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it?
No.
Try.
RESUME.
There you go. You did it. Why do you say you can't do it?
Sometimes they come out right and sometimes they don't.
All right, very good.
I was looking for something yesterday.
Yeah.
And it had a date on it, and it was like, I thought it said, like 10-1, and I was looking at the 10-1 for like a half an hour, and then I went back, and it wasn't 10-1, it was 10-10. I was scared, the fact that I saw 10-1.
You talk like an 8-year-old.
I was looking for the number.
I was looking for it, even when you tell a story.
1, and then I went back and I was scared, and then I saw the 10 and then the who, the Ivana, and the 10, and I was scared.
No, I'm serious. There's like...
It's like what?
Why wouldn't you get yourself tested if you have this concern?
Yeah, you think you want to know.
I do want to know. I have no idea where to go. I don't know what to do.
You're in a fog.
Yeah.
Why didn't you ask someone? I do want to know.
I do.
I'm very curious to see what the hell is wrong with me.
You mean, how old are you?
22.
You're 22. You know you have a problem, and you're curious about it, and you have time to go up to the woods and hunt, but you have no time to go.
I don't have time to go up to the woods and hunt.
You don't have time to go get tested.
I don't have time to do anything
except shoot a dove.
There you go. No, I don't have. I have no idea where to go.
You mean all these years you wanted to know what's wrong with you, and you can't find the time to do it?
You have a counselor at Hunter. You could have asked.
I mean, that's amazing to me. There's no end to your stupidity.
Nope.
And what about your parents? You've never turned to them and said, maybe you could help me?
I've always been able to be...
The merry mailman can't help you? His dad's a mailman.
I know.
The merry mailman, I call him. The merry mailman has no free time, but he's so busy with that job? When he comes home, he has to prepare for the next day of delivering the mail?
My dad either works 2 jobs or he takes care of his father. So
he can't possibly look into it. What about your mother?
She works 4 jobs.
She works 4 jobs?
Yeah.
And she drinks?
Heavily.
That's whatever job.
If you work 4 jobs, what, you drink?
I wouldn't have time. Your mother works 4 jobs, and you're not a millionaire yet?
Yeah, they're barely scraping by.
Really?
Yeah.
He's got 2 and she's got 4.
6
no wonder
jobs.
there's a job shortage in this country. Gorilla's family has all the jobs.
Name the 4 jobs that she does.
She works at, should I say the name?
No, but
she works in an insurance company. She works in an accountant office. She part-time works for the public school system, and she waitresses.
You're telling me that she has the time to do all of that?
She has.
Barely. And she plays bingo 2 nights a week.
Oh,
those all aren't full-time jobs.
Well, no. The insurance company is, I think it's like 4 days a week, and the accountant office is like 2 nights a week. The waitressing jobs come on the weekends, and the school, she goes and works for the school as a secretary whenever they call.
And what night is bingo?
I don't even know what night bingo is.
Why
anymore.
doesn't she, as a mother, get concerned about her child?
She did.
Take you for a test.
My sister, she took my sister for testing.
Why did they take
still
you?
Does. I think I was able to BS my way through it more than my sister was.
I see. All right. Listen, I don't want to get into the family dynamic here, but...
My sister...
What?
It was worse for my sister. Mm-hmm. My sister, it showed in her grades a lot more than mine.
I see.
So she went for testing.
You're the academic achiever in the family.
Not necessarily, but...
I see.
If you're always your kid, you'd work 7 jobs.
Let's see, that's 6 jobs for the mother, 2 for the father. Gorilla will be working 12 jobs when he gets out of school.
Oh, no,
I'm already there.
How many jobs you got now?
About 3.
3.
4, excuse me.
What are you, Jamaican?
I'm up there, my mother. Yeah, man.
Oh, man.
I'm a fireman now, too.
How many jobs can a guy have?
Not afraid of hard work in my family.
No. You're not afraid of low-paying hard work.
Nope. No shame.
Wow. Okay, very good. You're really a success story.
Oh, God.
What a nightmare.
Oh,
I just understand something. If somebody had a real curiosity about themselves, of whether or not they have a problem, he can't find the time to get tested.
And, with the possibility that you want to do something in your life and you may not want to work 25 jobs in order to make ends meet.
Yeah.
And this could hold you back.
That's what I'm working on now.
Wouldn't you want to take care of that?
I'm trying to...
Like, maybe you shouldn't have waited till you're 22 to find out if you have a problem.
That's absolutely correct.
Yeah.
Well, Howard, you know something. He says you're absolutely correct.
Yeah.
I know something.
No, that would be a major thing in my life if I felt I might have a problem.
Sure.
I've been able to jump around it my whole life, so I guess...
No, you haven't.
In some ways, I have.
Until now.
Hey, aren't you embarrassed when you were, like, working at the computer for us and that one word is spelled right?
That's why I have a spell check.
I see.
With me.
But how does he know when it's spelled wrong?
Right.
I don't know it's spelled wrong. Sometimes I think things are spelled right, and then
your teachers must think you're a moron when you fill out those blue books.
Probably.
They probably think you're close to moron.
Borderline.
Yeah, borderline moron. All right, I have to take a break.
He wants to be a writer.
I know. He told me. You know what he does now at night? He has a team that he writes comedy with.
Whoa.
I got to read this.
We got some pretty funny stuff.
Dyslexic comedy.
They write the jokes and then they don't know what they wrote.
Right. It's brilliant stuff and nobody can read it.
The punchlines come first.
Yeah.
To get to the other side.
What kind of comedy are you into writing now?
We've been doing, like, sketch stuff.
Oh, yeah?
We got a couple of good sketches.
Got any good premises going?
Yeah.
What was the show he told me he had written a great episode for?
90210?
Did you tell me about that?
Well, I did that thing for school, Canarsie 11236.
Oh, we saw that.
Yeah.
I do want to be funny. I do want to be funny.
I am funny. I don't care.
And what happens now? Now, what are you working on now with this comedy group?
Well,
how many guys are in the comedy group?
There's 5 and they're all black.
All black,
Yeah.
even you?
No. Well, I guess I'm black when I'm there.
Right. So it's 5. It's 4 black guys.
And you.
And you.
But they're all black.
This is about. I think there's 5.
You think there's 5?
Some like guys show up and guys don't show up, so I don't know who's.
You don't know how many black guys.
I'm always there. And
you're the consistent one, and then just black guys show up.
There's 4 other consistent guys, and then sometimes some other guys come.
One of them's undependable.
Right. Some of them are out stealing. So you work with all black people.
Yeah.
Okay. And do the black guys do they have the same sense of humor as you?
We click pretty good together.
You click pretty good.
Yeah.
And how did you meet these black guys?
They set up like to get money and to advertise their functions. They set up like tables at school and they say, why don't you come here? And they were passing it out. It's called the Hunter College Comics Union. So I saw it and I just wanted to see.
They're all comedians. They want to be comedians.
Comedians, writers.
I see.
And I went and I said, "What's going on?" They said,
And they didn't beat you up?
No.
No, they accepted you.
And they said, well, we're putting like a whole show together, and we're looking for writers and performers. And
all right, so you got in with the black guys for the writers and the performers. All right, so what are some of the things you're working on?
This, something about the Def Comedy Jam.
Yeah, you're going to write something about that?
Well, I don't want to give out the premise.
You're afraid someone will steal it?
Someone will steal it. It's my original idea. So.
I see.
A Mentos commercial.
A what? A what?
Mentos. If you ever see those Mentos commercials, it's a commercial for candy. It's pretty stupid.
Mentos?
Mentos.
Mentos.
Yeah.
Mental.
Mental. This one dude wrote a really good Pulp Fiction sketch.
Pulp Fiction?
Pulp
Fiction?
Pulp Fiction.
I thought
we're gonna do.
He once wrote. He had a perfect Simpson episode or something.
Yeah, what happened to your perfect Simpson episode?
What am I going to do with it?
Did you send it to them?
How am I going to send it? You can't. I spoke to Billy, and Billy said they won't accept any unsolicited.
Oh, you
material.
believe Billy? You think Billy knows?
Billy's in the business.
Billy's in what business? The Simpson business?
No, he's in like
what?
The cartoon business.
No, he's not. Billy does voices.
But no, it was The Simpsons. But
Billy does a voice for Ren
know.
and Stimpy, which is barely a cartoon.
But Billy would know.
Billy doesn't know. Why don't you call the Simpsons office? Why would you ask Billy, who doesn't work on the Simpsons?
Billy knows the industry.
No. Billy knows Ren and Stimpy. What industry does Billy know? Billy was some retard from Boston a couple of years ago until I brought him in here. Billy don't know a thing. You seek defeat. Why wouldn't you call Simpsons? Why would you write a whole Simpsons episode and then just sit with it?
Because to me,
yeah, to you, yeah. Who am I asking? No, I'm asking the wall.
To me, I knew.
Don't say to me. If I say to you, why would you write a whole Simpsons episode and let it sit in your drawer, and then you say to me? Now, who am I talking to?
He's addressing Fred.
Right. Oh, Fred, you answer the question.
Okay. To me?
It proved to myself that.
Why did you write scripts and then burn them? Because that would be the same thing. Why would you bother even saving them? Saving them is stupid. You'll only clog up space in your desk.
It proved to you that you could do it. You haven't done anything.
For me,
For you.
To me.
For me.
For me. To me.
To me. For me.
For me.
About
you're
me.
You wrote a Simpsons script.
Maybe I should go.
Why wouldn't you? You probably should.
Commercial.
Why would you write a Simpsons sketch and then sit with it in your drawer because you asked Billy West, who doesn't work on the Simpsons?
He said that they will not accept
so you
anything.
accept Billy's answer. That was it. Billy knows everything. Billy knows nothing. Billy knows less than you. Billy is called in to do the voice. He doesn't know how the scripts work. He's never written a script.
Maybe he has.
I don't know that.
Maybe he has. Did you ask him if he ever wrote a script?
I said I have a good idea for this, and he basically told me.
You know what Billy told me?
He knew the business, and
Billy told me in order to get in the business, you have to jump off the Brooklyn Bridge. Did you listen to Billy?
Well,
Billy said
that's a little ridiculous. But
that is ridiculous. It's just ridiculous.
Billy's a professional, and it was his opinion.
He's
so
a
I
voice
said,
man. He's not a writer.
So what else are you going to write that you won't send in?
I don't know. I got plenty
of stuff. Tell him your idea for The Simpsons.
What is your idea for this? Since you're never going to send it to them anyway, since they won't accept it, tell me your idea for The Simpsons.
My idea.
Yeah, I want to hear what it is.
Well, see, the script could have went either. The script can go two ways. The idea was it started out where Homer was at home. It was late at night. If you watch.
I've seen that.
Okay,
I've seen that show.
Sometimes he stays up all night and just eats. So I figured that would be one of the things. He'd be watching TV, eating, flipping through late night TV. If you ever watch late night TV, there's a lot of goofy infomercials.
I've watched late night TV.
So the Simpsons goof on stuff like that. So I figured he could be goofing, like he can go through the psychic hotline,
right?
And he can get addicted to the psychic network.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And either the psychic that he's on the phone with, he falls in love with,
right?
Or, and it could be some ugly woman with the voice of someone like Heather Locklear or something like that.
I see. An ugly woman with the voice of Heather Locklear. Go ahead.
Yeah. And
yes.
The whole, the whole episode revolves around all that, and plus there's a lot of the Simpsons have a lot of subplots that go on at the same time.
I see.
Complicated.
It is complicated.
Very complicated.
A lot of stuff goes
multi-layered.
It's so funny.
Yeah. No, it is.
It is funny?
Yeah.
All right. Well, why don't you do this?
It's really written because you're acting as if it's not written.
Why would you go to Billy? Why wouldn't you come to me and say, hey, Howard, you know anyone on The Simpsons so I can submit this script? Or go to somebody who Billy's not going to help you. And Billy didn't know what he's talking about.
I thought Billy would, and I didn't want to bother you. I wouldn't want to come to you with something like that.
Talk to somebody who can do something.
He said, I got a perfect episode. Perfect.
If you believe in it, go down to where they are and knock on the door and show them the script. Say it's yours for free. For free. You guys can have this script for free. I don't want to be paid. Put it in writing. They read this brilliant script, then you're going to be suddenly in the industry. They're going to hire you to be a writer. You don't want them to steal your script. That's why you didn't give it to them, right?
Well, I don't.
You got nothing anyway. Go down and tell them you'll give it to them for free if they produce this. Then you can take it around and it'll say written by Stephen Gorilla. You're a dope. You're unbelievable. You listen to Billy and you throw it in a drawer. You got a loser mentality. Go down there today. Knock on the door. Ganji will videotape you. I'll have it on my e-show.
Well, he swears he used to write a number of things for this show with that other kid who was here for a while.
Yeah, I read that.
And the other kid would come in and take all the credit, and he'd just sit there.
Why do you bother writing a script that'll sit in your drawer? You sound so stupid. Why would you do that?
Well...
What?
All
right, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you.
Did The Simpsons just come to you?
To me? Well...
All right,
Why
go
for
ahead.
The Simpsons? Did The Simpsons just come to you?
Yeah, he likes that. He figured write for cartoons first and then real people.
Start with cartoons. Then.
You know, you should write your scripts in invisible ink. It's the same thing as keeping it in your drawer.
At least the spelling would be correct.
Billy told me not to do it.
Well, he didn't tell me not to do it. He said that they don't accept any...
So why wouldn't you send it anyway? What if they did accept it? How do you know Billy knows what he's talking about?
Maybe you'd be the one exception.
Right. Go down there, say, this is yours for free. Here it is in writing. Use it for free. I don't want to be paid. I just want a credit. Let's see. All right, go ahead. Goodbye.
I really would love to see that script.
Bring that in. I want to read that.
We'll act it out.
Yeah.
You got characters?
Yeah, he's got the Simpsons. We have puppets. Bring it in. We'll act it out. We'll do your script. All right?
Okay.
Now go ahead. Take off your headphones and leave. What's the matter with you? To me? This is the way I got to talk all day to the interns. All right, let's take a break, and we'll be back right after these words.
You're listening to the Howard Stern Show. 97.1 The Eagle.
8:03 at the Eagle. This is Brad Baxter. It's 8:08 at 97.1 The Eagle.
Howard Stern morning. You're rock all day. 97.1 The Eagle. Let's return to the Howard Stern.
Jackie Jokeman Marlowe to order Jackie's Wild Comedy CD or cassette. Only $10 plus $3 shipping and handling. Jokeland special. Buy two, get one free. Call 1-800-323-KING. This Monday, May 8th, big benefit with All Folked Up. That's Nancy Sirianni Martling's band and Vinnie St. Martin at the Long Island Brewing Company in Jericho on Long Island. For filthy jokes and Robin excerpts, call 516-922-WINE. Very good, Jackie. Congratulations. Tonight on the E! Show, don't miss it. Julie plays Strip Jeopardy for band plugs, Part 1. Watch and delight as the beautiful red-headed Julie, dressed in tight rubber, goes head-to-head with me for Strip Jeopardy. Will she be spanked? Tune in. Thank you. Isn't that the girl that had to buff her pants?
Yeah, that's right.
I forgot about her. Hubba. It's a good one. This is Sex Week on E! We have a lot of sexy shows this week.
Right?
Yeah, well, we had Jade Barrymore running around that little skirt and the big breasts, and now we got Julie, and God knows what the end of the week will be. I guess it'll be Julie Part 2. And then Saturday we'll just probably have people having actual sex during the Power Hour. Power Hour. I got one of Robin's prisoner letters ever since she wrote that book. Prisoners are wild for her. More than usual. They used to write you a lot, but now
I'm getting prisoners from elsewhere. This guy's from Arkansas. We're not there.
We're not?
No.
Nah. Everyone's against me. Now, this guy actually, this is weird. He wrote you care of Straight Talk.
Right. That was, this article was written about me.
I see.
And the article was in the column Straight Talk.
Got it. Okay. I'm working on a Linda Ronstadt song. I want to get Jackie's wife to sing it as Linda Ronstadt, but we're just trying to put it together now. You want me to sing you a little, or you want to hear Ivana Trump with the Stuttering John?
Oh, Ivana Trump.
You want to hear Ivana Trump first, and then the song? Okay.
Yeah.
John, you're on. The moment you've been waiting for.
He's out there all made up. You might as well get in here.
Oh, did they doll him up?
Well, I saw that he had Ralph powder him.
Hero of the stupid. I'll tell you one thing about John. God bless him. He's got the best lifestyle than anyone on the show.
What do you mean?
I don't know, man. Like, you get to go, like, when we went on vacations, you were out in Puerto Rico. First you had your girlfriend there, then your friends flew down.
Yeah, my girlfriend flew home.
And and Richard's still your assistant?
Yeah.
And you're paying him?
Yeah.
And did you fly him down?
No, he paid for his own flight.
It's really weird. Like, I needed Richard to help me out with some project I'm doing.
Uh-huh.
He goes, well, I have a full-time job with John.
Yes.
I go, John, does John save any money?
No.
What's your theory on this, you guys? Someone knows. No. Someone must know. I got a feeling like whatever, but he brings in, I know what you get paid here.
Nothing.
I know. So where are you getting all this money? Your parents must be rich.
No, not at all. Not a dime for my parents.
I don't understand what's going on. How can you, I would do these things what does Richard do for you?
Everything.
Like, I know there was something weird, and then John has Richard sending flowers to Sting and Trudy
and me.
And you. And you. I mean, that doesn't make any sense. I mean, it's a really nice business.
It was Robin's first appearance on the
It was an expensive arrangement.
It was Robin's first appearance on the Tonight Show. I thought it would be nice.
He has to hire Richard to make the phone call.
Yeah. And
then he gets
the
flowers. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being generous. I think it's great, but I think you would have understood that John can't send you flowers.
It was a big surprise that John was sending me flowers. This is not what I expected.
Yeah. And Robin doesn't even appreciate it.
Well, she does. She does.
I'll be honest.
She thanked me.
She's going to forget about it. It's not going to change her feelings about you one way or another. What?
I can give you a lot of insight into this whole thing, but here's an interesting thing that Richard does. I'll be sitting at home at like 8 o'clock at night. My phone will ring.
Yeah.
And it'll be, hi, Gary? And I'll go, yeah. Hi, this is Richard calling from John Melendez's office. And I go, like, Richard, I mean.
Office?
And I go, yeah, what's up? And he goes, could you hold a moment? John would like to speak to you. And I go,
you can't do that. You can't do that.
I don't tell him to do that like that.
Gary?
No,
I don't, you know what? There are certain people, let me explain something to you when you get someone assisting you. Certain people you call yourself.
Yeah, no, I know. Well, actually,
I don't care who you are.
But they don't say her. That's him being goofy, and then Gary says,
okay, like
no, actually, Gary, it's the other way around. You called me, and then Richard answered.
He called me one night. He called me at home one night.
Yeah, and I was on the road.
I wouldn't call my boss and say, please hold for Howard.
It's a goofy thing he does. I swear to God it is.
But Howard, but you know he's doing
Didn't you get on the phone with Gary?
See, I'm going to say that this... you have to ask Richard. I thought this is when Gary called up me.
No, he called me when you had to ask me about something.
And I was on the road. And
you were there.
I was trying to get
Can I be honest with you? I cannot figure out your financial situation. I know you got a really great apartment. You're living in it alone.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
No.
Oh, you have a roommate?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I roommate.
But John pays way more.
a larger amount of rent.
Oh, yeah.
I paid the larger
He had a
amount.
beg.
And you pay Richard.
Yeah.
How many hours a day does he work for you?
He does about, I say, maybe 15, 20 hours a week. Not that much. I would say like maybe 20 hours a week.
I got to figure you're paying him, well, I don't know.
I'm paying him $12 an hour.
12 an hour?
Yeah.
What's $240?
Yeah, about $240 a week. So, but then, I mean,
$240 a week. Where are you getting that?
Well, the band was playing. The appearances, the stock market. You know what I mean? There's a lot of different.
Wow.
Tony Tina's wedding, the television show.
Wow.
I was able to save some money. Now.
Wow. Spending it.
Gee whiz.
I mean, I'm not a rich guy.
No, I know. I don't know. It's just that
you got Richard as an assistant, and he's telling me what a great assistant Richard is. And that he takes care of everything. And I'm like, what does he got to take care of?
I don't know. What does he take care of? Tell me what he does.
Tell me what he does. I have a corporation.
Where is Richard?
I have a corporation.
Yeah, but a lot of people have corporations. They don't have any money.
All right, but Howard, I'm really, really disorganized. I'm probably the most,
So you know what? Figure out how to get organized.
No, it's Howard. I've tried. So is there
still money coming in? Because I mean,
no. This month has been a lean month.
Yeah.
John's panic. Here's the funny part. John's been bitching to me the last 3 mornings in a row. Yeah. You may not have noticed, but aside from the band, John hasn't done an appearance in like a year and a half.
Because I've only
now
done
John's lowering himself. He's got to go back on the appearance.
I'll appear with Barney again at Roy Rogers.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I did that like last year, and
that was a bummer, huh?
Well, especially when Barney outdrew me.
Really? Is that right?
Yeah.
You were at Roy Rogers with Barney? A midget in a Barney costume?
Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah, I've been in that Barney costume.
But so now
I was in something like a Barney costume. You can't get a Barney costume because those things are like patented or something.
That's right. You got to pay a lot of money for that.
But my daughter's really into like Barney, so I went to a costume shop and I rented a Barney kind of
Barney?
like a fake Barney outfit. Man, it's hot in that thing. And I had a parade around the house. The kid was frightened out of her mind, wanted Barney to go away.
It was awfully big.
Yeah, it was like a complete waste of money. And I was like, how you doing, Ashley? And he's like, Dad, are you in there?
Right. I recognize that voice.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I can give you an example of one of the things that Richard does for John. I know he pays all of John's bills.
Where is Richard? Maybe Richard could tell us.
Yeah, Richard could come.
I know that Richard made a call to me once in John's behalf.
Really?
Yeah. And I was like, Richard, get off my phone.
And Richard looks so freaky because he has purple hair and stuff. You don't think he'd be good. Everyone talks about how great Richard is, but it's hard to believe because he looks so damn weird.
Yeah.
He's great on the phone.
Howard, in Puerto Rico, everybody in the pool, everyone was like stopped and watched him. Because
he had purple hair.
Purple hair, these shorts down to his knees, bright yellow with lime green belt.
Yeah.
And everyone's just looking at him like, Richard, man, you're like a freaking peacock. Man.
Yeah. And I didn't realize how weird I've been dressing lately because in Arizona people were really giving me the evil eye.
Yeah.
I went out in these really big baggy shorts and some weird like things on my feet. I don't know, moccasins or something. I don't know. They were looking at me like I was right out of another planet because every guy at the place I was staying was in a green golf shirt and red pants.
Right.
I thought they looked weird.
But you know what it is? Like I like set like goals each year of how much I want to save. So far.
Are you saving?
Yeah. So far I've been doing good. But like this year I saw like especially this much I started to panic.
Right.
Yeah, so now I'm like, now I'm like hosting some Judge Ito looking-like contest.
Where are you doing that?
Garden City.
Really?
At a tire company.
Really? What's that pay?
It pays the same. Me and Guy get the same as appearances. It's
right. Oh, really? You're drawing the same as much as Gary?
Yeah. Well, we always have.
John and I are. What do you call that? We're in collusion.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So then they can't.
We price fix.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's good. It's a monopoly.
Well, you know what happened?
Yeah.
Price fix. You know what happened during the TV show when John got really popular?
Yeah.
Actually, more people wanted him than me.
Right.
And then what would happen was they'd come to John, and John's price was too high, so then they'd come to me,
right.
and John was getting shut out of a lot of appearances, so we decided to, stick together.
Right. Yeah. So, Richard, what do you do all day for John?
Well,
you pay his bills?
Yeah, I help him out with his bills. I take care of
you have his checkbook and everything?
Yeah.
And you write out all the checks?
Yeah.
And John has to sign them.
No, he signs them.
You sign them? You have signing privileges?
Yeah, I sign them for John.
You
sign John's name?
Yeah, his name.
Oh, that's crazy.
No kidding. He lets you sign all these checks. Boy, yeah, go ahead. What else do you do? So you open up all the mail.
I go through all his mail. I help him out, with the phone line that he sells his albums through. The orders come in here.
Right.
Process those for him.
Does he get a lot of calls?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He does.
Yeah. Wow.
And what else? That could keep you busy all day.
Yeah, so he works on the computer. He does all my taxes and all that. That took like 4 months, right?
You do his taxes?
Yeah.
Hey, $12 an hour, I'll hire you.
He like all my receipts for cabs. He organizes them all. I just go home.
Here's an example. John and I, we made some money in the stock market, right? I said, hey, we should thank this guy. So John and I chipped in. We sent the guy a basket.
Right.
When I got my credit card bill, I gave the receipt to Richard, and Richard wrote me out a check for what John owed me.
Wow.
Like it really helps. It helps me because I'm like, I'd be a mess without somebody.
I just think that, you're not that high-powered a guy or making that much money.
No, but look, $240 a week.
You know what, Howard, though? That keeps John free so that he can go out
and do nothing
and get his publicity shots done for his portfolio.
I was going to bring him in today, Robin. I forgot to bring him in. I meant.
Why do you need publicity shots?
Oh, you got to see it.
He's an actor now.
Oh, is he?
No, ever since Tony T's wedding.
You're a stutterer. How many roles are there?
I know, that's the problem. I got to lose this freaking thing.
You should see these pictures, Howard.
You lose that freaking thing, you're off the one show that makes any money for you.
I know, it's a total conflict.
What is it, Ralph?
Richard's also got credit cards.
Oh, really?
John?
Yeah. John credit cards?
Yeah.
Credit
Do you have it on you, Richard?
Yeah.
No,
I don't. I don't have it on.
And when you call
I'll show you mine. He's got one of these. I'll show you.
He's got a corporate credit card.
Yeah, it's a corporate credit card, so I can charge things. That has my name on it.
What do you buy for
like that, but it's just like, it's just
right.
It has his
different things. Like when he went to Puerto Rico, we had to go buy a big satchel for him.
John E. Melendez, Stutterface Incorporated. Wow. You got a Stutterface Incorporated card?
All the kids when I was a little kid called me Stutterface, so it's my way of saying screw you.
There you go. Everyone, you're getting back at everyone.
But you should see this set of photos he has, Howard.
Yeah.
John in his GQ pose, John in his matinee idol pose.
Oh, really? I have to see those.
Oh, you got to see these pictures.
Yeah, I got to see those.
I look great.
I look great. I'll put those on the E! show.
The funniest thing is when you call John's house, Richard seriously answers the phone. Hello, Stuttering John's office. Can I help you?
Oh,
yeah, but don't I always goof on him when I do that? Don't you hear me go?
Hey, man, the guy's professional. Trying to,
so funny, dude.
But meanwhile, Richard's so goofy because he's got his purple hair, and then he goes to Puerto Rico, and he's just sitting down on the beach, and he burned his feet.
Yeah.
Well, Howard, you know why he
burned his feet? And he can't even put shoes on.
I didn't tell you why.
And I heard none of you guys could get laid except you, John. Is that right?
No, I didn't get laid.
What?
I know, I promise. I swear to God. He comes up. He shows up at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Richard said you were the only one who could get girls.
I mean, that's not true at all. This guy, Stein had a 16-year-old.
Oh, did he really? Did he really?
No, but he didn't do it.
That's not illegal in Puerto Rico.
He didn't do it.
What they meant is they couldn't get women.
Richard, you didn't score?
No.
Really?
I didn't.
I didn't score either.
No, he didn't either. But at least John got to talk to some of the girls in Puerto Rico.
So everybody talked to him. You sit around by the pool.
What are these, Puerto Ricans or like regular girls?
No, Puerto Ricans. All Puerto Ricans.
Yeah, but I'm saying mostly in Puerto Rico you meet like other Americans.
A couple of tourists, some of them.
You actually talk to Puerto Rican girls?
Yeah,
I get them into bed?
You know that my name, everyone has my name over in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, Melendez.
Everyone's Melendez. So I met this girl, her last name was Melendez, so she's my cousin or something.
Right.
But Howard, the reason why he got burnt is because he shows up at 9 o'clock in the morning, out one night, him and Stein went on some binge. He shows up at 9 and goes, I'm going to go sleep on the beach. That's how I get burnt, because he fell asleep on the freaking beach.
Oh, you went to sleep on the beach?
Yeah, but I was underneath the umbrella and everything.
No, you weren't. Your whole legs are completely pink.
No, I was under.
He's got like third-degree burns on his legs.
But he's not brown anywhere else.
No, it's the funniest thing. He's got pink hair, he's got pink skin, and then he's got this giant, beefy red legs all blown up.
Well, he falls asleep under the umbrella and doesn't realize that the sun moves.
Yeah, right, of course, yeah. He's sleeping on the beach.
I was just going to say he did this really cool thing like 2 weeks ago. He called me, and I needed to speak to John, and he said, hold on a moment while I transfer you to the executive office.
He's goofing, but he's goofing around.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, that was just a goof.
All right,
it was Gary.
All right, you want to do Ivana
I always
Trump?
wonder where John is in that place when Mrs. answering the phone.
I don't know. Somebody else told me something else about your lifestyle, but I can't remember what it is.
What was that? What could it possibly have been?
I don't know.
That I have that you don't know already.
Well, you weren't in a villa this time, were you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was at the El Conquistador, one of the best. Bill Murray was staying
Let me ask you
right next door to me.
How did you get that?
What do you mean? I just called.
What did that cost?
It cost $2,000 for the but it was really beautiful. We had our own little
$2,000 for a villa, and did the other guys chip in for the villa, or you paid for that?
No, they weren't. That was just me and Karen.
I see.
And then I transferred my hotel, went to the Sands, and then these guys flew to the Stands, and then we all stayed.
Listen to the lifestyle. They're like the Rat Pack. It's like Sinatra and Dean Martin.
Did I tell you what happened to him in that place you used to love to go to?
Oh, yeah, well, you know what? I mentioned on the other that I go to this place, Jumbie Bay, and Jumbie Bay's real expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only go there once every 5 years. I think it's too expensive. I know I'm doing better than him.
Yeah.
He tells me I'm going there.
Yeah. And not only that.
He probably hated it, too.
No, I loved it.
Wait a minute. What happened was, I guess this is a scam they pull sometimes.
Right.
They take him and they take him to this beautiful villa.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
And he's only paid a small rate.
Right.
And he's in this lovely place, and they start to unpack. And
your
Karen
own golf
jumps
cart.
on the phone.
Right.
And calls her mother to tell him what a wonderful place John has taken her to.
Right.
And then they come in and they say, oh, I'm really sorry, but we've taken you to the wrong place. This is not where you belong. We need to take you over to the little room.
Right.
To take you to one room.
Belong.
So then I had to, what was I going to do? So I had to get the bigger room.
Right.
So then he went and paid for the villa.
What did that cost
That
you?
was, oh, my God, don't even
It was
know.
about 10 grand?
Yeah, that was like a $7,000 vacation.
I mean, what are you doing?
But that was
$7,000 you could have put in the bank.
Oh, but the week before,
You need vacations at this point?
But the week before that,
You're on vacation.
But the week before, I made a lot of money in the stock market, so it was like
really?
Yeah, it was like no.
So no idea of saving $7 grand.
I saved some. I spent some.
I don't know. I must be nuts.
No.
All right. Hey, listen. You know.
No, listen.
Don't you? You know. I'm going to tell you about guys in business. Most Americans who are in business, when they have big times, when things are on a roll, they never think about the lean times that are ahead.
Yeah.
The ones that are successful think about the lean times that are ahead.
Yeah. No, I agree.
In other words, you had 7,000. You couldn't wait to unload it on Jumbie Bay, which is a place you don't even need to go.
I loved it.
Yeah, you loved it. I love a lot of things I don't have. Well, I love a Ferrari. I don't have one.
I understand what you're saying, but you know,
I'm a little more thoughtful than you.
No, but I do save a lot of money. I'm not like I know you might not think I do.
It took me 3 days to buy a bike. I wasn't sure whether I should spend the $700.
That much money.
Yeah, I mean, I have some conscience about it.
Yeah, I admit I got a little too crazy at that point of that time.
I'm into biking now. I even went out and bought bike clothes. I have those little outfits.
And the helmet and everything?
The helmet, the tight outfit, the sunglasses that wrap around your head. I'm like one of those Italian bike riders now. I got those. Yeah, buongiorno. I got everything but the bike. I can't get the bike. I got the outfit.
All the gear.
I bought $700 worth of clothes to wear on my bike.
And no bike?
Well, I didn't know. I bought 2 pair of exercise shorts. You know, like these little rubber shorts. Yeah, little bike shorts.
With the chamois.
I got the 1 pair of like pants that go over that in case it's cold. 2 little shirts that give you like a big giant back pocket so that you can put all your junk in your back pocket.
Yeah.
And I got a helmet, some of those little skinny shoes.
Right.
They're bike shoes with cleats. And then I got a pair of glasses.
And where's your bike?
And I figured I probably just spent $750. And then
Have you been in this outfit to go riding?
Yeah, but I don't have no bike. Because I said to the guy, I want a bike. So now I ordered a bike where they special build it for you. It's a company called Waterman or Watermark.
Watermark. Pin company.
Waterman, then. Watermark or Waterman, it's a Schwinn company. And they build the bike for like tall geeks like me so that it'll be normal sized. You know, so that
it'll be in proportion
to my body. I got to wait 2 months for the bike. I don't want to wait 2 months. I got the clothes sitting in my closet. I want to exercise. I don't even fit into the clothes.
So what do? Get put your clothes on and stand in front of the mirror?
Yeah, I've been checking myself out. I kind of look like one of those guys.
You get those bicycle pants, those real tight ones?
Yeah. Shut up, you.
And he's laughing at you.
Jackass. I'm a big blimp. I'm better shape than you are.
I know, but it's got to be funny.
Did you put them on yet?
Yeah, I had them on in the store.
They hug you, don't they?
Yeah, they sure do. They show every
You
flaw.
ain't going nowhere.
No. I should bring them in.
Do you have a package in there?
No. Because the guy was telling me, I don't know, he started making comments that I didn't have no package.
No secrets, man.
He goes, you might want to wear, he says, you don't wear underwear with these, but you might want to.
Like being nude.
Yeah.
What you got to do? You got to position things so it stands up, so it goes up.
I have nothing to position, man.
Then
I really have, I have like a button. I swear to God, that's all I have. I don't have any weenie. I don't.
You got to get the one with the diaper.
I'm aroused. I'm in okay shape.
You got to get the one that has the padding in it, like genuine bike shorts.
I got the padding.
Because if it pads
that's
the
what
front,
I got. How did I spend $750 though? I still can't, I don't know. I can't figure it out.
Those are expensive pants.
Yeah, how much were the pants?
I don't know. You know, I just thought they were going to be like $10.
I mean, you can get a good pair of bike shorts, really good.
Yeah.
$40-50.
No.
Cheap for $20.
I don't know what I spent.
But you bought all the accessories at the bike shop as opposed to going.
Yeah, I went to the bike shop.
There's no sales there.
Yeah. But anyway,
Do you have special stripes and all that stuff?
Yeah.
Did you get that?
Well, I ordered this bike, right? So you get to, it says to you, you can customize it. You can write anything on the bike you want. I'm like, well, what am I going to write on the bike? I don't want any writing on my bike. But the thing is, you got to wait 2 months. If anybody works for that company, can you hurry it up? Could you give me a break and just get it? I want to start biking.
Where's your bike in the line?
Did you get that bike shirt, like the regular bike shirt? And it has that little pouch in the back?
Yeah, the pouch in the back. And I said, well, I don't want a pouch in the back. They go, yeah, but if you want to put your keys or something in while you're biking.
Yeah, what are you going to do with those?
That's pretty cool. I feel like a real dick in the outfit.
Now, what do you wear with those little shoes? What kind of socks?
They're special bike socklets. They're like little white socklets.
You didn't buy
really weird.
You didn't buy the shoes that actually click into the pedal.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. You went all the way.
Yeah, I went all the way.
You know, when I went and bought a bike, I bought all that stuff too. And when you put it all on and get on your bike, it's fine. The minute you get off that bike,
you feel like an idiot.
Man. Oh, don't you love it? Have you ever seen those guys walking around town?
The guy who sold it to me.
Yeah.
He shaves his legs.
Oh, you got a helmet, Howard?
Yeah, I got a helmet.
You got a helmet?
Yeah.
You have to have.
You have to have a helmet around here because everybody hits you when you're on your bike. They aim at you. So like I'm into it now, and I feel like, remember that movie?
Why don't you have some pictures taken of you in your bike suit?
Well, I ought to bring it in tomorrow, my bike suit.
But you should have pictures. You know, we want people to see this.
No, I'll say
in it.
I'll wear it in, and we'll take it for the E-show.
Fine.
But you see me.
Oh man, I already know what.
I look like such a dick.
What do you do with your hair under that helmet?
I shove it all in there. Yeah.
You don't have a little ponytail or a bun in the back?
Yeah, I have a bun in the back. I have a bun sometimes. I'm into it. Because I said to the guy, can't I just get, I got a mountain bike.
And what kind of helmet did you get? Not one of those pointy ones out the back.
Oh, mine's beautiful. I have, you know, they saw me coming. Mine sparkles in the dark.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
They didn't tell you the one. There's one now that costs, I think, about $200 or $300.
I don't think I got that.
It's got a pump inside.
Yeah, I'm going to get that.
It conforms to your head.
No, I don't have that, but I'm sure they'll end up selling it to me. Because I walk in and I say to these guys, because they're like hardcore bikers, I say, you know, look, all I want to do is just get on a racing, you know, like one of those 10 speeds.
Right.
Whatever you call it. I don't even know what you call it. I said, because I'm tired of, like, the mountain bike. Everyone passes me. You know what I mean? There's no mountains. Yeah, there's no mountains on Long Island, I realized. I didn't realize when I bought it. I said, so I want to, like, go places and stuff on my bike. They go, we got to have the outfit. I said, well, okay. What's that entail? Suddenly I'm in a dressing room trying on, like, rubber pants. And bike helmets and special glasses so rocks don't get in your eyes and shirts.
Oh, yeah, you're going to be going that fast.
And I'm going, oh, do I look like a dick? And then I said, well, I need a bike, though. And they
Did
go,
you get gloves?
Yeah, I got gloves. I got gloves.
No fingers, of course, right?
No fingers, yeah.
Leather?
Yeah, I got that.
Leather?
So I said to the guy, can't they... What is it, Gorilla?
A lot of bikers are calling up and saying you got rooked.
Why?
For the price of your outfit.
You paid way too much for everything you paid for. They said they saw you coming.
They saw me come. No,
it sounds like a lot. It does sound like a lot. I mean, I know that stuff can be expensive.
I don't know, but maybe I got good stuff, you know.
People are skiing for less.
Right,
but skiing.
I don't know, man. What do you want?
But you got to put it.
See, when people see me, they know, you know.
You got to put it in perspective. You probably got top of the line stuff, but do you do, 200 or 300 miles a week?
Yeah, sure.
No, that's what that stuff is for. But guys who do like 200 miles
maybe
a
I'll
week.
end up doing that. I'll
That
quit my
stuff
job.
is for the guys who are making a living at it.
Yeah, right.
Do you rollerblade anymore or no?
Nah, I'm no good at it. I'm no good at it. I don't want to. I look like such a dick on those rollerblades because I can't even move. I look like, I look like Herman Munster.
Oh, Lily.
Yeah, right. I'm up all the way high. I can hardly walk, and
Yeah, well, you need to be as taller.
I was in Central Park and I was rollerblading.
I don't want sports that make me taller. I like sports where I'm sitting down like biking. And I look like everyone else's size. Yeah, I need a sport that makes me 5 inches taller. Now I'm 7 feet.
That's right.
Yeah. I look like a tree. That's a sport. That's what I need. A moving tree. Yeah. Who said that? Toto, who said that? It's the moving tree.
Leave my apples alone.
Hey, don't eat my apples.
Why the tree? It's talking.
You say my apples on everything that's supposed to be.
I don't know, man. It's just so weird. I get into this stuff, but the only thing is I want the bike. So I was hoping some guy from the Waterman Company will hear me saying this.
And give you your bike.
So supposedly they're going to make it so like a guy like my size, 6'5".
What is that, this great big unicycle?
Yeah, it's going to look huge. So I got the bike, but... And then I have this fantasy that I'm going to, like, get on my bike and go to the Garden City Hotel and eat meals there. Like I'll pick destinations and I'll go places
And you'd actually get off your bike and go in and eat?
Yeah, and then I'll go because it's a long trip, and then I'll get back and I'll ride again.
And that get up, you're gonna.
Yeah, and that get up. I picture that no one will stare at me.
I can see it all.
My giant helmet and glasses. I don't know, man.
You get crazy. You get carried away.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to find my sport. I've been looking for the last 41 years. Bike, I know how to ride. But everyone passes me on these bikes because I'm so slow. I'm like a turtle, and I can't figure out how to shift the gears. It's just a mess. I stay in one gear.
In one gear?
Yeah, I'm a real pussy.
Work, man. Those things are working.
Yeah, they are. So, like, I'm going to try and get into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Freddie will ride with you. Sure. But he rides a mountain bike.
I also ride road bike.
Oh,
do you have the outfit?
Oh, yeah.
Do you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but you're no fun. You live in the city.
Oh, go in the park. Park's pretty good. Or I'll go out.
You'll come out?
Sure.
You know Fred will leave you.
No.
Yeah.
I've been on
riding
a
that
while.
bike like a
When
maniac.
you get the bike, I'll key in.
Do you ride in the city with all the cars and everything?
No, I'll take it in the park or I'll go out on the island, but I won't ride in the city. It's too crazy.
See, but I ride where all the cars are. That's the sport of it.
Freddie and I rode in the city once. We went up over the George Washington Bridge.
Oh, yeah?
Got a flat. Freddie got a flat.
Oh, what'd you do? See, that's what I'm afraid
He actually knew how to change it. Like,
Did he have a spare tire with him?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I bring $20 with me whenever I go out riding.
Right.
When I lived in the city. And if I got a flat, I would hail a cab.
Right.
You know, who knows how to take that?
And they throw the bike into the car?
Yeah. Freddie, like, knew what to do. He had a little pump and everything.
I got this thing they sold me that you just put it on the tire, and it, like, fills it up with some kind of glue.
Right. They make that for cars, too.
Yeah, I got that. And then I'm going to bring that. Because I've gotten flats a couple of times. When I found the dead body, I had a flat.
Especially
well,
if
you
get a
know
road
Fred
bike,
would
you get
have all
more.
the gear.
Yeah.
Well, I used to ride a lot by myself on the island. If you're in the middle of
who would
nowhere,
ride with you?
In the middle of nowhere, it's like you get a flat.
Did you buy
me? I get a flat. I get a new bike.
You're one of those
I just throw it in the garbage and get a
All
new
I
one.
know is that if you start riding with Fred, it'll be like walking or running with Fred.
Yeah.
Fred will never be with you.
Fred will be 3,000 feet in front of me. I'll never see him.
Freddie and I will come out and we'll ride with you together.
All right.
Because I rode with him once and he was good.
You got the gear? You got the
I
outfit?
got everything.
Oh, you got the outfit?
Yep.
He looks stupid like me and you.
All right. And then the guy says you can't wash it in the washer machine. You gotta wash it in cold.
Hand wash it and dry
yeah.
and hang it.
So it sounds like I'm going to be stinky in that outfit.
You're never going to wash it?
Nah.
Right.
I'll just wear it. Who cares? Who's going to smell me on the bike? I'll be moving so fast.
After a while, those clothes start to stand up on their own, Howard, if you don't wash them.
Yeah. But I got plenty of clothes that stand up on their own. Hey, we got to play Ivana Trump with Stuttering John. We're running out of time here. Because it's real funny. It's written up in the newspaper today.
Yeah?
It's great.
Yeah, it's great. Is it great?
It was, oh, God, man. I looked down at the questions. I was like, what is...
I know. We were out of our minds. We have some good questions. Hey, let me take a break, and then we'll do Ivana Trump for you next.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. 97.1, The Eagle.
8:36 at The Eagle. This is Brad Baxter. It's 8:42 at 97.1 The Eagle.
Call Howard on the Eagle's toll-free line, 1-800-54-STERN. We're back with The Howard Stern Show.
Yeah. All right. All right. Stuttering John met up with Ivana Trump. I want to play that for you right now. This was at the Learning Annex. She was having she was teaching some kind of class, I guess, promoting her book.
Yeah.
And John was in there. I read about it in the newspaper. They credited you, sort of. They didn't say Stuttering John Melendez, but they said a reporter from the Howard Stern Show.
Yeah, but that's been the trend lately. I don't know if it's because they don't recognize me anymore, or they're just trying to, like, not say.
Because John was all upset that he didn't get credited. And I said, sure you did. I see my name there. That's fine.
Isn't that enough for you, John?
Yes.
Yeah, they don't. They say when they credit a reporter, they go, reporter from NBC News.
Yeah.
You're from the Howard Stern Show.
Yeah, I know. I always think it's something like that.
When they say an idiot reporter, that means you.
Okay.
All right? Everyone knows who it is. What other reporter do we have? Reporter from the Howard Stern Show.
So there's only 4 reporters there, Howard.
Ivana took 7 questions, which I can't believe. And when John was getting thrown out, she said he could stay. Only 3 reporters?
But but I told her maybe 4 or 5 reporters.
She's smart not to throw you out. I mean, there probably wasn't anybody else asking questions.
Yeah.
Are you ready? Let's go to the press conference.
You have to live your life fully. And I do believe in God, and I believe in another life, but what's the hide?
Ivana, would you ever marry a Jew?
So there's John with his first question.
Yeah.
Ivana, would you ever marry a Jew?
Okay.
Totally appropriate.
I have absolutely no problem with religion. I have no problem with the Jewish people. I have no problem. Only one problem which I have is Arab man. It's because they have 4 wives. I don't fancy be one of the 4 wives.
Ivana revealing that she has trouble with Arab men.
If he's got 4 wives.
Do you understand what she's saying? Are you following it?
I sort of followed it.
Okay,
yeah.
all right. Well, she speaks quick, too. Yeah. When you speak lousy English, you should speak slow.
Yes. But that's how she is even on that home shopping channel when she's selling that stuff. That is magnificent.
Do it when she's selling stuff.
This color is magnificent. I have the buttons, and these buttons, you have 8 buttons on each side. That's like 8 pair of earrings. For 8 pair of earrings, you couldn't get this price.
How long has she been here? All right, let's go to back to the
That's 8 pair of the earrings, ladies.
Yeah.
Now, this next question, I thought you guys.
These are classy.
These are beautiful buttons, and they're all finished. And this color, you got the black and the red and the white. But this aqua, this turquoise, it reminds me of ocean.
No wonder he divorced
peace.
her. It wasn't that she looked bad. Who could take that?
This is a beautiful color. This makes me peaceful.
That's one of those voices and accents that you think is kind of cute when you first meet a girl because she's so hot and everything. And then 2 years into the marriage, you're like...
She's still talking that way.
Yeah. Because I always, there's certain things, any guy who meets a girl, the little odd things about her you think are cute, suddenly they're not so cute after a couple of years of marriage. Those are the very things that annoy you.
She tackles a couple of words in here that she really shouldn't try. Towards the end of the interview, look for the word metabolism.
Really? Metabolism?
Exactly. That's exactly what
That's like all the prisoners that write Robin tackled words they shouldn't even write. But after 2 years of marriage, man, that voice is like needles in your ear. You know what I mean?
This is spectacular.
Yes,
The voice is spectacular.
Yeah, that's cute when you first meet a girl and her panties are coming off and like, oh, spectacular. And you're going, oh, that's so cute.
That is spectacular.
Yeah. All right.
I understand you have an upcoming marriage.
Yes.
Is that going to take place shortly?
It's going to be on June 15 in London, with the reception following on June 17.
Ivana, how many rooms in the plaza do you think Donald cheated on you with?
Did you hear that one? I'm having trouble hearing everyone. Hey, Ivana, how many rooms in the plaza do you think Donald cheated on you?
Excuse me?
How many rooms in the plaza do you think Donald cheated on you with?
I have no clue. You just have to ask him.
Are you a citizen?
Of course I'm a citizen.
Of what country?
What country? America.
What country?
Hey, man. Did you hear the gasps when you said how many rooms in the plaza do you think?
You see my face, I'm sweating like a pig at this
Who is that person? Because there's a woman saying, I think you should be taken out.
Oh, this one lady, I guess.
Was it a reporter?
Yeah.
A reporter wanted you taken out.
Yeah,
Did they forget freedom of speech?
Yeah, they don't like me.
Donald wrote these questions for us. Yeah, that's pretty wild. I got to hear that again.
That was so funny. I think you should be taken out.
And then you got in the citizen question, too.
Yeah.
Because you like the way we set that up?
Yes.
Are you a citizen? Yes. Of what country?
Right. That was very good.
We were going to say of what planet.
Did he mock her at the...
Yeah, I did. But not intentionally, not like I thought about it.
That's it.
How many rooms in the plaza do you think Donald cheated on you with?
Excuse me?
How many rooms in the plaza do you think Donald cheated on?
You know she heard it.
Oh,
Excuse me.
Repeat that, John. You have guts.
Excuse me?
But as you know, I'm trying to talk low because the publicists are within 5 feet, and I don't want them to hear it.
Right. Like maybe they'll ignore it.
Reception following on June 17.
Ivana, how many rooms in the plaza do you think Donald cheated on you with?
Excuse me?
How many rooms in the plaza do you think Donald cheated on you with?
I have no clue. You just have to ask him.
Excuse me means, hold it a second. Let me think about what you just said.
Oh, boy. But do you hear that woman go,
That's cool.
You a citizen?
Of course I'm a citizen.
Of what country?
What country? America.
America, all right.
America, all right.
I have no...
I say if you can't say America, you're not a citizen.
But it's right in the middle of that woman says, I think you should be taken out.
Yeah, she's ruining our... You know, believe it or not, we work really hard on these questions. And, there's some reporter talking over our questions.
You can hardly hear John.
You know what goes into this? Seriously, it takes hours to come up with cool stuff to ask.
And they're worded a particular way.
Yeah, so they'll be funny. Yeah, and this reporter probably didn't spend 2 seconds thinking about what she'd ask.
Right.
I have no problem with the men which try to offend me.
She's cool.
See there?
I dig Ivana. You hear what she's saying? Hey, I don't have any problem with this. Don't take him out of here.
With the man who tries to offend me?
I lived in Czechoslovakia. They used to take reporters out.
I love freedom of speech.
The man who tries to offend me.
I have no problem with the man which try to offend me. I can answer you. You are real nasty, you're improper, and I have no problem. I'm a lady, and I will answer you very strongly.
Thank you. All right. Thank you.
I'm improper.
You're real nasty and improper.
But I'm a lady, and I'll answer you. That's a whole big thing with, like, rich, famous people. That they're ladies, and you know, and like a lot of the guys who are married to me, that's my lady, and you know, she is a lady. She is. I don't know. Like people are all from another. I'm from another planet, maybe. I don't get the whole thing.
Maybe it's you.
I don't know, man. It seems like I'm out of step with everything.
Here for Ivana. You know what QVC stands for?
QVC. I'm not working for QVC. I have no idea what they.
Oh, okay. Do you think Georgito was doing a good job?
I have no idea.
How do you maintain your figure?
She's smart. She lets him ask the questions. She's like already running out. I have no idea. She has no idea if Georgito's doing a good job?
I guess not.
Oh, barely. I'm working very hard. You know, I'm very good because I have quite a discipline for my, sport pastimes. I eat well. I exercise. I take care of myself. And basically, maybe I'm just lucky because my metabolism so far is working all right.
Metabolism.
Metabolism.
Right.
Basically, maybe I'm just lucky because my metabolism.
Metabolism.
No, it's metabosom.
Metabosom. Maybe she's thinking about her breast. Metabosom. No wonder Trump went for Marla.
So far, it's working all right.
We're going to do one more question. What's going to be mad? That'll be the end. What's going to be mad at you on Conan and Jay? Who did you like better? They both treated you really nice.
The question is not from John. You were on Conan and Jay. Which one did you like better?
It's very hard. I really don't distinguish because both of them did really nice job. Now, Jay, he's a pro. And I wasn't sure how to handle him because if you go on Larry King, my book is about serious issues. How you kid about the serious issues. Jay and Conan shows are entertainment. So what I did, I more concentrated on the funny stories about the husband cheating on the wife, cheating on whatever. I just tried to make it a little bit more light and funny. But I was a little bit intrigued by it because you could not be serious on...
Ivana, is your new guy, is he bigger in the lap than Donald?
Is your new guy bigger in the lap than Donald? I'm kidding.
Who's got the accent here, John?
Yeah, I got to interpret for John and Ivana. Is your new guy bigger than the lap than Donald? Now, this is a good question.
Who's the citizen here?
Right.
Ivana, is your new guy, is he bigger in the lap than Donald?
Ivana, you want to finish one?
Is there any advice maybe with your predecessor, Mrs. Marla Trump, that the same thing happened to her that it happened to you? And certain advice for her.
I have no comment.
Ivana, would you ever make love to Howard Stern? Howard Stern, you like Howard Stern?
Ivana, how about you?
Oh, what do you mean don't answer? How come you don't want to answer?
I'm very patient. And I like...
And we all are going to stay on this side of the green.
Take care, Ivana.
What happened? Now they're throwing you out?
Yeah.
I mean, Ivana said...
Yeah, she's done, and I go, I got to tell you something, Howard. Because when we brought back the tape, we watched it, something really funny here.
Yeah.
I looked down at the questions. And one of the questions is, do you wish that Donald were in that building in Oklahoma?
Right.
I looked at it, I'm like, oh my God, you want me to ask this?
Yeah.
I'm freaking out looking around for help.
Finally got to the point where John...
Even John wouldn't read it.
But it's really funny.
Oh, man. You're supposed to read that. You're such a robot. When did you get a conscience?
Like 3 years ago, he wouldn't have known what happened.
No. Right. Now he's reading the newspaper.
No, when we go look at
Don't read the newspaper.
I would have asked it, but it was just, she left, though. It was the next question up. But, God, man, I was like...
What happened when you said Howard Stern? You just wanted to answer?
No, then if you notice, the reporter...
Notice, as rude as the questions were, when you mention my name, then everyone agrees he should be thrown out. It's amazing what my name does. You know what it's like to be me?
Closes all doors.
My whole life has been like this. At least people notice me now. Years ago, people, when I was a kid growing up, and you said the name Howard Stern, everyone would go, "Who's that?" Even people I knew.
Now, even though they're repulsed, they do.
Yeah,
notice.
At least they notice it. One way or another, I was going to be noticed in life.
It's like the only question she didn't answer.
Yeah. Every other stupid question.
It was all right for the man who offends me to stay.
Howard Stern. Get him out of here.
I have my limit.
Door shut.
He is nasty and he is improper, but it's okay.
Right.
Thanks.
And then, right in there, one of the reporters argues with me that one has been gasping the whole time.
Oh, now?
No, you just heard her just
I see.
over everything.
All right, very good. Stuttering John, you're out there and asking the hard questions. A lot of reporters.
Not everybody can do what you do.
When I read in the newspaper, they quote all of John's questions and answers.
Yeah.
There was nothing going on, and you did her a favor. I see here in the New York Post. Is this the New York Post?
Yeah.
It says, in her best fractured syntax, she easily deflected a rude question from a reporter from Howard Stern. Asked whether she would ever marry a Jew. Ivana said, only one problem I have is Arab men because they have 4 wives. I don't fancy the man who has 4 wives. There you go. They always, it's like Liz Smith. They use his stuff, but they have to tell you how horrible his question was.
That's right, yeah.
But they use it. If it's so horrible, why are you print it?
When it's really good, they don't give him any credit at all.
Right.
They don't even mention the show.
Yeah. All right, John. There you go. You're really making a career for yourself. Good for you. And we'll be back right after these words. I'm going to sing you my Linda Ronstadt song.
Okay. And you also have to tell me why I'm causing you such problems with my party.
Yes, that is next.
Listening to the Shaw of Broadcasting, Howard Stern. 97.1 The Eagle.
8:55 at The Eagle. This is Brad Baxter, Eagle Weather. It's 9 o'clock at 97.1 The Eagle.
Howard, Harley's, and Pure Rock. 97.1 The Eagle.
Rock me.
With the Howard Stern Show. Here's Howard.
So Robin's having this book party tonight for her book, Quivers of Life.
Yeah, somehow you have to have a party to inaugurate a book or something. So
Yeah, I had to have one, too.
I got roped into this.
If I ever write another book, I'm not having another party.
I'm not a partier. It suddenly occurred to me today. What am I doing?
I know.
Why do I have to have this? It's got a big headache to me.
Yeah, well, I've got a bigger headache over your party.
Why?
Well, first of all, it's a weird party. Did you see your invitation? It says you got to give money at the door.
Oh, yes, absolutely. What do you mean it's a weird party?
No one knew about it. Everyone's been in here talking about how much money.
Oh, Jackie is upset.
Not Jackie even. Jackie didn't even know because he never got an invitation.
Oh, you didn't?
Like, who was the first? John came up to me and goes, how much money are you bringing with you to the party? I go, I'm not bringing any money. What are you talking about? He goes, you got to give money. I said, what? What, Robin's shaking down the place?
That's right.
You're working. I'm working, too. I got to make a speech. So it is not.
It is, too.
How much are you giving?
$1,000.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, for God's sake.
Can't get in without a donation.
We just gave money to the American Red Cross.
There are a lot of needy and very
for?
worthy causes
what charity?
out there. It's a place. I don't know the name
What's
of the
name of the charity?
I don't have it in front of me.
Oh.
But it
must be very dear to your heart.
It is, absolutely.
I know her PR company. It's the same one. They dreamt this one up.
Child care.
Yeah, sure. You don't even know the name of the charity. Your PR company.
No, but I know what they do.
Yeah, okay. Who found this? Clores?
No.
Be honest.
Judith Regan.
Oh, she found it.
Found it, but I think it was Dan Clores and company that decided it.
I know this isn't you. I know this isn't you.
I don't even want to have the party.
I know. So let's not show up. Why do we have to go?
You sort of can't show up at your own party.
No, we got to go. So anyway.
Because believe me, this is coming. Nothing but a pain. Do you know what they're making me do? You talk about headache.
What are you doing?
I have to ride down the street. I have to make a spectacle of myself again.
No, don't do it.
This time they want me in some kind of a boxing robe with boxing gloves on. And I'm going to have fighters running alongside.
Why do you have to do that?
As I'm on the back of a flatbed truck.
Because
so
Dan...
I'll probably hit the ground.
Didn't I go on the back of a... Can't those guys come up with new ideas?
You were on a flatbed truck?
Yeah, I did a whole thing. I came in a flatbed truck, and I got pulled in by a bunch of girls on a...
You were on a beer, and you were carried.
No, in fact, Ronnie got into a car accident with my flatbed truck. It was
I
unbelievable.
didn't know you were. I didn't see you come in, so I didn't know how you got there. I saw the girls carrying you.
I think they got the same truck. Ronnie's car is still, the bumper is still on there. Ronnie was trying to follow it, and the truck ran over his front.
Ronnie back his bumper.
Yeah, he got his whole car wrecked.
Oh, boy. No, so I got to have the fighters running alongside me, and it's supposed to be some whole big deal about the entrance.
What, you going to be late?
Late?
Yeah.
What is late to a party?
Are you going to be late to your own party?
No, the party starts at 6 o'clock.
And you'll be there at 6.
I don't have to be there when it starts.
Oh, boy. I better get a room in the city.
Oh, stop it. Doesn't go that
You don't know
way.
how this party is. So this is what happens.
What?
You know, they called me from your publicity department and said to me, can we have a list? Can you compile a list of all the people that you invited to your party? I said, okay. So this was no easy task. So me and Laura got together, and Laura did a lot of the work and said, went through the computer and all this, and then I had to take the list and cross off my aunts and uncles. I was going to leave it on just to see if you guys invited my aunts and uncles and stuff. But I forgot to cross off my parents, not thinking.
I wanted your parents
well,
there.
I was trying to think for you, but selfishly I was going, I don't really want to go to a party with my parents.
I'm thinking for you, too.
Yeah. I mean, there were some people on the list that I was like, I don't know. I tried to leave everyone on there that you obviously, if there was even any question, I would just leave it. Let you decide.
Yeah.
And evidently, in your typical fashion, I know things about you.
Here we go. Now, I get blamed for, I don't even want to have a party.
Robin gave no thought to the guest list because we've been going around. Like, Jackie went up to somebody here, I won't mention her name, said, hey, we'll be partying tonight. I guess I'll see you at the party. And she goes, no, I wasn't invited. This is someone you work with every day. Yeah, so I said, of course.
Jackie's causing me trouble.
I said, Robin didn't sit down and think about any of the people.
causing trouble.
Yeah. I said, Robin is not giving any consideration to those.
I'm not forgetting anyone. Everybody can come.
You are so cured. So, anyway.
What do you mean? Am I getting upset?
Better read the book.
Anyway. So, anyway.
I'm not even going to show up now. I'm very pissed at you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, don't show up.
I'm very pissed at you now.
I'll go. Then I'll end up on the flatbed truck with the boxes.
I'd be so surprised if she does. Jackie will be.
Right. So, anyway, So my mother calls me up, I guess. The invitations came like 2 days ago or something.
Again, not my fault.
All right.
They couldn't even pick a date.
So my mother calls up and goes,
Howard, pick up. I hate this machine. Pick up.
So I said, hi, Ma, how you doing?
Let me speak to your wife about Robin's party.
Oh, boy.
And then I go, Ma, you don't have to go to Robin's party. The only reason you're on the list is because I put your name on it.
Oh, that's not true at all.
Please, I had to do this.
You.
I said, Robin would not even notice or... She goes,
I have to go to Robin's party. Robin invited me. She is my friend, and she would be hurt.
That's very true.
If I didn't come.
That is very true.
Ma, you want the bottom line on Robin?
Oh.
I said, I don't mean to burst your bubble, but Robin wouldn't even blink or flinch if you weren't there. She doesn't even know you're invited. I put you on the list by accident. Be
that
honest.
Is not
Would you be
true.
honest? Robin?
Not true at all.
Honest?
She's on my list.
Okay. Sure. You should see who you left off your list. I said, Ma, I invited you by accident.
Your father and I want to go.
So then I go, okay.
Now, when are you going?
I knew this was going to be
I
the
said,
problem.
Ma, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get in my car, and I'm just going to spontaneously go. And I said, I can't be there late. I got to work the next day, but I want to be there for Robin. I want to go. I'm going to go by myself. My wife yells out,
I'm going.
I go, Allison, Robin wouldn't even know if you were there or not. The only reason you're invited is because I invited you.
On the list.
Yeah, I left you on the list. So she goes, I'm going with you. My parents go, well,
We want to go in with you.
So then I made up this whole story how I'm staying in the city then, and I'm not going to be able to go in with them. They said, okay.
We'll go in, meet you for dinner early.
I said, look, this is getting too complicated. I said,
You're
you know
having
what?
dinner in the
I
city?
said, no. I said, Robin is going to be late. I'm probably not even going to see her there.
I just want to point out that I was on time to every book signing.
Good for you.
In
I'm
Boston,
just saying,
Philly,
Right.
Los Angeles, and Las Vegas. In fact, in Las Vegas, I was early.
I said, Robin's going to be late.
And nobody will know.
It doesn't influence me. I said, Robin's going to be late. I said, and then, I'm supposed to make...
not going to be late.
I'm supposed to make a comment.
To be there when they tell me to be there.
I said, I'm supposed to make a comment. I'm probably going to make a comment about Robin. She won't even be there. I said, so, I said, listen, this whole thing is ridiculous. And my mother goes...
What kind of food will be there?
Oh.
Listen to this. So I said, well, what do you mean?
They're calling it for 6 o'clock. That's the dinner hour.
I said, Ma, you want to know something?
Is it just hors d'oeuvres or dinner?
I said, you know what? I don't want you to go. I just said it to her point blank. I don't want you to go. You're already being a nuisance and a pest. Why don't you and Dad eat before you go?
If we have to leave at 4:30, how will we eat? We don't eat at 4:30.
And I'm like, whoa, why is it? I said, you know, Ma, it's Robin's party. Why don't you call Robin and ask her to solve this problem for you?
I don't even know what's going to be there.
I'm not calling Robin. I'm asking you what type of... Of course there'll be food.
I said, you want to be honest? I said, first of all, I've worked with Judith and stuff. They're tremendously cheap at these parties. They don't have any food. There'll be a bar somewhere in the corner that you can't get to. I said, there's just not good. But now it's my responsibility not only to get them there, but to figure out what they should eat. So then they go,
I know. Your father and I will get sandwiches, and we'll eat them in the car on the way to Robin's party. And then we'll all walk in together.
I said, no, we're not. I'm walking in myself. I don't want to walk in with you guys. I don't want to be seen walking into a party with my mommy and daddy. Now we're yelling at each other. Everyone's upset. They think I don't want them to go, which I don't.
Oh.
I don't want them, we
have to be there.
I said, why? Well, I said, why is Robin's parents not there and you have to be there?
Take that up with Robin.
Have you read the book?
I don't care.
Exactly why.
But Robin's parents. I was going to fly your parents in. I was going to wheel your father into the bed. I couldn't believe. I said, this is unbelievable. She's having a book party. And I'm arguing with my parents. Now I got to write a book about the abuse. I said, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And it's like a nightmare when they're going to eat and is there going to be food at the party. So I said, you know what? Why don't you assume, this is how it goes. And now it's 20 minutes of my life. Why don't you assume that food will be there? I mean, it won't be there. And you should eat before you go. Now it's a whole hassle. Now here's what's going to happen to me because of you. I'm going in from my house.
Yes.
My parents are meeting me at the house. My wife. We're all going to pile in the car like a clown car. So when you see me,
50 people.
Yeah, there'll be 50 people coming out of a clown car.
The people just keep coming and coming and coming.
Yeah, what is it?
Mom.
Yeah. It's the Yenta Calaventa. Hey, Mommy. Mommy? Hello?
You calling me names?
Didn't call you. I called you Yenta Talabenta.
How dare you? How dare you? Especially when you're telling untruths.
Tell the untruth and I'll correct it.
And now, first of all, I didn't even want to talk to you about going.
You talked to me the whole time.
I discussed it with Allison.
No, you didn't.
Had nothing to do with you.
I hope you're eating as we speak. So you should leave now for Robin's party. You won't be late.
You are a big mouth, and you are the one who is so concerned.
And you're worried about food.
I never see you stop eating.
You're worried about food. You were worried the whole time. You're asking me. Do I? Let me ask you something. Am I Robin's parents? Am I Robin's parents? Answer the question.
No, you're not Robin's.
Am I Robin's? Do I tell her to have food at her party or not? No. How would I know if Robin's going to have food at her party?
I never asked you.
You weren't. Robin don't even want you there. If you weren't there, she wouldn't notice you.
True
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
I put you on that list.
Don't you dare.
If I left your name off the list, Robin wouldn't have even noticed.
Dare.
Absolutely.
He is a troublemaker.
Oh, you want her at your party?
Absolutely. I do.
Why did you have your parents?
You could have had my parents at your party.
Oh, please. I would. Wait a minute. Why would I have your parents at my party?
That is that I know your parents. I love your
Why
parents.
are you torturing me? I want to come to your party. Why do you have to torture me? That's the coolest thing.
I didn't say you had to come together.
Oh.
I get into the city on my own steam.
Yeah, how's that, Ma? You ran out of steam 10 years ago.
I'm just being nice going with you.
Oh, yeah.
Allowing you the privilege of my
that
company.
voice is in my head. That is such a cutting voice.
It's a cutting voice?
Oh.
It was good enough.
Certainly, Ray, you know that you were always on my list.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you, Robin.
You left out half the people at this station.
And I didn't leave out Ray and Ben.
No, because it was my list.
I'm delighted to come.
Admit you would not have put my parents on the list.
Absolutely, they would have been
no,
on the list.
No, they wouldn't have.
Absolutely.
You would never have been on. All right, regardless of that.
I will tell him something that he doesn't know.
Yeah.
That I got your list.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went over it.
Oh.
So I know exactly who was on that list.
Right.
And what charity is that again that you're raising money for?
He thinks he's the whole...
Yeah, believe me, I know everything. And listen, you.
He knows nothing.
I don't know if Robin's going to have food at a party. Why do you... Let me ask you something. So tell us now your plan.
You don't exist.
What are you going to do for dinner now? Tell me.
What are you supposed spoke to that boy, he doesn't exist? Remember how you
Yes.
said the wind is passing by?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Well, you're going to be
Excellent. I want
I'm
that.
not.
Good. Don't talk to me anymore.
As a matter of fact, I do less and less talking to you.
Good. That's what I want.
Because you're a big mouth.
I don't even hear your voice.
I don't hear you.
You know what? When you lecture me, it goes in one ear and out the other.
That boy, my heart went out to him.
Listen, let me tell you something, Ma. There's a lot of filth out there who want to take your son down. And if he had taken your son down, she's talking about Herman's producer, Dave Herman's producer.
Holier than thou attitude.
Let me ask you something. If that kid had been successful in taking money out of my mouth and making the end to my career, which is what he wanted to do, let me ask you something. Should I praise him?
You forgive somebody.
Get out. You forgive, because you're a victim. You're a victim. You like people to victimize you.
I'm going to have you arrested.
On what charge?
On what charge?
Yeah.
Because he...
Have me arrested.
He misrepresents me.
Call the police. What's the matter with you? Who's that?
You know, it's a good idea.
Oh, my wife. What does she want?
She wants in on this.
How dare you say these things?
All right, tell me. Hi, Allison. Tell me something.
Howard, you misunderstand every little thing.
No, I don't.
And you think everything is centered around you.
No, it's not.
We want to get to Robin's party. We all want to go to it.
No.
And it's at dinner time.
Let me ask you something.
I don't want to sit near him or speak to him.
No, let me say. You're gonna be sharing my car. You're gonna have to sit on the roof.
No, I'm going to speak with Allison.
Why don't I tie you to the roof?
I may go on my own steam.
No, I'm going to tie. Go on your own steam.
I swear to God, I didn't even say a word to him.
No, let me tell you. She said to me. She asked me.
I said to you, how do you want to go about making arrangements to go in?
I said, I don't want to make arrangements to go in.
No, then I told you what we were doing. You go, okay, let's do it together. I made our plans totally separate. And you said, okay, we can all fit together. We're leaving at the same time.
No, let me tell you something. The two of you are my nightmare.
Oh, how dare you make up this story.
No. The two of you are my nightmare.
You're our nightmare.
Now describe to me what arrangements have been made for food so that you guys...
I told you I'm bringing my own sandwich.
All right, what are you bringing?
None of your business.
No, I want to know what sandwich you're bringing.
I don't want to tell you.
Robin wants to know.
Robin wants a sandwich?
Yeah, Robin wants to know what sandwich.
The sandwich will be done by the time we get to the party.
And you and Dad are going to eat sandwiches in the car?
No. You don't even know the plan.
What is the plan? Tell me.
I'm not. It's none of his business.
Tell me the plan.
You don't even know what's going on.
He doesn't know a thing.
Hey, listen, you two yentas. If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be going to any party tonight.
If it wasn't for you, we would still be going to Robin's party.
Oh, no, you wouldn't, because, first of all, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't know Robin.
Oh.
I feel like Robin and I were destined to meet.
That's right.
Yeah, good.
He was just the guy who introduced
Right.
If it wasn't for me, none of you would have a life.
Oh, God.
And if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have a car to go in.
You know what you need?
Take the subway. Yeah, both.
Called all my yentas.
Yeah.
Your relationship with me.
What?
She's very jealous.
He is.
I'm not jealous of anything.
Oh, yes, you are.
You don't know how close you two are going to be. I might leave both of you, and I'm going to never hear from you. I'm going to go to Hawaii, and the two of you can live together.
Hawaii?
Allison, try living with my mother. I couldn't wait to get out of that house.
He'll have you.
I lived in an insane asylum for 18 years.
Oh, behave yourself.
Sitting there like an anal retentive.
Get the
T-shirt off the bed.
With your pompous attitude.
Hey, let me tell you something, Mom.
Listen, I got into New York without you. I'll get into New York without you now.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah, and let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Is Allison going to have a sandwich?
No.
You're not going to have a sandwich?
None of your business what she's going to have.
And where is my sandwich?
You better fend for yourself. You better fix your own sandwich.
What sandwich am I getting?
You're not getting a sandwich. You're on your own. You wanted nothing to do with us.
No, that's not the case. You foisted yourself on top of me.
No.
Why are you asking them about a sandwich?
Hey, Robin, you caused all the problems. You sit quiet.
I have to tell you.
Hey, why, Ma?
How dare you tell her to sit quiet?
How much money are you bringing for the party for the fleece down? Because Dan Clora's dreamt up.
Plenty of money.
He wants Robin to have a new image.
Make a big donation, Howard.
I'm not making any donation. My donation is I'm there.
I'll donate for everyone. Just
Thank you.
That's the only way I'll talk to you tonight, with a tremendous check that you stick in front of my nose.
I'm going to tape the check over your mouth.
All right. I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to do that.
Listen.
Well, tonight's going to be fun.
Oh, I think so. I'm looking forward to seeing you, Allison.
Me too, Mom.
And Howard, when you want to tell a story about me, you know my phone number.
You're a victim.
I am a victim.
You are a victim.
Of you. Because you
Sit there, watch my father and mother sit there and eat a sandwich like two old washerwomen.
Yeah, and the minute you're sick or something's wrong, I get the phone call, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's the least you can do for me.
Then you remember the number, right?
After the torture.
Oh, that's when you remember the number.
The reason I'm sick is because of you.
Yeah.
You have a right to bring me to the doctor.
I don't know if I caused you a problem, but you certainly have a problem.
Yeah.
He has a problem over everything. We don't have a problem.
We don't have one problem.
No, nobody has a problem.
My daughter-in-law and I are...
Oh, listen to that voice. Yeah, your ears hurting from that voice? Am I the only... What?
We don't have a problem.
I know.
Oh, stop it.
That's Fred.
You have a big mouth.
That's Fred.
Fred? No. I didn't know that he was disrespectful, too. I think they're all getting like you. I'm here to win. I'm here to win. Disrespectful. All right. Allison, I'll see you.
Okay, see you later, Mom.
I'll see you both.
And if you want to see me, and unfortunately, you're going to be forced to see me because I'm providing the transportation.
I feel like I'm providing the transportation. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye, Mother dear. Goodbye, Mother dear.
I'll have you arrested. You and your holier-than-thou attitude.
Yeah.
You're a big mouth.
I can't take... I swear to God, that's all for real. That's what's been going on all week. And I yell all day at Allison. I go, I don't want this. I wish this party would go away. I'll do anything. Robin, I'll throw you a party. I'll do anything you want. Just make the party go away. You don't even want the party.
No, they called me. I'd completely forgotten about this.
Oh.
And they called me on Monday, and they said, what are you going to be wearing for the party? And
How about
I'm
a
like,
nice outfit?
Party?
How about a nice outfit instead of dressing up as a buffoon? Boxing gloves. Oh. Everybody comes to me with their problem with the book. Jackie comes to me. Did you see what Robbie said about me in the book?
What did I say about him?
You thanked Jackie for not noticing what a lunatic you were? And he goes, what am I, an idiot? Of course I noticed what a lunatic she was. Every day I was in here screaming about what a lunatic she was.
That was sarcastic.
He was just being nice.
That was with great sarcasm I said that.
So obvious.
So obvious.
That idiot knew nothing.
Yeah. You knew too much.
Helen Keller knew you were nuts.
What other problem?
What are we supposed to bring?
What other problem?
We're supposed to bring a check to the door.
You don't have to do anything.
I'm not doing it.
It is a request.
I know you don't even care if we do or not.
It is a request.
This is Dan Flores.
It is not mandatory.
Yeah.
There is no admission fee.
Good.
Bring canned goods and all.
Good.
They're not
I got a
accepting.
coat.
Bring your joke tapes.
I got a lot of old socks I can bring.
They are not accepting canned goods.
I'm not donating to a charity that Robin doesn't even know the name of.
Stop it. You know, you're a awful.
Yeah, because I embarrassed you.
No, I don't have the invitation sitting here in front of me with the name of the charity on it, but I know exactly what they do.
Well, I know the name if you want.
Oh, no, I know the name, too. Yeah. I just want to see if Robin knew the name.
What is the name, John?
It's the Advocacy... the Advocacy Center of Manhattan, something like that.
That's not it.
Yeah.
It's the Children's
Advocacy Center of Manhattan.
That's different than what you said.
Much different. And, Haley called me from Dan Flores.
Yeah.
They said that, Robin suggested it, but they found the charity.
Yeah,
and
sure.
they found the place.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
And Georgette...
Just saved your ass, huh?
Yeah. And Georgette Mossbecker is going to be taking the donations.
Yeah, well, tell her if I see her, I'm gonna have a big...
You're going to give her a big donation?
I'm going to give her a big donation. It's in my pants. You're going to have to reach in for it. Who's that Georgette Mossbecker? Judith's always talking about her.
She's the chairperson of this charity.
Yeah, good.
But I don't know how much to bring. It's like...
John, what does your heart tell you?
Or tells you to get the hell out of there.
Leave your wallet home.
Leave your wallet.
Leave your wallet at home.
50 cents.
I'll get it's like $20 cool?
Hey, John, I said whatever.
You're going to look like a big dick if you give $20.
Really? You gotta give...
They'll be pointing you out.
Georgette Mossbecker is a rich woman who evidently, I don't know, she must think that $20 is like a nickel.
Start calling me cheap now, Rose.
Yeah, that's a start, John.
Hey, Robin, I have a child.
I'm not bringing anything.
For 4 years now.
What do you have a child?
Yes, in Indonesia, I've been paying for a child $22 a month.
They don't give the money to those kids.
Yeah, Sally Struthers.
You see how Sally
Christian
Struthers
Children's
has grown?
What?
It's from your donation.
You think Sally Struthers isn't using that for food money?
No, the kid writes me letters.
Oh, really?
Yeah, thanks.
Sally's writing in broken English.
Yeah. She has dyslexia.
As soon as the kid's 16, John's going to go visit her.
Hoping she turns out cute, huh? I request a girl.
Hey,
After the son I had, now he doesn't need the money anymore, so they gave me a daughter now that I give the money to.
He had a son, now he's got a daughter.
Yeah. That's the way to raise kids. You got a Latino?
No, his name was Lacino.
Oh, Lacino.
Yeah.
What's the little girl's name?
Massino.
I don't remember her name.
You're so involved.
Hey, I paid a check.
Very good. Good for you. You're a good man. 18 cents a month.
You're making the world safe for
$22
democracy, John.
All right. I got to take a break. And then we'll come back. Yeah, it's a whole big deal. Don't ask. It's never ending. Never ending. I got to take a break. I got some life. Boy, you're so independent. It's fantastic. You go home. You don't have your parents. You don't have anything. No wife, no husband, nothing.
But you need a lot of people. And you have them all.
Evidently, I do. All right, we'll be back right after these words.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. Stay right there. 97.1 The Eagle. You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. Once again, Howard Stern.
Here's a letter from one of our listeners. I feel compelled to write you. I just cannot stand Allison, that's my wife, complaining anymore. Doesn't she realize how fabulously lucky she is and how pampered? Let her try being a regular working mom for just 1 week. She'd never make it. No household help, no nannies.
Who's that, from Gary's wife?
Yeah. Get the children up and dressed and to the respective babysitters in schools. Before doing so, some housework has to be squeezed into the schedule. Then after dropping the kids off, take mass transit, the bus, the train, or both to work. After a grueling day, come home, make supper, bathe the children, make sure homework is done, do more housework, and then collapse. On the weekend, take your shopping cart to the store, cart home groceries, cut out all your coupons first. Get the picture? By the way, all the other hardworking moms in my office are in complete agreement. We love your show, but get your wife off. Her complaining is sickening. How incredibly spoiled she is. It's nauseating. See? My wife ought to I'm going to tack this to the wall.
When does Allison complain?
Oh, you hear her, you know.
She complains that you don't notice that she does things.
She doesn't do anything.
Oh.
Certainly some things can be picked up off the floor once in a while. So I walk in, I got a neat household.
It sounds to me like you're the one who's complaining.
Gary, Xerox this and mail 10 copies to my wife. I didn't read your prison letter, but...
Oh, I'm sure that guy will hold.
Yeah, I think I can hold on to that. I got some tuna juice on it. It's dripping. Hold on.
It is kind of funny, though, because they all start the same way. There's a form that prisoners use.
Yeah.
They start off with a bunch of BS about how wonderful I am.
Yeah.
And how I should be treated. Like all black women should be treated.
Dear Mrs. Quivers, first of all, I would love to... First of all, I would like to cite, I would like to cite, they use all these really big words, and they use them wrong. Dear Mrs. Quivers, first of all, I would like to cite, you're given the bum rap. Am I reading this properly?
I don't know.
I'd really like to cite how you're given the bum rap by other African Americans, especially of my own masculine genre. This is like that Living Color, but instead of saying, hey, I think a lot of I think a lot of black guys are giving you a bad rap, he's going to say, of my own masculine genre. He's going to show you how smart he is.
I think that, he's really turning me on with his command of the language.
This will prove to you that he's not an ordinary prisoner.
That's right.
I would like to cite that you are being given the bum rap by other African Americans, especially of my own masculine genre, because of your association with Howard Stern. No matter whatever the actions of the ritzy Mr. Stern.
The ritzy.
Can you? I mean, no matter whatever the actions of the ritzy Mr. Stern may cause.
Never been described as ritzy.
Yeah, listen to this. No matter whatever the actions of the ritzy Mr. Stern may cause him much bewilderment, it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean you deserve to be assailed wrongly by the crowd. I gotta meet this guy.
I had to read it twice.
I know. No one's perfect, and my only one person in a gazillion knows the trick of living perfect in the present. there is so much good in the worst of us and so much bad in the best of us that it ill behooves any of us to find fault with others. I swear to God.
What's in that letter, Jack.
I can't make that up.
You can't make it up.
One can't be angry because one can't make others as one wishes them to be, since one can't make meself as one yearns to be. Our race, African Americans, must eradicate ourselves of all nonsensical jealousies, fastidious comments, unjudicious projections of another.
I swear to God.
This is from Hakeem Shakespeare. Booker T. Washington cited that no race... This is the best guy he could find. The guy who invented the peanut.
That was...
Whatever.
James Washington Carver, Howard.
Same guy.
Booker T. Washington is a different guy.
Booker T. Washington cited... Booker T. Washington and his MGs cited that no race can prosper till it learns that there is as much dignity in tilling a field as in writing a poem.
Now, what does that have to do with anything he said?
I'm not sure.
Exactly.
It is at the bottom of life we must begin and not at the top. If you don't mind, I'll have you know I am confined in the Arkansas Corrections Human Warehouse.
No, nobody's in prison.
Yeah, right.
They're confined.
And he's confined at the present time. The department for 2 counts of burglary, 20-year sentence. Been confined for 8 years. So he should be out in another about, 16 years. 8 years, 6.5 months. Although, with something time, I don't know. He's got and then he goes 336 days over 9 years and 7. I don't know. This is unbelievable.
Somehow he's explaining how he's going to get out tomorrow.
Yeah, he's going through a whole bunch of numbers here.
I'll be at your book party.
Yeah.
He's accepting the book party invitation.
Yeah. See, I put a couple of prisoners on your list just to see if you read it. You invited like half of the Arkansas Correctional Facility. The reason why I'm expounding this to you is because you deserve the right to know about who's writing you. I think he's going to get into how lovely you are.
Right.
I think we're working on
We're turning that corner.
You deserve that right for one reason. You are lovely. Here we go. You poor woman. I'm also a senior in college at the University of Arkansas, Pine Bluff. Double major, history and journalism. And I have something to ask of you, please. First, I am scheduled to be released from here September 4th of this year. And albeit, I know, I'll be given the cold shoulder because of being an ex-inmate. I would like to work in radio pertaining to my journalism major. This is unbelievable.
It's incredible.
I will now take a pause to defecate. I wrote several radio stations requesting an FCC application for its test to have certified me. You realize the FCC doesn't have any applications anymore.
And he's taking courses in journalism. They're not teaching him anything about radio?
Yeah, you don't need anything. No wonder he's not in radio yet. He's still writing to the FCC.
Right.
And as well, policies... Oh, he's writing to the FCC as well about policies about people as myself working in radio, but haven't heard anything. If age is a query... I am 28 years old. If age is a query. In other words, if you want to know my age, I'm 28.
He can't say anything straight.
Yeah.
This is a crooked guy.
He is showing you how much he knows.
No, he is just crooked.
Yeah. Here you am. No, here you... I'm sorry. That's not fair. Here you...
The man is trying hard, Howard. He's a major, double major in college.
Okay. Here you are knowledge of FCC rules prohibiting such per se to my case. That's where I'm reading this word for word. Secondly, do you allow yourself to receive fan mail in the address of the radio station where you work at or elsewhere? Thirdly, it's kind of tough to ask with all due consideration to your quite industrious schedule. May I receive an autographed photo of yourself? I am very appreciative that you took time out to read this, and I apologize if I've taken you away from your terrific industrious schedule. Every word is a joke. I wish you would receive more credit attention by your peers, African-American sisters, of the media field as well as your just props. You want to hear more?
Oh, it's incredible.
I would like to send you this heartfelt poem, Mrs. Quivers, for it's all about character. And be proud always. He's telling you to be proud.
Yes.
Nubian Generosa. You have character and class. What is he talking about?
I don't know. If I understood this, I'd lock myself up.
Forget the slander you heard. Forget the hasty, unkind word. Forget the quarrel in the cause. Forget the whole affair because forgetting is the only way. Forget yesterday's storm. Forget the person whose sour face forgets. This is unbelievable. I'm not going to read this whole poem. No one but yourself can heal the wounds of the past that haunts you still. I don't know, man.
I think that he should be incarcerated for the full 20.
Yeah.
I don't know how he's getting out in September.
Good luck in all of your future endeavors, Mrs. Quivers. Godspeed always, and never be ashamed of what you are because of someone else's ethic of work. Have a mellifluous Easter.
A what?
A mellifluous Easter.
What were you going for?
I don't know. What does mellifluous Easter mean?
Dictionary guy.
Oh, dear.
Well, mellifluous means... What word is he going for? I'm not...
No idea.
There is a word...
There's a word mellifluous, but
Yeah.
I don't think you
It goes
have a
with
mellifluous Easter.
In the words of the great orator, Franklin Delano Washington. Row your boat. Quickly down that there stream. Get away, get away, get away, get away. They be gaining on us.
Thank you.
Good luck in all your... Oh, and have a mellifluous Easter. Peace out, Nubian diva. And then the guy gives his name.
Right.
I won't embarrass
his
him.
number.
Yeah. Straight to you from the Arkansas Correctional Facility. There you go.
It was
That's
incredible.
a super letter.
That was the best.
Beautiful handwriting, though.
Well, yes.
Very feminine, actually.
I thought it was a woman
Yes,
until
so did I.
really got into the letter.
Yeah.
Mellifluous letter.
Sorry?
Mellifluous letter.
Yeah. Thank you for the kind attention to my mellifluous letter.
For your incredibly industrious schedule.
I like that.
My Nubian sister of the genre.
African-American genre. What a letter. You got to bring in more prison letters. Because that's good. Yeah, they are. They're all like that, too.
Mm-hmm. They start off with all this flowery
Yeah.
stuff, and then they say, "Oh, by the way,
And
I'm
some
locked
of them,
up."
and some of them are more overtly sexual.
Oh yeah, there's
this
some
guy was kind of
guys
polite.
who are really.
This guy treated you like a lady.
I really, I know this is stupid of me to ask, but I'm really interested in a serious relationship.
Yeah, can I squeeze you a nubby? All right, let's take a break. You got to do the news.
Okay.
Because here we are late again.
Oh dear. Look
My
at that.
mellifluous sister. Right after these words.
Have a mellifluous break.
Yeah.
Please return to the Howard Stern Show after these messages. 97.1 The Eagle. Howard Stern morning. Pure rock. All day. 97.1 The Eagle. We're back with the Howard Stern Show. Here's Howard.
So where are we, Robin?
I guess we're up to the news.
You bet.
They're continuing to dig out the rubble of that Oklahoma bombing. They now say that it's pretty much done with the retrieval of bodies, because it seems that what is left, there's still something like over 40 people missing, and they've had something over 140 bodies taken out of the building. But when, there was a lot of plate glass in the building, so when the bomb went off, the glass, of course, exploded, and it became like little knives.
And went into the people.
shooting into the people and ripping them apart.
Wow.
So they're thinking that maybe they'll, a lot of the families who still have people missing have requested the opportunity to come down there and take a look. Because they may not get a body back, and they don't know if their loved ones are still in there. So they want to come down and look over the remains. And that's probably what they're going to let them do. And then, it'll pretty much become a tomb for everybody who's left. So that's what's going on with the rescue and cleanup effort. Meanwhile, they have these 2 guys they arrested the other day and then had to let go. These guys claim they know nothing about this Timothy McVeigh, the only man who's been charged in connection with the incident. But they have a dubious explanation of exactly why they were following all of his movements and wound up signing into a hotel very close to where he was on the day of the bombing.
Mm-hmm.
They can't really explain why they're just sort of drifting around in the same area that he's drifting around in. So they haven't come up with any close evidence to link them to this whole thing yet, but they're still investigating them. Meanwhile, they say the trail on John Doe number 2 is ice cold. They don't have John Doe number 2 yet. They're still looking for 2 or 3 other people, but one of those, what were their names? McNeil? The McNeil brothers? Nichols brothers, yeah. I'm sorry. The Nichols brothers may be charged as an accessory in the case today.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? On all these cases, it's so difficult to get someone to trial and pin it on them. Even with O.J., they've got complete evidence. It's an open and shut case.
And still O.J. might squirm out of it.
Yeah, this is what's going on. There's something very clearly wrong with the legal system. Even when they catch these guys like they did in the World Trade Center bombing, they actually caught all the guys. But you
got to get some of them to turn and become witnesses for you.
Yeah.
In order to pin it on them.
And everyone's watching enough TV shows to know you just keep your mouth shut and then no one can pin anything on anybody.
Well, that's the only way they've gotten some of these mafia guys.
Yeah.
Is to have other mafia guys finally come clean on them.
Yeah. And even with that, they're showing how the mafia guys bribe the juries anyway.
Mm.
So, people are scared. They don't want to die over a jury, over jury duty. So, there it is.
Meanwhile, they say some of these, now everybody's interested in these militias. I don't know why. Maybe they want to join up.
We're starting one here. Me, Jackie, Fred, and Billy.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yep. I'm a general. Jackie wants to be head general.
Yeah, because, see, Jackie's not going to let you be a general and not be a general, too.
So I said, why don't we just all be generals? Why does anybody have to be anything else?
Well, by the same uniform. That's what they say about these militias. It's all chiefs and no Indians.
Yeah, you want to be a general? So you're a general. Go buy the same, you can buy the same uniform I can.
Oh.
Same medal.
Yeah, I'll tell you something. There's more discipline when you play paintball. Yeah. At least someone's a leader and the rest of the guys are privates.
Not in these militias. Everybody's a general.
Yeah. I saw my Montel Williams, some of these guys. They're like 5 or 6 of them. They're all, and everyone says, well, how are we going to find out who's in the militias? So just turn on the TV. They're all on TV. Montel Williams has no problem finding them.
You figured it out.
Yeah.
But they also say that these militias have a very strong religious belief. Not that they believe in any religion, but they believe that this is a Christian nation.
Right.
And that the end is coming. And that if they don't get in the army of God, so to speak, and fight against the Antichrist.
Would that be the Jews?
Then, of course, they won't be accepted as soldiers of God when the Armageddon comes. So that's a lot of the underlying psychology in these cases.
Yeah, real religious guys blowing up buildings with children in it. Real religion. That's beautiful.
But you notice that the president will say, that these right-wing talk show hosts are causing these problems. But they, now that this religious connection has been established, they won't say anything about religion.
Right. Of course not. Well, the president is just blowing smoke up everybody's butt because he's just it's disgusting. He's using it as political fodder, this Oklahoma bombing. That's absurd.
You don't bring up stupid things like radio shows.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
When a major tragedy like this occurs.
Now it's radio shows. Remember when in radio, when we first got in it,
Nobody blamed radio for anything because it was so boring.
That's right. Nothing happened on the radio.
What were you going to do?
Completely ignore it.
Imagine the President of the United States coming out against Cousin Brucey and Casey Kasem.
Yeah, those guys that made funny noises.
Yeah. Mimi. I'm Arnie.
Wolfman Jack.
I'm Arnie Woo Woo Ginsburg. Today, Arnie Woo Woo Ginsburg did a show that I, as the President of the United States, must come out against.
It's these woo-woo shows that are causing us all these
I've had it up to here with celebrities like Babalu Mandel,
Babalu Mandel.
Arnie Woo Woo Ginsburg, and of course, the worst of all, the main perpetrator of our problems, the one who is spreading the most hate in our country, Murray the K. Therefore, as President of the United States, I am condemning these programs. That's just how stupid he sounds.
Yeah.
Radio programs. He's upset. Oh, it's so dumb. It's unbelievable.
But that's the level of debate in this country these days. Oh, the radio did it.
Yeah, the radio did it. But yeah, these guys are all screaming they're religious, but they won't say religion did it.
Mm-hmm. Never.
Because they're afraid. They're a bunch of pussies. And they don't have any real answers. And they shouldn't even say they have answers. You know, politicians get into areas they shouldn't be in. They should say, listen, we're like you. We don't have the answers. What causes people to be demented, to blow up buildings? People have been blowing up buildings throughout history. Listen, they don't have radio over in Beirut. They don't have hate radio.
They never think about that.
No. But in Nazi Germany, they didn't have a radio program. The point is that there are dummies who follow people. And who get into weird thoughts, and it's just sort of part of it.
And part of their problem is they feel disconnected, not connected to anything.
The one thing the president could have done since the World Trade Center bombing was make it so the immigration laws are tougher so that we don't have Arab terrorists staying here. All right, so this time it wasn't a terrorist.
Well, it was a terrorist, just domestic variety.
Yeah, it wasn't an overseas terrorist. But we still have that problem. Nobody does anything about, oh, okay, we don't have to worry about that now.
Not until somebody does something.
Right. Instead of taking care of that, he's talking about radio. A big fatso like Rush Limbaugh, as if he could cause anybody to blow up anything. I mean, he can blow up as his belly.
Meanwhile, in Alabama, they're trying something old to try to combat...
Stringing up black people? They were doing that for years.
They never stopped doing that.
They're bringing that back? Oh, I see. What do they want to do?
They're trying chain gangs.
Hey, I saw one in Arizona.
Really?
Saw my first chain gang. I never saw one in my life. I was driving by.
Cleaning the highway?
No, they were digging ditches.
Yeah, chain gang work is hard work.
I was like, I wonder if those ditches are for anything. And obviously those guys have been there a while because I'm talking about 10 miles of road had ditches next to it.
Oh, man.
There was a bunch of...
like make them dig the ditch and then make them fill it back in.
Yeah, most of the guys were the African-American genre. And they were pretty mellifluous.
How did they find the African-American genre even in Phoenix?
I think they transfer guys around. But there were white guys there, too.
Nubian excavators.
Yeah, my Nubian diva. But, yeah, I saw it. And it was weird, you know? It was like, wow, you just drive by one of those, you'll never commit another crime.
Well, I think that, Alabama might be onto something. They say as a crime deterrent,
it is.
They would like to start up these chain gangs again.
They were all
and
chained.
They're doing this.
They were all chained. They were in the hot sun.
The guy standing there with a shotgun, right?
There was a lot of guys with shotguns, all standing around, and those guys were just sitting there with their picks, digging.
You should have chilled.
And it's that old-time stuff. They don't have jackhammers and...
No, it was picks, and it was like, looky here, I think we got a problem to communicate. I mean, these guys look like, the guards look real serious.
Well, they say that they can run these chain gangs with fewer personnel.
Can they?
And deal with more prisoners. So you don't need as many guards.
Right.
You're getting some work out of them. And, boy, they're not going to be causing any ruckus when they get back to the prison. They're going to sleep.
Oh, yeah. I think I saw two guys having sex on the chain gang. Do my father's version. This is too good. You got that one? Oh, you don't have that?
No, that's not handy.
You got to hear my father sing that.
Well,
you got any of my father singing?
I got something.
Go run and get that. Please. No spring in that step.
No.
Can you get that, Fred?
He has now looked in 5 different places.
And they're all stupid places.
Martian Meander.
Yeah. He just looked under my leg.
Yeah. He was crawling around on the floor.
Yeah.
But anyway, they say that they've started it in one prison down in Alabama, and it's going to spread through prisons throughout the state as early as next year. They're assigned to do this heavy-duty work, and it's for repeat offenders. And most are considered nonviolent, even though they've had a number of offenses. They're not violent criminals. They'll...
You ready, Ellen? Go ahead. We're going to play that same...
Spend 12 hours a day working on public byways for a minimum of 30 days.
Shut up! Sit down! Go ahead.
What's wrong with you?
When you lie, keep your head up high, and don't let the sun shining through.
Yeah, you know that's not the word.
I hope not.
At the end of each day, there's a golden sun. The stars will be shining through. On through the wind, on through the rain, and you'll never
I don't know what she's playing.
No, he don't know what she's playing. Yeah, right, yeah.
This is terrible. I'm crying because it's so bad.
You hear me crying in the background as he's yelling at me, the front of that. And you hear my mother? What's wrong with you two?
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, what's wrong with you two? Like I'm a little kid. What did I do wrong? My father's yelling at me. My mother's unbelievable. Like I was the problem. She's afraid to yell at my father and say, Ben, what's wrong with you? So she should say, what's wrong with you too?
So
blaming it on a 5-year-old.
She gangs up on you.
Oh, God, what a nightmare that house was. Oh, am I glad I'm an adult.
Oh, you'd have rather been on a chain gang.
I swear I would have. I would have been treated better. That little confrontation right up front before he starts singing. Fun day with Dad and Mom. Hey, Dad, shut up, shut up. What's wrong with you two? You two.
We're supposed to be having fun.
Yeah, here, a little bit in the beginning. Here.
You ready, Ellen? Go ahead. We're going to play that same song. Shut up! Sit down! Go ahead.
What?
I should have slugged her. Boy, did you see me? I shut up and sit down, though, didn't I?
You snapped right to attention.
Oh, could he yell? Oh, Christ, I felt like such a jerk. I've never yelled at my kids once like that. And, you know, at least I know not to.
Well, you learned something from that. That's good.
Right? I did. That's
always good to learn something.
So I'm always surprised, like, guys who see, like, their dads beat up their moms. They beat up...
They do it, too.
Yeah, it's like, you think you'd be scared of that? Shut up! Sit down. I mean, what the hell could I have been doing that was so bad? We're supposed to be having fun.
I'm telling you to shut up and sit down so you can listen to him sing.
Yes, listen to that mess.
You know, it's not like to be stand up there now.
You know what? You've got a point here, Jackie. This is all torture.
Yeah. Shut up and sit down. We're about to hear some music. And, of course, my sister's so perfect. She's playing the piano, you know, for Dad.
Shining through.
All right.
Somebody should have yelled at him. Learn some work.
Yeah, right. At the end of the road, there's a golden road. And there is a road down the road.
I like when he starts to hum. And there is a...
through the rain.
Go for it.
And you'll never
This is the best.
I don't know what she's playing.
Yeah, something wrong with her.
Like the tape change.
Yeah.
She's just playing the song, man. That's all she's doing.
Oh, my ears hurt.
Never gets old.
Never.
That is funny. When he's funny,
Yeah.
he's funny.
Let's take a break and do the rest of the news.
Wait a minute. I just got to finish telling you about
Yeah.
these chain gangs.
Oh.
They asked some of the inmates what they thought of the whole thing, and one of them said,
This is the African generation of Nubian diva.
he said, I have dogs at home that I have chained up, but I told my mom, turn them loose, because I know how they feel.
Yeah. Good.
So,
I'm one of those
must
guys.
be a bad deal.
I'm one of those guys who doesn't feel sorry for prisoners. I'm sorry, you think about what they did. Like that guy who wrote, he's kind of cute and funny until you see he's in for 20 years for burglary and assault.
Sure.
My
But I
Nubian
say
diva.
that's good that this guy hates it so much he's ready to let his dogs go.
Yep.
Might make him think about committing crime.
Yeah, I want to get Paul Rodriguez on the show and ask him why he does specials at prisons. I got to take a break. We'll be back with more news right after this.
More to come when the Howard Stern Show returns in a moment. 97.1, The Eagle. Howard, Harley's, and Pure Rock. 97.1, The Eagle. We're back with the Howard Stern Show.
All right, we're back with the news. I like that. Who is that?
Metallica.
What album is that from?
I'm not sure, because it's like a bunch of...
That's not from... Those guys are good. They're working on They had a hiatus. I just read an interview with Lars, the drummer in Rolling Stone.
They were on hiatus?
Well, they were sort of mellowing out. They'd had a rough 2 years of touring, and...
Didn't they break with their record company?
Well, no, they're back with them, but they had a whole fight, and Lars said they said F you to the record company, and, they don't care, man. They're in it for the music.
Mm-hmm.
But they were describing Lars's house, man. It's awesome.
Really?
Yeah, he's got, indoor racquetball courts, and, yeah. Oh, why not? I mean, they're rich guys.
Well, no wonder you say F you to your record company.
Yeah, right. You could afford to. Yeah.
They weren't saying that before.
Yeah.
When they all lived in the same little room.
They're good, though. I'm looking forward to a new album from them. Even that guy, that lion-faced singer. I like that video where, they wrote a song about that guy with no arms and legs and no face.
Yeah.
Johnny Belinda or something. What's that guy's name, Robin? From the book, Johnny Got Your Gun?
Johnny Belinda, isn't it?
I don't know anything. What's Johnny Got Your Gun?
Johnny Got His Gun. I think that's a movie where the guy's like a...
Yeah, guy has no face, no hands, and no arms.
Johnny Belinda.
Oh.
That's different? Oh.
Johnny Belinda was a jock we worked with at NBC, I think.
Gave away toasters.
Gave away toasters, right. That was his big thing. Now I'm confused.
And tissue boxes.
Yeah, he was good. I tried to model my career after him. He was a big influence. Had a goatee, right?
Yeah. Van Dyke.
If this guy had no arms, no legs, and no face, it's a hell of a video. Anyway, you were doing the news.
Yes. OJ's still in the news.
I'm presently incarcerated.
Wonder what OJ's letters are like.
I think the same. My dear Queen Diva.
My Nubian Diva.
Peace out.
Due to your industrious schedule.
I know that you are. Would you mind, and this is a third request, sending me an autographed picture of yourself?
Have a mellifluous day.
Does a mellifluous have to do with sound?
Yeah, you might be right.
I think it's like It's something passing through sound, like or
mellifluous. It's something easily flowing through, but I don't know what.
Have a mellifluous Easter. Robin gets letters from prisoners all the time.
Where could he possibly come up with the word?
What, mellifluous?
I mean,
I don't know, thesaurus maybe, and he saw the word easy or have a nice. I don't know. He obviously has he has access to some sort of thesaurus program.
Well, that wasn't on a computer. That was written in hand.
No, I'm saying he has a thesaurus somewhere. What does mellifluous mean,
So if
Fred?
he's going to write hello, he looks up hello and sees 19.
Well, you know what? Instead of a thesaurus, somebody ought to send him a dictionary.
Right.
See, there's two words that kind of mean the same thing, melliferous and mellifluous, which means flowing sweetly or smoothly.
Yeah, so he probably he wanted to look up the word nice, like have a nice Easter.
Or sweet, maybe.
Right, so
mellifluous.
So he looked up nice and it said, pleasant, da-da-da, and then under that subcategory, mellifluous.
Have a meerschaum Easter. No, that.
Yeah, but he didn't understand the meaning.
Have a Mennonite Easter. No, that doesn't. A meniscus Easter. No. Meninges.
Mellifluous.
That's it.
What's the meaning again? Flowing through.
Like flowing sweetly, smoothly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've heard of mellifluous sound.
Yeah, like mellifluous music. Sweet sound. Have a flowing, sweetly Easter.
Have a mega ohm Easter.
So anyway, OJ,
back to him,
is in court, and they still have, another one of these lab guys up on the stand. I think his name is Gregory Matthews.
Yes.
So he's being cross-examined now by Robert Blazier for the defense. And I was wondering to myself, just how many defense attorneys are there? Because it seems to me for each witness, we have seen a different attorney.
In fact, that whole row of attorneys has changed. It's now like, even on the prosecution, they got different attorneys.
But at least it's the same one attorney. It's that Goldberg guy that we've been looking at for a while.
I know, it's weird.
Every witness for that gets cross-examined gets another attorney. Is there an attorney available for anything else in this country?
That's what you get for $10 million. You get like 97 leeches.
It amazes me.
Yeah.
And for all of that, these guys have only got to concentrate on what went. They're terrible at cross-examination.
Oh, I don't know. It's just so dull. I can't even watch it anymore.
Yeah, they're boring the jury to tears. One analyst said that the jury stopped taking notes about halfway through because they just couldn't take it anymore.
I knew that was going to stop. You know how, like, when you get to school and it's the first day of a new year and you're, like, in a new class and you got your first
book out,
and you're busy writing down stuff, and about 3 weeks in, you're like, I'm not doing this.
You don't even remember how the notes go together.
Yeah, you're just smoking pot. Getting high as a kite so you can get through the day.
But no, they're saying that, they were taking notes at the beginning of the day, and halfway through they just couldn't take it anymore and they stopped writing.
Yeah.
But anyway, here's a little bit of the testimony between Robert Blazier and Gregory Matthews over the collection of the blood evidence.
And please, if you can, take notes.
Did you notice the number of times she rubbed her hand on the ground when you...
Did you notice the many times?
Lawyers are guys who couldn't fight, physically.
They were guys who got beat up, is what you're saying.
Jewish guys love to become lawyers because you can fight all you want with people and no one can beat you up.
You can trounce people.
You can trounce people. A lot of arguing.
Oh, that's the first time.
Yes, I did.
Is that a good technique when you're collecting blood evidence to rub your hand on the ground?
Well, in that she wasn't then rubbing her hand on the evidence, I don't see where that makes a difference.
I object to that question. That's a ridiculous question. Of course it's not a good technique. What a loaded question.
Yeah.
Is that a good technique to rub your hand on the... Well, is it a good idea to rub down your pants? I mean,
it's a good idea to kill anybody.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a better question.
Yeah, let's get right to it. So anyway, they continue to try to make both cases that either the blood evidence is contaminated and therefore unreliable, or that it's not O.J.'s blood, or that O.J.'s blood was placed there. I don't know what they're arguing, quite frankly. But he also got this guy to admit that they didn't look at the socks on which blood was found for 3 months after the socks were collected.
Let's ask the Judge Ito 8-Ball if O.J. will be found guilty.
All right.
Will O.J. be found guilty? That's all I want to know. Judge Ito 8-Ball.
Is that a question?
Yes, that's a question.
Sounded like a question to me.
Sounds like the judge is angry with me.
Well, he's testy.
I said, Judge Ito, will O.J. be found guilty?
Be careful where you point that.
Maybe I better go to the Elephant Boy 8 Ball.
I guess.
Elephant Boy 8 Ball, will O.J. be found guilty?
I decided not to because you didn't bring that up on the news.
I can't get an answer out of anybody. Nobody seems to know.
I don't think there is an answer at this point.
There will be one.
You have to. They're hazy, and you have to come back later, I suppose.
Is it a good technique to lose evidence out of the car window? No.
They're almost that obvious.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, because he then brought up the blanket, of course. And the guy said, no, we have established that was a mistake. Why do we have to ask that question over and over again? And that's what Judge Ito should say. That's already been brought up before the jury.
Judge Ito is letting these guys go on and on and on. I'm talking about the defense. And, I mean, when will one of these criminalists finally stand up and say, look, O.J. was so obviously guilty, we didn't bother to be careful.
What the hell
I mean, what the hell for?
Well,
Guy's
once
blood
again,
is all over the
they
place.
did point out that, if blood evidence is contaminated, it doesn't turn into somebody else.
Yeah, it's not like accidentally, through alchemy, it turned into O.J.'s blood out of all the people in the world. It was Colombian drug dealers who killed them, but somehow, because of our bad collection techniques, it turned into O.J.'s blood. It's absurd.
Did you see this story in the paper today about the Long Island woman who was carjacked and they threw her in the trunk of her car?
Absolutely so.
31-year-old woman who is pregnant says that she was driving along and these two guys on Friday night grabbed her, shoved her into the trunk of her Lexus at gunpoint. They put the gun right at her stomach and then told her if she made any noise, they'd kill her. And they drove around. Now, she's in the trunk of the car, and they're driving around, taking the car to their friend, showing it to them.
Criminals today are so brazen, we are letting them get away with murder because we're so worried about criminal rights. The criminals would never do this in the past. They used to be worried that you were near your car or in your car. Now they just steal you with the car. They take you, they throw you. It's unbelievable. This is not uncommon.
Finally, they ditched the car on a street in Mastic, stole her beeper and her cellular phone, and warned her to be quiet. Now, she's in a car alone. They're leaving. They still want her to be quiet.
Right.
They screamed at her if she screamed or anything, they would kill her. But she took a lug wrench and a screwdriver anyway and began bashing and bashing on the car. First, she did it because she was running out of air.
Right.
And she wound up breaking one of the tail lights, which gave her some air and a peephole. And then she fought and screamed even louder, and finally a guy delivering newspapers found her. Her husband had reported her missing to the police at about 2 o'clock in the morning, and it was 2 hours later that this newspaper carrier deliverer heard her shouts and called police. They arrested 2 teenagers on Tuesday and charged them with kidnapping, robbery, gun possession, and reckless endangerment. Omar Binlos and Delvin Lyons.
What background is that?
What do you mean background? They say they come from good families.
I don't care what family. What background are they? Good family is relative. What background?
What do you mean background? I don't know anything more about them than that.
The suspects. What genre?
What genre? They were the African-American genre.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You just have to ask the right question.
Were they Nubian?
Both seniors at William Floyd High School. They'd also been charged with 2 previous robberies of a cab driver and a gas station.
And what the family say? They're good guys?
Binlos,
they come from good families?
Who cops say brandished a gun, was ordered held on $200,000 bail. And the police say it certainly is senseless. They come from good families and they go to a good school.
Yeah, well, then take the parents and fine them now. Make them discipline these boys. Make the parents pay. The father will take them home and smack their heads into the wall. That's what I always say in these cases. We're not allowed to use discipline on these prisoners. We're not allowed to beat their heads in. You say to the parents...
What good does it do to beat an 18-year-old's head?
Oh, it does tremendous good.
Oh, it does?
Trust me on this. So they lock this woman in the car.
Makes them smarter?
She's screaming in the car. I know a Polish guy. Did you read this? A Polish guy walked by while she was screaming. He thought it was a talking car. The guy... I'm not kidding. Read the guy's name. Stosh. That was the name.
Oh, stop it.
He heard voices coming from the truck. He said, oh, my God, I'm going to be rich.
They're going to make... This is a talking car.
Yeah, no wonder they're trying to steal it.
Well, Mrs. Lyons was very happy to hear that the woman was okay and that her baby is okay. She said her son had been applying for college.
Lock the two boys in the trunk together. Leave them in
But
there.
was recently very disappointed that he didn't make the varsity basketball team. But has never been in trouble with the law before, according to her. But the cops say they had been involved in 2 other robberies.
Of course. Good kid. Only 2 crimes. It's not a lot compared to their friends.
Now, you don't know that.
I'm sure we do.
All right, you know I don't. Let's put it that way.
Put those guys on a chain gang in Arkansas. Cut their feet off.
Iron Mike Tyson is also in the news. He was in New Jersey yesterday. He was in court to testify in a civil suit lodged by the former publicist of his ex-wife, Robin Givens. He's been accused of beating and sexually assaulting her.
He'll be back in jail, you know. There's not even going to be time for one pay-per-view.
Tyson came in a black stretch Rolls Royce and rolled out again after 3 hours of depositions to parts unknown, they say.
Imagine he ends up in jail.
White pork pie hat.
Jackie has on a pork pie hat, too.
A royal blue jacket, white pants, and was sporting a walking stick.
He is mellifluous. A walking stick.
Pork pie hat.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing some mountain trails. He's doing a walking stick. He's in Manhattan or
I'm going
something.
to stroll on the Tyrolia.
Lawyers for the woman say that this is no joking matter. They are talking about kicking, grabbing, and sexual aggression. Tyson even threatened to kill her, according to her claim. And she
Jackie, it's no laughing matter.
Temporary and permanent personal and emotional injuries.
That'd be funny if they lock him back up.
Yeah, just got out. He goes to jail in New Jersey. But it's a civil case, so he won't be going to jail.
No.
Not on that one, anyway.
Not on that one.
They'll have to catch him.
Catch him with something else.
Meanwhile...
Did you see that HBO Mike Tyson story? It was pretty good.
I have to catch that. I wanted to see it, but I haven't caught up with it yet.
Yeah.
It's on the run, but I'm gaining on
Well,
it.
you're very busy.
Did you see this Kenneth Gribbett story? Kenneth Gribbett, they say, was a fair-haired political boy. He was the district attorney of Rockland County.
That's here in New York.
Yes. And he'd been doing quite well, winning a lot of cases, getting a lot of political attention. They thought maybe one of these days he was going to catapult from this district attorney position into some high office in Albany or Washington even. And unfortunately, he tangled with a woman and he lost. He's a married man with 3 kids, from what I understand. But his roaming eye has now gotten him into trouble.
Women will always do that.
This is the best. You know, because I say you guys always go with the wrong woman. You know how you're always checking them out and saying, would you tell, would you tell, would you tell?
Right.
And of course they say no at the time they're in love.
And then they
it's
tell.
when you fall out of love that you got a problem.
That's why when I have an affair, I'm going to stay in love.
You're going to have to marry the woman you have the affair with.
What you're saying is there is no right woman.
No, because they get disgruntled.
Right.
And this woman, the FBI got a hold of this woman while she was hanging up signs around the town that Kenneth Gribbett was a cross-dresser.
Wow.
So she was going around leafleting.
When he broke up with her and she let out all his secrets.
Yeah. So she went around saying that he was a cross-dresser, you know, on these little leaflets. You know, police got wind of, you know, somebody putting up things they weren't supposed to. They go over and they read it, and the next thing you know, he's being investigated.
How come the mayor of Washington can be busted with crack and get, you know, and be the mayor, but the DA can't be a cross-dresser?
Well, you know, there was a break in that tenure.
I see.
It's not like he continued to be mayor throughout. He had to go do a little jail time or something, and then he came back, didn't he?
I don't know.
But anyway, this guy has some kinky sex habits, apparently.
Yeah.
And so now he's going to resign and make a deal to plead guilty to misdemeanor charges, including having county workers drive him and one or more companions to places and events unrelated to official business. Because this is the kind of evidence this woman turned over after she got upset with him and the FBI started talking to her.
I would love
She claimed that during their 3-year affair, that workers for the county and chauffeurs drove them to restaurants in Albany, and this was not company business. So this is what got him into trouble. The FBI investigators looking for evidence at her home removed sex toys, whip, a gold lame miniskirt, black high heels, pantyhose, and a brunette wig.
Funny, that's what Tom wore yesterday.
Gribbets referred to himself as a bad girl on Taylor's answering machine tape.
We have that answering machine tape, I believe.
Really?
Yeah, here it is.
Daddy's girl's been a bad girl.
I guess that's not the tape.
So there you have it.
Yep.
Just watch what you do if you're going to have one of these high-profile jobs. It could come back to haunt you.
Been a bad girl.
After the affair, cut the woman's tongue out. Cut off her hands so she can't hang up signs.
Would not be right.
Yeah, my luck. You know, I have an affair. One-shot deal. Hanging up signs. Yeah, right. She's pregnant with triplets. Everything would go wrong.
We got a problem.
Right, OJ.
Darn tootin'. Hey, be a faithful husband. You have no problem.
Yeah, try that.
In an angry phone call, they say here today, Larry Tisch jumped all over Andy Rooney for the statement he made on prime time when he was interviewed by Sam Donaldson.
This Andy Rooney is such an ingrate. The guy does 5 minutes. I don't even think it's a full 5 minutes of commentary.
I thought it was a minute.
It's a minute. On 60 Minutes, the TV show, the highest-rated TV show, he does nothing. If he was there or he wasn't there, it wouldn't make a difference. He gets on, he talks about thumbtacks and paper clips. You ever wonder why a paper clip is called a paper clip? It really doesn't clip, and it really has nothing to do with paper. And then it's like,
But he's a deep thinker.
He's a deep thinker, and he says, gee, Larry Tisch, the head of CBS, ought to take millions and millions of dollars and invest it in CBS News, which nobody watches anyway, and make it a great newscast. Well, who asked him? Who asked him this question? Why is he biting the hand that feeds him?
First he said that Connie Chung and Dan Rather was a mistake.
Yeah, what's that all about?
And then he said that this guy Tisch should take some of his millions and just make it the greatest news in the world.
I mean, I could say, if he's worried about great news, why is he on 60 Minutes doing mellifluous material? And why is he on 60 Minutes doing meaningless material about paper clips? Yeah, a minute. Why doesn't he do serious news? You ever wonder what's in meatloaf? There's not really any meat, and what the hell's a loaf? I've seen meatloaf. I've tasted it. But it occurs to me no one ever really should have named it meatloaf.
So they asked Andy Rooney last night also about his, some of his loose cannon statements. Once he said something about the gene pool of the country being diluted.
Yeah.
By people of, I guess, inferior stock.
Yeah.
According to Andy Rooney.
Yeah, we need people with giant eyebrows.
With African Americans, they say.
Right.
So Sam Donaldson asked him about that statement. Here's his answer.
Yeah, like he's of some great gene pool.
I wish I hadn't said it, and I no longer totally think it.
Totally.
But there was an element of truth to it. But it had nothing to do with blackness.
Yeah. Who are you talking about? Who's ruining the gene pool then? The Irish? Who's he kidding? He's a fake.
Totally thinks it. Which means he still thinks it.
I kind of think it. Ever wonder how we ended up with so many Negroes?
Yes.
I do. Is that really hair on their head? What is that? I've got nice, long, manageable hair. That's why so many black people shave their heads. They don't want pubic hair on the top of their heads.
Now, see, nobody understands right now that you're not Howard Stern saying.
Right, I'm a character. Right, I know, and it'll be quoted that Howard said this.
And then I'll say,
Thank
well,
you.
he's a character when he's doing that.
Right.
And people will say, he's not playing a character.
Why do black people with freckles look so funny? I don't really know. But I think someone ought to say something about it. Why did Jefferson have to nail that slave and start red-headed black people? Now we have blacks that look like a burnt-up Howdy Doody.
Oh, gee.
I don't like it. I think the gene pool's been affected.
But that's just me. He always says that.
I don't really believe it totally anymore. I just believe it a little.
But it is partly true.
Yeah.
There's some truth to it.
I'm not sure. Let's listen to more of the interview.
Yes.
I don't think there's anything wrong with bluntness and frankness, honesty.
Do you sometimes think you say things that hurt people, even though that's what you think?
I suppose. But I do think the world is short of candor.
Yeah, sure. He's not for candor. He's for his candor.
Right.
He has
Nobody else gets to say
There's plenty of negative statements to say about my candor.
Mm-hmm.
Why do black men love white girls with big asses? I don't know, really. And why do black people use so much friggin' hand lotion? Seems impossible. My mother used hand lotion maybe once a week. These people use it every day.
There's a shortage of hand lotion.
Yeah. And there's lots of different hand lotion, too. We went to the store, and they had that bad camera work. He talks about he wants a better quality of news. That bad camera work, one camera roving down the aisle.
Following him.
Yeah, following him, the big fat ass. Why do black men dress every day as if they're playing golf? They don't play golf. They can't get in country clubs. Yet they wear colorful hats and clothes.
Let's go on. Have you noticed what's happening in Major League Baseball, you?
What?
Have you noticed what's happening in Major League Baseball?
No.
I saw a report on the news about a Detroit Tigers game the other day.
Yeah.
And they were talking about the fact that it was the lowest opening day attendance they had ever experienced. Apparently, the fans of Major League Baseball are very upset with the teams in the game because of the strike. And they're showing it by not showing up at the ballpark.
Right.
So they were discussing this whole thing. And, the major leagues are wondering what they can do about it. But it seems to me, from this report in Detroit, that the people who are showing up are also angry at ball players. They had more stuff thrown onto the field during that game, and people actually coming down onto the field than they'd ever had in any one game in the entire history. And people were just running onto the field just to, run across the ball, the diamond or whatever, just to disrupt the game. They were very unruly.
This is terrible. This is terrible.
They were also white and unruly. And
come on.
Sparky Anderson.
Yeah.
One of the managers, I guess, of the Detroit Tigers. He said, I never saw a bigger bunch of idiots in my life.
Really?
That was his response to what had happened during the game. Said, I don't know why, the few people who did show up all had to turn out to be idiots. But they are going to beef up the security at the ballpark because of this.
A grown man named Sparky calling people idiots. Yeah, I bet you he got that nickname because he's so bright. Yeah, but Sparky worrying about who's an idiot.
I told you not to be stupid, you moron.
So, the fans, I guess, are back, but they're still angry.
Got it.
Radio Shack and its parent company, which is...
Infinity Broadcasting.
No. I love those Radio Shack commercials that always say, Radio Shack.
Tandy Corporation. And it's like, well, why are you so damn proud of that? It's a Tandy Corporation? I didn't realize that. Radio Shack, a Tandy Corporation.
Yeah.
Radio Shack, I don't know if it's still like that, but as recently as a year ago when I was in there, and you always go into Radio Shack for the stupidest reason. There's never a good reason. Like I'm looking for some wire or something.
You're always looking
10-cent
for
wire.
cable.
Yeah, cable.
You know what?
What?
You only go there if it's something you're sure they can't get wrong.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
But I don't know. I go to Radio Shack, a Tandy Corporation. And then you go in there and whatever you buy, if it's a 10-cent item, they have to fill out
your phone number,
your name,
Yes, they have to take more information on you. You can buy a gun with less forms.
And probably Mr. Tandy started that in the 1800s or something. Now Tandy's dead, and they're just sticking to it. Mr. Tandy did it that way. Or Tandy Corporation.
It's a policy. You have to. They won't even sell you the stuff unless you fill out all that information.
Radio Shack's so friggin' proud of being a Tandy Corporation.
It's always like that. The Tandy Corporation are in the midst of a controversy over an English-Spanish translator it's producing.
Who's going to buy it? Why is it controversial?
Somebody bought it, Howard.
I better get it.
And then they punched in the Spanish word negro.
And they got negra.
No. This is, the Spanish word negro. They put it into the translator.
We got to get this.
And it comes out nigger.
Right. That's what the Spanish call black people, niggers.
No, don't you understand? That's what they're supposed to call them when they're trying to speak English.
Oh, I see.
It's a translator. You're trying to figure out, what do I call that black guy over there?
Nigger.
And then they put in the word negro, and it comes out nigger.
No wonder the Spanish don't get along with the blacks.
You wondered what it was. It was the Tandy Corporation that caused all that.
Wow. That's what. Maybe he wants them to kill each other.
No, the black guy comes over and smashes the translator, and they got to buy a new one.
There you go. Good theory. Excuse me, nigger. Ever wonder why the Tandy Corporation calls black people? Well, I'm sure they didn't know. They just buy it and put the Radio Shack name on. They don't know.
Oh, you sure?
Yeah, I know.
They didn't program this?
Tandy Corporation is not racist.
Well, Carol Halstrom, who is the head of the National Conference, an organization that works to eliminate racism, had this to say about this translator.
Is that right? She had a comment? Natalie?
Yeah. No, her name is... Did I say Natalie? Carol.
It's Carol Lampkin?
No, Natalie's the second one. Carol is the first one. It's just mislabeled.
I see.
Number 4.
All right. I'm confused.
This becomes a real symbol of what we mean and seldom understand by the phrase institutional racism.
Oh, for God's sakes.
Meanwhile, Natalie Lampkin, who bought one of the devices, said she couldn't believe her eyes.
What black people is she talking to?
How did this slip through the cracks? I mean, these are items, especially in today's time, that we need to be sensitive to.
So whatever the Spanish word for black people is, and then it translated into nigger. That's unbelievable.
What they translated it into in English.
Unbelievable. I got to get one of those. We just got to play that on the air.
Walt Ralston said that the word that came up when he typed in Negro was a word that's really derogatory to a person of African American descent, and that word is nigger.
Look at this. You punch in a police officer, you get a-hole. See? And that's why a lot of Spanish guys are getting arrested. Here's a quote from one of the Tandy vice presidents.
Okay.
Wake up, white people.
It's a wacky world we live in. I see that Jay Leno and Dennis Miller are making peace. Weren't they at war with each other? Dennis Miller accusing Jay Leno of running him out of the talk show business when he had his talk show in syndication.
I mean, everybody's a phony.
Well, now Leno's going to guest on the Dennis Miller live show, and then Jay is going to return the favor by having Miller make his first appearance on the show since June of 1988 on The Tonight Show.
Oh, boy. A big reunion that no one will notice.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, right. Well, it's funny. I had Dennis Miller on here at that time after his talk show went off the air, and I was very honest with Dennis. I said, Dennis, you're funny, you're a nice guy, but you're really delusional on this one. Jay Leno didn't have a thing to do with you failing as a talk show host. And he got really pissed off at me. But I was just being honest, and I know that Dennis didn't even believe it. I got to play that. I got to replay that.
Yeah, it's been a long time since we've...
Maybe I'll play some excerpts tomorrow.
Talk to Dennis Miller. We're going to remind people he used to do this show.
Yeah, but now he thinks I hate him, but I don't.
And I see that David Hinckley is being very nice to Linda Ronstadt, a woman who appeared and performed in Sun City.
Yeah, good.
Giving her equal time, I suppose he feels he's doing in her column to respond to us.
In his column?
Yes, he's a writer for the Daily News. So he says today, ask Linda Ronstadt about Howard Stern, and her tone of voice makes it clear she doesn't consider this one of the big topics of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when was the last time Linda got called about anything? I'll bet she does.
Yeah, right.
I hear, Howard, and all I can think is that a mad dog foams at the mouth before it dies.
What does that mean?
That's what she said.
How does she feel about South Africa? That she played Sun City and she won't apologize for it?
He doesn't ask her about that.
No, because he's a pussy. He's an ass-kiss sycophant.
That's right.
He's not.
Why don't you let her respond to that?
Because he's an ass-kiss sycophant who doesn't have the balls to ask the real questions. Even in front of me, he didn't have the balls to ask the real questions.
She claims to listen to this show, but she says, I wouldn't have known Robin Quivers from my elbow before that night.
Mm-hmm. But she hears
but
the show.
But she knows exactly what we do.
Yeah, okay. And she knows what I've said about Mexican-Americans. Piece of filth. May 13th, she's going to be at Radio City. Now I call it Sun City. Ought to get out there and protest her. Let all the black people come out and talk about how much fun it was in South Africa while she performed while their people were enslaved.
Absolutely.
And she knows so much about race. She's worried about racism.
What a party it was and how they enjoyed her over there.
What a filth. What a fat, filthy bitch to sit there and talk about anybody being racist or she doesn't approve when she herself is the worst human being on the planet. She thinks because she was born with a sweet voice, she somehow has carte blanche to sit there and judge other people when she sat there while black people who weren't born with perfect voices sit there and judge them and make their lives miserable and be a shill for the South African government?
No, I'm the shill.
Yeah, you're a shill. You're some shill.
I'm the stunning, absolutely beautiful black woman who shills for you.
Is that what they call you?
That's what she called me.
She said you're a stunningly beautiful black woman?
Yeah, she probably wanted me until she found out about you, my association with you.
Hey, look out. She's Massa Linda. She's worse than a slave owner. She went to understand what she did. She went over to South Africa while they were enslaving people and wouldn't allow them the right to even own land or in their own country.
And probably collected $1 million on their bones.
And the South African government couldn't get any American performers to come over because everyone was boycotting, and they got Linda Ronstadt and to try to make them look good. Because they created this Sun City.
That was supposed to be a place that everybody could mingle.
But, of course, black people couldn't afford it because they had no jobs.
Yeah. Just like country clubs with open admission.
Yeah, except no one could afford them.
It's just too high for any black people to get in.
Yeah, it costs $100,000 a ticket. What are you supposed to do? She is such a filth. She's such garbage. She's such a hypocrite. She's such a hypocrite slime. Oh, is she a filth bag?
Thank you, David Hinckley, for giving her equal opportunity. That's who needs it, Linda Ronstadt.
I wish that one of these reporters with balls would ask her about it.
She needs a platform.
Yeah. Living there in the ivory tower, collecting money off the souls of black people. She's talking about racism. Jesus, what a hypocrite, man. If I had that in my background, I'd keep quiet.
She doesn't even know it was wrong. She's the kind of person who runs around doing wrong things all the time, but she doesn't know it.
They even said they'd take her name off the blacklist if she just apologized. She won't do it.
Probably too busy eating to take the call.
I'll never apologize for anything I do, but I'll tell you something. If I played Sun City, I'd apologize for it. I swear I would. Because I never would have done it in the first place. God, is she a pig? She probably needed food money. I don't know. Oh, is that it?
I just wanted to... Are you into the playoffs? You said you had started watching basketball again.
Yeah.
Because of Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Well, of course, the Knicks are doing their usual thing. Patrick Ewing is now complaining that he's in pain.
Oh.
So don't expect them to go anywhere in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Patrick's already making his excuses.
Who are they playing, Cleveland?
Who are they playing? The Cavs? Yeah.
Yes. And how many games are they down now?
I think it's like 2-1, isn't it?
Cleveland's favor?
Our favor. New York's favor, isn't it?
I'm rooting for Cleveland, I think.
Did you get the answer to what the series score is?
Is it 2-1?
It's 2-1. The Knicks are up.
The Knicks are up.
They'll probably win tonight.
With a hurting Patrick Ewing?
Flunky. They don't need him.
They don't?
No, they do.
Oh.
But they probably...
And how is Chicago doing?
Chicago is playing... I think they're doing pretty well. I think they were up 2-1 last I heard.
How's Phoenix doing?
They're doing really well. I think they already won their series.
Yeah, I think they've taken care of it already.
Okay. That's enough sports for me.
Well, I'm glad you're keeping up.
I just kept up, didn't I?
I heard somebody say the other day, with the Knicks playing the way they are, they can't possibly last the entire series like this. Because they just squeaked out a win the other day.
We better leave. It's time for your book party.
I know.
You're late already.
We'll be going right over there from here.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right, Robin, of course, your book, Quivers of Life, on sale now in all the bookstores. The bestseller taking the nation by storm. Jackie Jokeman Marlowe. To order Jackie's Wild Comedy CD or cassette, it's $10 plus $3 shipping and handling. Jokeland special, buy two, get one free. Call 1-800-323-KING this Monday, May 8th. Big benefit with All Folked Up and Vinnie St. Martin, that's Jackie's wife's band, at the Long Island Brewing Company in Jericho on Long Island. For filthy jokes and Robin excerpts, call 516-9221. Don't forget tonight on the E! Show, a real sexy show tonight with Julie, who comes down here. She was plugging her band. She was this real hot redhead. She's good. Yeah, and she plays Strip Jeopardy. So watch and delight as the beautiful redheaded Julie, dressed in tight rubber, goes head-to-head with me for Strip Jeopardy. And the big question, will she be spanked? Tune in, find out. To order a signed copy of Stuttering John CD, call 201-942. Ouch! And if you're planning a wedding or a party and you need a disc jockey, why not call Scott the Engineer's Rocket Entertainment at 718-BAG-5040, and we'll see you tomorrow.
97.1, E71, 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 E71.